I think we were having some difficulties with the mic. So we are mic here, Yoshi share or not. So mic and share or Yoshi. Now, I just play video here briefly. Start play video here briefly.
Mo jẹ́ ẹ̀jẹ́ fún orílẹ̀-èdè mi ilẹ̀ Odùduwà tó ń ṣàn fún wàrà àti fún oyin, ilẹ̀ tó kún fún àwọn akọni ọgbọ́n, ètò àti òye. Mo ṣe ìlérí gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ ológo ilẹ̀ adúláwọ̀, ìtànṣán oòrùn láti la ayé já nílẹ̀ Áfíríkà, láti gbé ilẹ̀ Odùduwà lárugẹ. Mo pinnu láti fìmọ̀ ṣọ̀kan fún ìlọsíwájú ìran Yorùbá. Mo fọwọ́ sọ̀yà pé n kò ní dalẹ̀ tàbí ṣọ̀tẹ̀ sí ìṣọ̀kan àti ìtẹ̀síwájú orílẹ̀-èdè mi ilẹ̀ Odùduwà. Èmi yóò fi gbogbo ipá, ọkàn, iṣẹ́, ọgbọ́n àti ìṣe mi sin orílẹ̀-èdè mi ní òtítọ́ àti lódodo títí ọjọ́ ayé mi. Gbogbo ìyànjú àwọn akọni tó ti lọ kò ní já sófo láti ọwọ́ mi títí dé ìrandíran tí ń bọ̀ lẹ́yìn. Mo ṣe ìlérí pé ẹ̀sìn tàbí ìṣèlú kò ní yà wá nílẹ̀ Odùduwà. Tó bá wáyé bẹ́ẹ̀, mo lè lo ọ̀kan ẹ̀jẹ̀ tó kù sára mi láti fi ṣègbè àti jàjàgbara fún orílẹ̀-èdè mi. Ilẹ̀ Odùduwà, ìran Yorùbá, èdè kan, àṣà kan àti ìṣe kan ló so wá pọ̀ láéláé lágbára Elédùwà.
Àṣẹ lólùfẹ́ ní lóko lódò ní Yorùbá World Media náà ni a wà yìí ń kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọmọ káàárọ̀ òjìrè pé a kú déédéé wò yìí ẹni bí ẹ ṣe mọ̀ pé amọ́tá bá ti wá a wá fún nǹkan pàtàkì a kì í sábà jáde fún town meeting lénìí. Mo fi kí gbogbo ọ̀wọ́n bàbá àti màmá tí wọ́n wà lórí ìkàlẹ̀ yìí. Mo fi bàbá wa Emeritus Professor Banji Akintoye, mo fi kí gbogbo wa pátápátá wípé a kú kalẹ̀. Báyìí a máa pe bàbá wa Prophet Káyọ̀dé tó bá wà níbẹ̀ kí wọ́n fún wa ní àdúrà torí nǹkan tá a fẹ́ ṣe ní èní ó gba àdúrà láti fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ ètò. Bàbá wa Prophet Káyọ̀dé tẹ bá wà níbẹ̀ ẹ bá gbóhùn sókè ẹ bá mi omit wọn kí wọ́n ṣe kí ni kí wọ́n lè kí wọ́n lè bẹ̀rẹ̀ ètò kí wọ́n lè bá wa ṣe àdúrà kó tó di pé bàbá wa bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ torí ọ̀rọ̀ tó fẹ́ sọ fún wa lénìí ọ̀rọ̀ tí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ti ń retí ni bóyá ṣe ẹ bá mi hàn mí tí wọ́n jọ Prophet Káyọ̀dé.
Àgbé ọgọ Ọlọ́run ìyanu àìsàn tó dé sí tà ní ojú láéláé àdúpọ̀ Ọlọ́run ìyanu sọ pé níbi tí méjì tàbí mẹ́ta bá wà níbẹ̀ ní ìrẹ́pọ̀ ẹni ẹ wà láàrin wa Ọlọ́run ohun tá ó ṣe lónìí ó yá ẹ wá darapọ̀ mọ́ wa amú bàbá wa síwájú Ọlọ́run ìyanu ẹ̀mí ọgbọ́n ẹ̀mí òye tí wọ́n ti fi ń darí wa Elédùmarè yá túbọ̀ bá mi fi kún fún wọn mo gbàdúrà fún àwọn bàbá àti ìyá lórí ìkànnì lónìí nítorí a fẹ́ jíròrò báwa ó sì gba ìlú wa Ọlọ́run ọ̀run ó yá ẹ darapọ̀ mọ́ wa ẹ bá wa gbà á gbogbo wa pátápátá ẹ̀mí wa ò ní sọnù ẹ̀mí wa tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ rẹ̀ kò ní òyanjú rẹ̀ ní ọjọ́ náà kàkà kí ọmọ kan Yorùbá kú ọ̀dàlẹ̀bẹ̀ ni yóò kú bẹ́ẹ̀ ni yóò rí ẹ bá wa bẹ̀rẹ̀ lónìí èdè àìyedè a ò gbọ́ sáàrin wa lónìí ẹ yàgò fún wa ẹ̀mí ò gbọ́ra ẹni yé ẹ yàgò fún wa bàbá ẹ bá wa bẹ̀rẹ̀ kó yíra wa yéké kí a sì gbọ́ra wa kí a sì rí ohun tuntun jáde lórí ìkànnì lónìí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni yóò rí Jésù Olúwa wa àmín 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 lórúkọ Jésù.
ẹ ṣé fún ìṣẹ́jú kan a máa pe bàbá wa Alhaji Isiaka náà kọ́ wọn náà bá wa ṣe àdúrà tí ọmọ mùsùlùmí ní ṣókí fún ìṣẹ́jú kan ẹ ṣé bàbá mi ẹ bá mi hàn mí tí wọn tó bá wà ń bẹ bàbá wa Alhaji Isiaka tó bá wà ń bẹ ẹ bá mi hàn mí tí wọn ní kíákíá kọ́ wọn náà bá wa ṣe ìṣẹ́jú kan ní wàá ṣàdúrà ìṣẹ́jú kan ṣé bàbá wa Isiaka wà ń bẹ ṣe rí wọn.
mi ò mọ orúkọ tí wọ́n fi wọlé o ó lè má jẹ́ Isiaka yẹn lọ lò.
ok èmi á sáré ṣe àdúrà mùsùlùmí tí a bá rí wọn awúsùbíláì mínà ṣíkà bísímìlà ramọ́ni rọ̀yìn alihamdulilayi rabbil alamin adúpẹ́ fún Ọlọ́run fún àkókò tí ó fún wa tó fún wa yìí kí Ọlọ́run ẹlẹ́dàá kó wá ṣe nírọ̀rùn fún wa kí ojú má tì wá ní gbogbo àdúrà tá a ti ń gbà síwájú kọ́lọ̀ nǹkan tí kò jẹ́ kó gbà yìí tá à ń gbà lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ kọ́lọ̀ jẹ́ kó gbà ọlá bísímìlà iná àti iná bísímìlà ramọ́ni rọ̀yìn iná àti iná kàlíkà ọ̀sá fasálílì rọ̀bíkà wálé iná ṣáàlẹ̀ kàwọ́lá tá a máa fi àkókò yà máa fi pe bàbá wa Emeritus Professor Banji Akintoye mo fi tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀ mo fi pè yín bàbá ẹ bá wa gbóhùn sókè kí ọmọ Yorùbá kí ẹ bá wa ṣàlàyé ọ̀rọ̀ fún wọn ọ̀rọ̀ tí ọmọ Yorùbá ti ń dúró dè tó fẹ́ gbọ́ ni ní agbára ti Ọlọ́run ọ̀rọ̀ tó máa ṣe wá ní àǹfààní tí ó máa dùn wá nínú tí ó máa kó wa yọ ní oko ẹrú òun náà ló máa jáde ní ẹnu bàbá wa ní alẹ́ ẹ ṣé bàbá mi bá mi gbóhùn sókè tẹ́ bá wà bẹ́ẹ̀ sà bàbá ti wà níkàlẹ̀ láti di ọmọ ìṣẹ̀jẹ̀ ṣe.
Yorùbá lásìkò lọ́jọ́ èyí níjọ́ kẹwàá oṣù karùn-ún 2025 mo kí yín pẹ̀lú ìrẹ̀lẹ̀ níwájú Olódùmarè tó dá wa àti ọpẹ́ níwájú wọn pé àwọn ló dá àwa Yorùbá tá a fi yàtọ̀ bá ṣe yàtọ̀ láàrin ọmọ ènìyàn Ọlọ́run fún wa nílẹ̀ tó ń ṣàn fún wàrà tí ó ní tó lè ṣe àwa fúnra wa lámọ̀ ènìyàn tó mọ nǹkan ṣe lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ tó ní làákàyè tó sì ní intellect a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run lẹ́ni tí mò ń pè yín it's a great day it's a great day and we must start by humbling ourselves before our God. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run mo dẹ̀ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo wàhálà tẹ́ ti ń ṣe láti bí ọdún bíi 5-6 nípa ìlọsíwájú Yorùbá nípa ìràpadà Yorùbá àwọn àṣìṣe kan nígbà táwọn òyìnbó dé ajẹ́ kan ṣe wá bó ṣe wù wọ́n kan gbé wá síbi tó wù wọ́n ṣùgbọ́n Ọlọ́run Olódùmarè ti promise àwa pé kò síjọ́ ká máa lọlẹ̀ àní lọlẹ̀ a lè fẹ́ dìde padà síbi tí a belong to. Ìdí ẹ̀yìn ká fi kóra jọ lẹ́yìn the different meeting iṣẹ́ irú meeting tá a máa ń ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀ nílé announcement mo dẹ̀ fẹ́ make ni pé first of all lọ́la àwọn ọba wa fẹ́ ṣèpàdé wọ́n fẹ́ àwọn ọba wa tó fẹ́ràn ọmọ Yorùbá tó fẹ́ràn àwọn èèyàn wọn
wọ́n fẹ́ ṣèpàdé àwọn ọba wa lọ́lọ́run pé síwájú láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ayé wa pé ká máa ṣe olórí wa ká máa lànà fún wa ká máa tọ́ wa sọ́nà gbogbo nǹkan yí padà àwọn ọba wa ó dàbí pé wọ́n jẹ́ kán lẹ́nu mọ́ ṣùgbọ́n lágbára Olódùmarè nípa ìfẹ́ olùgbàlà Ọlọ́run wa nípa ìfẹ́ Olódùmarè àwọn ọba wa rẹ́dì láti wá sọ̀rọ̀ síta díẹ̀ báyìí wọ́n á lè sọ̀rọ̀ láti gbọ́ ẹnìkan wọn fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ bí ọba ṣe máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ náà ni ọba máa ń léèdì ni ọba máa ń gbàdúrà fáwọn ènìyàn ni nítorí náà lọ́la wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe ìpàdé ẹ má sọ pé àwa tá à ń ṣe self determination la kó àwọn ọba ọjọ́ rárá o àwọn ọba wa fúnra wọn náà fẹ́ ṣètò ara wọn a sì dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run fún ìyẹn tó bá ní nǹkan mìíràn tá a fẹ́ ṣe àjẹkó bọ̀wọ̀ fún wọn kán ṣèpàdé wọn tán lọ́la tó bá di lálẹ́ ọ̀la àwa make another announcement bó ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn ẹ̀bẹ̀ tí mo fẹ́ bẹ̀ gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ni pé ẹ máa retí lálẹ́ ọ̀la nígbà tá a bá ṣe announcement wa tí n bá ní láàárọ̀ ọ̀la nìyẹn lọ́la o tí n bá ní láàárọ̀ ọ̀la gbogbo wa ká jí síta ká máa dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run ká máa jó níwájú ilé wa nìkan ká máa travel pé òun lọ báyàn kankan ṣe rádì nígbà mìíràn ìlú ẹ gangan ilé ètò ẹ gangan tó ń gbé ibi tó bá wà níjọ́ yẹn níjọ́ tá a bá sọ pé kẹ́ jáde síta yẹn ibẹ̀ náà ló ti máa jáde síta kò sí pé a lọ ń kó mọ́tò sọ́nà à ń ṣe gìrìgìrì lọ sí Ìbàdàn àbí lọ sí Èkó eléyìí yàtọ̀ rádì eléyìí yàtọ̀ torí náà jọ̀wọ́ máa ní rádìò ẹ fún wa ẹ jẹ́ ká fúnra wa láyè ká bọ̀wọ̀ fún àwọn ọba wa ká jẹ́ ká ṣe tiwọn ó tán lọ́la tó bá wù dìwò yìí lọ́la gbàtà bá rí pé àwọn ọba wa ti lọ. Ẹnìkan kan má dúró sílẹ̀ jẹ́ ká jáde síta o a dẹ̀ ti sọ fún yín a ti ṣàlàyé ẹ̀ láéláé wípé aṣọ funfun ni kí gbogbo wa wọ̀ jáde níjọ́ yẹn jọ́ta bá máa jáde yẹn ọ̀tọ̀ láńdá máa sọ fún yín jọ́ta máa jáde mo kí gbogbo yín o ẹ máa múra sílẹ̀ o ẹ máa ṣètò tó dáa sílẹ̀ kí ìrìn wa náà kó bàa lè lọ dáadáa gbogbo nǹkan tá a máa ṣe ní rálì yẹn màá máa sọ fún yín légbò yìí ọ̀la lágbára Olódùmarè kí kálukú lọ múra o ẹ ṣé o mo kí yín o mo bá yín yọ̀ ọmọ Oòduà mo bá yín yọ̀ àsìkò náà ti tó mo bá yín yọ̀ èèyàn lè ṣubú èèyàn ọmọ èèyàn a lè ṣubú gbé abẹ́ individual kọ̀ọ̀kan lára wa ló lè ṣubú agbo ilé lè ṣubú odidi ẹ̀yà lè ṣubú ṣùgbọ́n kì í ṣe bá ṣe ṣubú yẹn ló ṣe pàtàkì jù bá a ṣe dìde padà yẹn ló ṣe pàtàkì bá a ṣe dìde padà àwa Yorùbá rẹ́dì láti dìde padà bá a ti ṣubú for more than 100 years àwa dìde báyìí a fẹ́ dìde báyìí mo lè bá gbogbo Yorùbá yọ̀ mo bá yín yọ̀ ẹ má bẹ̀rù ẹnìkankan má bẹ̀rù kankan kò sí nǹkan kan tí ẹnìkankan máa fi ṣe wá àwa ò bá ẹnikẹ́ni jà àwa ò bá ẹnikẹ́ni jà àbá ẹnìkankan jà àwa ò kì í ṣoníjàgídíjàgan ẹ̀sọ̀ pẹ̀lẹ́ lọ̀rọ̀ tí wá kéjọ fi ń mú gbé agbọ́n àwa ò kì í ṣoníjà àwa ò kó ìbọn dání kó ọ̀bẹ dání kó kùmọ̀ dání rárá o ṣùgbọ́n tó bá di lọ́la ẹ máa gbọ́ detail gbogbo nǹkan tá a máa ṣe èyí dẹ̀ ṣe pé a sọ pé ọ̀sẹ̀ tó ń bọ̀ lọ́la yẹn kẹ̀tì rẹ́dì kẹ́tì bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí rẹ́dì látọ̀la lọ tó dàtí nígbà tí bá máa sọ fún yín lálẹ́ ìwò ìlàlá wípé táìm báyìí ní gbogbo wa máa bọ́ síta ìkálukú ti rẹ́dì. mo kí yín ẹkú èmi agbára yọ fún àti à ń sọ̀rọ̀ síra wa bí eléyìí lèmi ọjọ́ ayọ̀ lèmi yọ. mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run mo sì dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo yín ṣe jáde wá tẹ̀ ń gbọ́ mi báyìí. mo mọ̀ pé ẹ máa pọ̀ ju bí eléyìí lọ́la lágbára Ọlọ́run. ẹ ṣé o.
ẹ ṣé bàbá, orin kan lèmi máa fi kásẹ̀ á ní kẹ́ máa ṣọ́nà kẹ́ sì máa gbàdúrà, kẹ́ máa ṣọ́nà kẹ́ sì máa gbàdúrà, ta ló lè mọ ìgbà tàbí àkókò táwa ara lè òde. Ẹ máa ṣọ́nà ní agbára tí Ọlọ́run bàbá ti sọ fún wa, wọ́n dẹ̀ ti sọ fún wa náà tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ wípé ó máa wọlé bí olè lóru ni. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, so ní ọ̀la ní agbára tí Ọlọ́run tún pàdé wa lórí Yorùbá World Media tí ẹ máa pàdé bàbá wa tó máa wá sọ fún wa àsìkò tá a fẹ́ jáde, nǹkan tá a fẹ́ ṣe, gbogbo ẹ̀ ni bàbá máa yànnàná fún wa lọ́la. Ẹ má kánjú, ẹni tó ń gbéyàwó bọ̀ wá bá kì í garùn. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, ẹ á fi àsìkò yá fi kí gbogbo bàbá. Ó dà pé fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ tà.
Rárá, mo ní òótọ́ ló sọ ẹni tá à ń gbéyàwó bọ̀ fún kò kí ń garùn.
Kò ń garùn, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni sà.
A gbọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀.
Lágbára Ọlọ́run. So àsìkò yìí kò sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́yìn eléyìí mọ́. Ká fi ká tún ṣe national anthem wa kí a fi kí bàbá tó bá di lọ́la ẹ̀fìtì lóko. Orí bíbà yìí náà ni bàbá ti máa sọ fún wa nǹkan tá a máa ṣe. Ẹ jẹ́ kí a gbáradì. Ẹ bá wa share program yìí. Ẹ bá wa share kí àwọn èèyàn kó lè pàdé wa lọ́la kí wọ́n fi etí wọn gbọ́, kí wọ́n fojú wọn rí bàbá wípé bàbá sọ báyìí. Ní agbára tí Ọlọ́run, ojú tẹ́ fi ń wò wá kò ní fọ́, etí tẹ́ fi ń gbọ́ wa kò ní di lágbára Ọlọ́run. Àwa ní wàrà wa tì, ní dájọ́ lékú dájọ́ lárùn lọ́wọ́ ní agbára tí Ọlọ́run. Ó tún di ọ̀la, ẹ pàdé wa lórí ètò alágbára Ọlọ́yà national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of the newly formed Ududuwa nation.
Mo jẹ́ ẹ̀jẹ́ fún orílẹ̀-èdè mi ilẹ̀ Odùduwà tó ń ṣàn fún wàrà àti fún oyin, ilẹ̀ tó kún fún àwọn akọni ọgbọ́n, ètò àti òye. Mo ṣe ìlérí gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ ológo ilẹ̀ adúláwọ̀, ìtànṣán oòrùn láti la ayé já nílẹ̀ Áfíríkà, láti gbé ilẹ̀ Odùduwà lárugẹ. Mo pinnu láti fìmọ̀ ṣọ̀kan fún ìlọsíwájú ìran Yorùbá. Mo fọwọ́ sọ̀yà pé n kò ní dalẹ̀ tàbí ṣọ̀tẹ̀ sí ìṣọ̀kan àti ìtẹ̀síwájú orílẹ̀-èdè mi ilẹ̀ Odùduwà. Èmi yóò fi gbogbo ipá, ọkàn, iṣẹ́, ọgbọ́n àti ìṣe mi sin orílẹ̀-èdè mi ní òtítọ́ àti lódodo títí ọjọ́ ayé mi. Gbogbo ìyànjú àwọn akọni tó ti lọ kò ní já sófo láti ọwọ́ mi títí dé ìrandíran tí ń bọ̀ lẹ́yìn. Mo ṣe ìlérí pé ẹ̀sìn tàbí ìṣèlú kò ní yà wá nílẹ̀ Odùduwà. Tó bá wáyé bẹ́ẹ̀, mo lè lo ọkàn ẹ̀jẹ̀ tó kù sára mi láti fi ṣègbè àti jàjàgbara fún orílẹ̀-èdè mi, ilẹ̀ Odùduwà, ìran Yorùbá, èdè kan, àṣà kan àti ìṣe kan ló so wá pọ̀ láéláé lágbára Elédùà.
tó mo kí gbogbo àwọn èèyàn wa pé ẹ kálẹ́ a dẹ̀ káàbọ̀ sí orí ìkànnì wa. Tí ẹ bá ń gbọ́ wa ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá mi fi sínú comment section pé ẹ ń gbọ́ wa torí pé ẹ bá ń gbọ́ wa ẹ bá wa fi sínú comment section torí a ti ń wọnú ètò lọ báyìí. We have technical glitch at the beginning. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá mi máa fi sínú comment section tí ẹ bá ń gbọ́ intan sọ láti inú studio wa. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ torí Ọlọ́run torí a lè máa ṣe wàhálà kí ẹ má gbọ́ wa torí tiyín náà làwa náà ṣe wà níbí báyìí. Mo fẹ́ máa rí comment section yín pé ẹ ń gbọ́ wa torí ètò náà ti fi wọlé báyìí. A ṣe lo ẹ̀bà tán ni so energy díẹ̀ ti wà lára. Ẹ bá mi máa gbọ́ wọlé share button ẹ jọ̀ọ́ torí Ọlọ́run torí àti máa wọnú ètò lọ. Tẹ́ bá ń gbọ́ mi ẹ bá mi máa fi sínú comment section pé ẹ ń gbọ́ mi o. Ẹ ṣé gan ni bàbá wa Gbọ́láhàn. A máa kọ́kọ́ play Koiki Media soundtrack wa kí a fi get gbogbo àwọn platforms wa tó kù kí àwọn náà lè darapọ̀ mọ́ wa torí pé a láti replay broadcast yẹn torí we had technical glitch lẹ́ẹ̀kan àmọ́ tó ṣẹlẹ̀. Ẹ mọ̀ pé mo sọ fún yín pé StreamYard yìí a ṣe ń lò ní àdẹ̀mọ́ bí ọwọ́ ẹ̀ ṣe rí àmọ́ a lè sọ pé ó disappoint wa bí ẹ̀mí ni mo mọ ètò yẹ kí n ṣe láti gbé Zoom. A gbé Zoom yẹn wọlé àmọ́ kò fún mi ní audio. Àwọn staff mi wọ́n ṣiṣẹ́ back and forth àmọ́ for whatever reason a ti replay in tí bàbá sọ. Lẹ́yìn yẹn làwa máa wá wọnú ètò káwa máa jọ gbé ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn yẹ̀ wò torí pé wọ́n ní lọ́la àwọn bá máa bá wa sọ̀rọ̀. Gbogbo ẹ̀ náà la máa bára wa sọ ẹjọ́ ẹ bá mi máa gbọ́ lé. Ẹ pa àwọn èèyàn wọlé o, ètò ìtì tán, ètò ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni. Ẹ ṣé gan ni wọ́n ló clear dáadáa. Èmi náà máa gbé kámẹ́rà mi wọlé àmọ́ ká tó gbé kámẹ́rà wọlé ẹ jẹ́ ká kọ́kọ́ mú eléyìí ká fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ ètò náà. Mo kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá onílé lóko ẹ ṣé gan ni bẹ ṣe ń gbọ́ wa. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ní credit ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá wa tètè ra credit sórí fóònù yín torí pé ọ̀rọ̀ sì fi jáde lálẹ́ yìí kí gbogbo wa bára wa sọ̀rọ̀. Bàbá ti sọ̀rọ̀ kí ni bàbá sọ, àlàyé wo ló wà nú ẹ̀, gbogbo yẹn náà làwa máa wá ṣàlàyé lé lórí ìkànnì wa tá à ń pè ní Koiki Media, bringing the world closer to your doorsteps. Let's go start with this. Ẹ jẹ́ ká wọlé báyìí náà ń bọ̀.
The world closer to your doorstep.
Koiki Media, Koiki Media, Koiki Media, we bring the world closer to your doorstep.
Koiki Media, Koiki Media, Koiki Media, we bring the world closer to your doorstep.
Àwọn sálára àgbà yìí dá, àwa ló láṣà àti èdè. Gbígbédè lárugẹ nílẹ̀ Oòduà o, àwa gangan ni bàbá.
Koiki Media, Koiki Media, Koiki Media, we bring the world closer to your doorstep.
They never sabi wetin we carry for her.
But they move closer before them go sabi.
I said they never know wetin we carry for body.
But they move closer before them go sabi.
Ọ̀kín lọ lọ́jà ẹyẹ, kìnìún ló ló lajú.
Ẹyẹ tó lórí kòtò bí àdó wọn pẹ̀tẹ̀ lẹ́nu.
Ká ṣiṣẹ́ fún ilẹ̀ bàbá wa, ká ṣiṣẹ́ fún ìlú bàbá wa, ká jùmọ̀ sowọ́pọ̀ ká lè tó Odùduwà ga.
Odùduwà kò bá lè gbé wá.
Ọmọ Odùduwà ṣe gírí. Ẹ dìde fún ẹ̀tọ́ adúláwọ̀, ká lè jọ jùmọ̀ gbé délẹ̀ ìlérí. Káwa lè gba ògo ilẹ̀ wa, ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká lè jọ gbàdé, ká lè gbàdé adé adúláwọ̀. Àwa ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ tí yóò tàn káàkiri.
Ọmọ Odùduwà ni wá.
media àwa là ń gbé tó lárugẹ.
ètò tó pọ̀jù owó tiwa máa ní.
kásá ẹgbẹ́ polówó ọjà wà kájé gbùgbà yín jẹ.
ètò tó pọ̀jù owó tiwa máa ní.
à ń gbé tó lárugẹ à ń gbàsà lárugẹ.
ètò tó pọ̀jù owó tiwa máa ní.
news and sports ẹ máa rí gbọ́.
ètò tó pọ̀jù owó tiwa máa ní.
ọmọ ìjẹ̀bú alárẹ̀ mi ló ní kí n máa ké tantan Koiki Media ọ̀rọ̀ lágbájúmọ̀ mi o máa bá ṣẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ o. ọmọ Yorùbá nìyẹn ọmọ Yorùbá tata o à ń gbádùn rẹ ọmọ ìjẹ̀bú alárẹ̀ mi ṣẹ́yìn ló máa fi dìbò tẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ o. ẹ̀yin lọ́mọ onígbò máa ń dé máa dé ẹ̀yin lọ́mọ onígbò máa wọ̀ o. Igbó máa wọ̀ kájòjì ò gbọ́dọ̀ wọ̀ àjòjì tó bá wọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ á dẹ̀dẹ̀ ní ẹbọra. ẹ̀yin lọ máa náwó kóyìnbó tó dé ìgbà tó yìnbó dé o owó náà dẹ́ tún pọ̀ sí o Koiki Media ṣàwa ní bàbá. Koiki Media àwọn ní bàbá.
Koiki Media àwọn ní bàbá.
Àdáńtọ́ àtúnpèrègèdè.
Koiki Media àwọn ní bàbá.
àwa là ń gbé tò lárugẹ jẹ́ ká jọ gbọ́ o.
Koiki Media àwọn ní bàbá.
àkúnjà fẹ́tọ̀ ilẹ̀ wa fẹ́tọ̀ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá.
Koiki Media àwọn ní bàbá.
ọmọ Òdùwà ni wá o tọkàntọkàn.
Koiki Media àwọn ní bàbá.
ikú tí ó ṣe bí lébi òsì àdìmú bàbá iyọ.
Koiki Media àwọn ní bàbá.
We bring you up closer to your doorstep.
Koiki Media àwọn ní bàbá.
afẹ́fẹ́ tó ń fẹ́ òòdùn kan ní oko lára ni.
Koiki Media àwọn ní bàbá.
àpèrègèdè Olódùmarè ló fún wa ṣe.
Koiki Media àwọn ní bàbá.
gbogbo ayé ẹ gbọ́ àwa ní bàbá o.
Koiki Media àwọn ní bàbá.
ẹ máa bọ̀ wá ẹ gbé polówó ọjà yín wá o.
Koiki Media àwọn ní bàbá.
Odùduwà lágbèdá ní òtítọ́ lágbèdá ní.
Koiki Media àwọn ní bàbá.
a kì í sọ̀dálẹ̀ a kì í sọdí kẹta.
Koiki Media àwọn ní bàbá.
àdúró tán a tún pèrègèdè.
Koiki Media àwọn ní bàbá.
Koiki Media we bring you up closer to your doorstep.
àwọn ní bàbá.
Koiki Media is around.
To give us latest.
Is around
To
o.
give us latest.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Ẹ̀mú ká tẹ̀sílẹ̀. Ẹ̀jẹ̀ tí ẹ gbọ́ ètò tó pọ̀jù owó.
ladies and gentlemen,
Ẹ̀mú kalẹ̀ sílẹ̀. Ẹ̀jẹ̀ tí ẹ gbọ́ ètò tó pọ̀jù owó.
Koiki Media is around.
To give us latest.
Koiki Media.
Wow, and a very good evening and welcome to a special broadcast coming from the Koiki Media studio from our Africa studio. Mo kí gbogbo wa káàkiri ibi tí ẹ bá ti ń gbọ́ wa tí ẹ ti ń fi gbogbo ibi tí ẹ ti ń wò wá torí àwọn kan wò wá ni àwọn kan ń gbọ́ wa. Mo kí wa pé ẹ kálẹ́ ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ìkànnì wa tí à ń pè ní Koiki Media Live. Quite a lot is going on and quite a lot we need to update as it is happening. Bí gbogbo wa ti ṣe mọ̀, bàbá wa ṣẹ̀ bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ tán. It is not even up to an hour ago. And who is this person we're talking about? That is the national leader of the Yoruba self-determination. Is Emeritus Professor AdeBanji Akintoye. I've just spoken to millions of the Yoruba people around the world. If you can hear me, please let me know in the comment section. And it is also important as we are preparing to go into this transmission that everybody is also following the broadcast. Yoruba Nation is an ongoing movement, and it is important that everybody understand that the national leader of the Yoruba self-determination have just spoken to us, and what we are going to be doing tonight in the next hours, it could take us 3 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, is to explain some of what we have heard from the national leader, and also some of the key points that Baba Soro Lilori. There are a couple of key points. Some of my platform is not fully going live, so that means we need to connect those platforms as quickly as possible so that we can bring everybody in, so that Anima repeats our. So that is what I'm going to be doing tonight. So bear with me as I am still trying to bring my rest of the platform in, so that as we're going simultaneously. Our Twitter is not yet live. I mean the Twitter space. The Twitter is on, but we don't have the space ready. So, and we need to bring those that are in the space to come and listen as well. So quite a lot of development is going on. While I'm going to be doing that, let me take you back to some of the activities of the rally in London. We held some rally in London in October. These rallies were fantastic. Many of you remember them. We are grateful to His Emeritus Professor Akintoye that put this together and made it a successful rally. Representing Baba Akintoye in London last year was Dr. Chief Sunday Adeyemo Igboho that came into London in October last year to represent His Emeritus Professor AdeBanji Akintoye. There were a couple of things that I will be telling you that remind you of what happened in London and what was expected after the London mega rally. We know that the rally in London, I'll see if I have the videos ready, but let's see if we can find, I believe we had a fantastic flyer, as at that time. I'll see if I can bring it up, by the Yoruba Nation, in conjunction with the Yoruba World Media and many groups that worked around the clock for the London rally by Igboho and Baba Akintoye. So what we're going to be explaining to us tonight is that as many of us, after the rally, a lot of expectation, a lot of conversation, a lot of discussion has been going on after the London rally. But as we know, quite a lot of things played out just immediately after the rally. But before we talk about the rally in London, it is important that we update you about what is coming up tomorrow by what Professor Akintoye told us tonight. And it was not just the rally in London. The dinner for Igboho. I'm sure we had a dinner for Dr. Chief Sunday Adeyemo Igboho as well. After that dinner, after that rally, we were told that the next rally will be in Nigeria, in Yoruba land precisely. And that means that expectation was high. A lot of people wanted to know what is going to happen, when it's going to happen. I still don't have that yet. So that I want us to be, because Baba Akintoye is the one that will be telling us, but he has said a couple of things that I'll be telling you based on what Baba have said. But before we go to what Baba said, let us quickly bring you this image on the screen. It is important that we know that you can hear me. So if you look at the screen now, this is coming up tomorrow. Tomorrow is the 11th day of the month of June 2025. There are fast moving development that is coming up. And what is coming up tomorrow is that Oodua Coalition of Traditional Rulers Conference Against Insecurity in Yoruba Land, a special conference of the Yoruba Nation Concerned Obas, àwọn ọba ilẹ̀ Yoruba. They are our custodians. We love them. We appreciate the work that they've done so far, and we are grateful to have them as our custodians. And Biba Badeshi saw Amoba will lead, then the children Toja Omoodua Atele Woleyi. And I believe that I'm not sure what's going on. We're having some technical issue with my Twitter space. I hope it will be stable so that we can bring people in. Okay, it's still technical issue. I don't know whether that is got to do with the space. But before we also say anything, I'm using this opportunity, this is the time that we need you to, support us logistic, because the Koiki Media team, there's a lot of expectation, there's a lot of work that we need to do, and we hope that tonight we can also help us so that we can be able to mobilize our team to be at certain strategic location in preparedness for what might be happening tomorrow and what might also be happening in the next couple of days as Baba will be updating us. So what I want us to do first is, before I give us what is going on tomorrow, I want us to please remember that without your financial support, this platform cannot do as much. So we are pleading, we are begging, whatever contribution you can give us tonight, are very, very important. If we can have a vehicle to move, we can have the staff. If they are not having money for logistics to travel, they will be stationed where they are. And sometimes we need to start, because I was not aware, just like many of us, tonight broadcast was a special one. So that means a lot of development is happening. I'll be having meetings with my staff, as we go ahead, and also a lot of information will be passed on to them. The Koiki Media staff are ready, but move on, Lati travel. They are very first thing in the morning. They are wanting Lati one location. All this is part of why I am asking us tonight. No matter your 1,000 naira, your 100,000, your 1 million naira, there's a lot of things that we need to do now, because it seems now that we are now moving at a very fast space. So more rawa, more bewa, ebawa deep or in the pocket, kefuani that support. Because the point, even if I sit here for 5 hours, to ba dolati e bari wa lórí screen, ki wa sọ fún yín pé àwọn ọmọ tó yẹ kó lọ sí Ìbàdàn, rí wọn ní Ìbàdàn, àwọn tó yẹ kó travel láti Ondo wọ sí níbẹ̀, I don't think it is worth it. That is why we are asking us tonight, because will broadcast. I don't know how long this broadcast is going to last, whether it's 5 minutes, whether it's 3 hours, whether it's 5 hours. But what matters now is that I know there are many of you watching me right now. This is the time I want you to support. You have done in the past. We are happy. We are grateful. We are not blogging platform. We are media organization. And any media organization needs funding. Funding. Owó ni tó bá sówó kò sí a lè pariwo láti sì títí dọ́là, kò sí nǹkan tó máa mú jáde bẹ́ẹ̀. Kò sọ̀rọ̀ tí mo fẹ́ wá sọ lálẹ́ ju pé a need owó náà. Kò sí nǹkan tá fẹ́ sọ, bàbá ti sọ èyí tó jù ní ọ̀rọ̀, a tún máa tún ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn gbọ́, ohun wa lè gbọ́ lẹ́ẹ̀mẹ́ 20 bàbá wa ló sọ̀rọ̀. Tí bàbá wa bá dẹ̀ ti sọ̀rọ̀, ohun wa ká tún gbọ́ lẹ́ẹ̀mẹ́wàá, torí ẹlòmíì ṣe ń bọ̀ láti ibi iṣẹ́, ẹlòmíì ti sùn, ẹlòmíì ò ní ná lórí fóònù ẹ̀. Ẹlòmíì ṣe máa pass message yẹn, so bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń wọlé account details yẹn lọ́tí fi sórí screen. It is important that ẹ bá wa fi owó sínú account yìí, abẹ̀yìn, arọ̀yìn, ẹ ti ń ṣe kò ní sú yín. This is not the time to back up. This is the time that we want you to put all your support. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ti wọlé, ẹ pọ̀ tẹ́ ti wọlé. We need more people. Ẹ share. Bàbá ti sọ̀rọ̀ lálẹ́, ọ̀rọ̀ tí bàbá sọ, a fẹ́ ṣe analysis lé lórí, ọ̀rọ̀ tó ti ń sọ bọ̀, a máa ṣe analysis lé. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa, ẹ̀yin ẹ̀gbọ́n mi, ẹ̀yin àbúrò mi, it seems that it is getting closer and closer. I don't have a date yet, so that Kema lọ sọ pé Koiki ti níjọba ẹni, I don't have a date. Bàbá sọ̀rọ̀ pé lọ́la àwọn nǹkan kan fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́la tí gbogbo adé gbọ́dọ̀ dúró dè. Ẹ ó máa bá mi máa fi account number síta. Owó òun ni àkọ́kọ́ nígbà tí mo ti ń kí yín. We need this broadcast to go up to 1,000 views. If truly tó bá jẹ́ pé lóòótọ́ wọ́n tẹ̀ tí ní ká jáde, but ohun tá gbọ́ lálẹ́ kò jẹ́ ká wà ní 200, kò jẹ́ ká wà ní 17. This is the time tẹ́ máa send the message síta sí gbogbo èèyàn. Ẹ lọ pé gbogbo èèyàn wá. Go and bring as many people in, because this is the future. The future tá ti ń retí ó ti ń súnmọ́ bọ̀. Nígbà tá a bá wá náà wá future, if we cannot even go and bring people in, this is not the time tí máa ní o gbọ́dọ̀ lè share program yìí sórí Facebook ẹlẹ́ẹ̀mẹ́ta. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, we are live. Ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ lè share program yìí. Fúlàní pa wá ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn kọ́ ló wà lẹ́mọ́ nísìn. Future wa láwọn àwájú wa báyìí. So that is on that. I'm going to show account details here as we go into the broadcast, and I hope many of you will donate. All this donation is voluntary. It is for Koiki Media purpose to run its organization. It is not for Yoruba Nation. It is for Koiki Media. Tabafe Dawosi Yoruba Nation. Support, which is very, very important. I will quickly bring us where you can do that. www.ysdm.org. There's a section there that says donate. It is important that people donate. Ewa Romiyan, donate. Owó la máa lò, kò ṣe pé ẹnu la máa lọ fi ṣe. Bàbá ní owó, irọ́ là ń pa àlọ́ anywhere. We need this money, and I'll be sharing my screen quickly just for a few seconds so that fanfan now tó bá wá bí tí wọ́n fẹ́ dáwó sí tó jẹ́ ti YSDM, òun ló wà lórí screen yìí, so that kẹ́ má ní mo wà lórí program kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀. So all these is why we are live now. It might be because there's a lot of information that is coming through, but the most important information that has come through is that Babani event commercial Lola. Then after that event, he will be talking to us as well. Nígbà òní bàbá máa bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́la, I have no idea. So tẹ́ bá ń rí screen mi, èyí tẹ́ wò mí, ẹ jẹ́ kí n mọ̀ pé ẹ bá mi change the channel ẹ̀, please. Ẹ bá mi fi sí kọ̀dọ̀ tèmi. Tẹ́ bá ń rí screen mi nísìnyí, where's the remote here now? Tẹ́ bá ń rí screen mi, ẹ jẹ́ kí n mọ̀ so that ẹ ṣe. Tẹ́ bá ń rí screen mi wò, let me know, because no. So Moki Mugwale can say this is a live transmission as we are still review and talking about the upcoming event. Moki Mugwale can say káàkiri gbogbo bí tẹ́tí ń gbọ́ wa tẹ́tí wò. Okay, rà pé mo ti gbé wọlé. I think I should add it. Ẹ mọ̀ pé mo ní àṣẹ ń lo StreamYard ni, so kò tí yé mi dáadáa. Ẹ má bínú látẹ̀kan. Mo ṣe add it sórí stage nísìnyí. I didn't realize that I didn't add it earlier. Remove this, then add that one as well. Ẹ má bínú. Yeah, so that is where you are going to do donation. So gbogbo ìgbà tẹ́ bá fẹ́ support YSDM, this is how you're going to do it. Ẹ máa lọ sórí link there, ẹ wá lọ donate. Ó wà straightforward, kò sí nǹkan tó lé níbẹ̀. Expectation gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ó gbọ́dọ̀ lọ donate láti support. Ẹni tó ti pín program yìí, ẹni tó love ẹ̀ tó share, mo believe pé gbogbo wa ni ọmọ Yorùbá àtàtà. Àsìkò tá gbọ́dọ̀ pín program yìí ni àsìkò tá gbọ́dọ̀ share lélẹ̀. Eléyìí ò ṣe pé mo fẹ́ kọ́ mọ̀ pé mo ń ṣe Yorùbá Nation, kò sí nǹkan kan tó ń báyàn lẹ́rù. Ẹ bá mi fi First Bank yẹn náà síta, òkè mi ti rẹ̀ ṣe. Àsìkò tí yàn máa ń sọ pé kọ́ mọ̀ pé mi náà ń ṣe Yorùbá Nation, kó má jẹ́ pé Ìgbòho nìkan lọ́mọ̀ kó ń ṣe Yorùbá Nation. Má fi Yorùbá Nation, má hide sábẹ́ pé òfin jẹ́ kọ́ mọ̀. ẹ ṣé gan ni gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ti darapọ̀ mọ́ wa, gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí Facebook, gbogbo yín náà ni mo kí láti Kwara State ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ni, Kogi State ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ni, Ondo State ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ni, Ọ̀yọ́ State ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ni, Ekiti State ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ni, Ọ̀ṣun State ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ni, Ọ̀yọ́ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, Ogun State ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, títí dé Lagos State, adẹ̀lẹ́tọ̀ fún self-determination. So that is on the details there. So now that I've been able to show you the YSDM, let me add my own back quickly again, and then our best one program yẹn lọ díẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí fún gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ fẹ́ ràn wá lọ́wọ́. Account number, you can do the OPay tó bá jẹ́ pé fẹ́ send sí náírà, ẹ lè send sí First Bank, or ẹ lè send sí my UK account or the PayPal. In any media, it is ethical. Èèyàn lè sọ fáwọn èèyàn kó support the organization yẹn, but it is voluntary. You don't have to. But if you do, you are helping that media organization. So tabani ke support wa tá dẹ̀ ń sọ ní òrèkóòrè, kò ń ṣe platform wa nìkan ló ti máa ń sọ. Gbogbo àwọn media tó bá jẹ́ pé media tó ń jàjàngbara àti tó jàjàngbara tó wà on the truth of the masses. Torí pé àwọn tó kù nísìn government ló fund wọn, àbáwọn tí ó jẹ́ tó lóṣèlú tẹ́ pé wọ́n ti fi ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, wọ́n ti fi jalè, wọ́n fi kọ́ media platform wọn, gbogbo alámọ̀ wọn, a ní láti dárúkọ wọn. But mo kàn fẹ́ fún wa ní example, torí pé ta bá ń sọ àwọn kan máa ń rò pé bóyá àsọdùn ni. So I just want us to look at this organization. A máa show wọn fún yín nísìn. Màá kàn fẹ́ kẹ́ rí gbọ́ pé the same thing tèmi náà bá sọ, and this was the one tó ṣe ní 5 hours ago. So mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ kan sí Yoruba Nation, no retreat, no surrender. À ń tẹ̀síwájú, àdèmádélẹ̀ lérí, kò sí nǹkankan tó máa ṣe wá. Mo tún fẹ́ àsìkò yìí mo fi kí ìyá wa kan tí wọ́n jẹ́ lára àwọn ìyá wa wọ́n jáde láyé. Wọ́n jáde láyé, k'Ọlọ́run bá mi foríjì wọn, kó fọ̀run kẹ́ wọn. Wọ́n náà kú lánàá l'Ékòó, wọ́n ń gbókú yẹn lọ s'Ékìtì láàárọ̀ lágbára Ọlọ́run. K'Ọlọ́run bá mi dúró ti àwọn ọmọ wọn àti àwọn mọ̀lẹ́bí tó fi sílẹ̀ àti gbogbo àwa ọmọ Yorùbá Nation. That is life. A máa wá lẹ́yọ kọ̀ọ̀kan, a dẹ̀ máa lọ lẹ́yọ kọ̀ọ̀kan náà ni. But èyí tó ṣe pàtàkì tó ṣe kókó bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé kí gbogbo wa ń kọ́ kí a gbà. Ń bọ̀, ẹ má bínú. Mo fẹ́ ká jọ wo fídíò yìí torí pé ta bá ní káwọn èèyàn fún wa lówó, àwọn náà bóyá Koiki nìkan ló máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀. So I'm going to give us a background of another platform tó ń pè ní Democracy Now. Democracy Now is another like more or less like people that are fighting for the democracy of the people. So let's stop that one and let's bring another one in. So I'm gonna bring that one in, then I will then go into the broadcast, then so let me share the screen again and give us this channel. Mo fẹ́ ká gbọ́ nǹkan tí arábìnrin sọ, mo fẹ́ ká jọ gbọ́ láti the beginning. Ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ farabalẹ̀ ká gbọ́. Now, ẹ̀gbọ́n nǹkan tó sọ ńbẹ̀ yẹn, let me repeat it again. Democracy depends on a free press. I am a free press, and that is why I can speak without any kind of control by the government of Nigeria or the government of the world. The least wọ́n lè shadow ban me, wọ́n lè take her out from our channels, bóyá lórí YouTube, bóyá lórí Facebook. But in tèmi máa sọ, ọ̀rọ̀ tí máa sọ, wọ́n lè stop it. Kí ni ọ̀rọ̀ náà Yorùbá fẹ́ dá dúró, kò dẹ̀ sẹ́ni tó gbọ́dọ̀ di lọ́nà. So tẹ́ bá rí tí arábìnrin náà sọ̀rọ̀, àwọn náà ń jà láti lè enlighten àwọn èèyàn. This is a page that has 2.8 million followers. Video tó ń wò yìí nísìn, èyí tó ṣe ní àná nìyẹn. Over 1 million views ló ti wò. tẹ́yìn ò bá support wa kò sí bí a ṣe lè challenge this government tó ń pè ní àwọn tó ṣe Twitter space, so it seems our Twitter space is not coming up tonight and we leave it like that. Mo fẹ́ ká tún gbọ́ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí mo ti share screen yẹn ẹ má bínú again, I'm getting used to this mo ṣe ń get used sí kíní ni. So ẹ ṣe gan-an èyí tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń bá wa kí àwa tó ṣaláìsí yẹn kọ́lọ́n bá wa fọ̀run kẹ́ wọn. She's a hard working in this movement, but she has passed on. Mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí. Now mo fẹ́ ká farabalẹ̀ ká gbọ́n tí arábìnrin sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Democracy Now is the channel. Wọ́n ní 2.8 million followers. Yet wọ́n ṣe ń sọ pé káwọn èèyàn support àwọn. So tèmi náà bá ń sọ pé ẹ support wa, ẹ support iléeṣẹ́ ẹ fún wa lówó. It's because a fẹ́ gbowó lọ́wọ́ àwọn olóṣèlú láti fi fund Koiki Media. Bóde ẹ̀wọ̀n mi kí n jókòó sí bíbá kíkọ sọ̀rọ̀ títí tí bá ní kẹ́ fún wa lówó tí mo dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé I need funding and there's no point. I might as well just go and sleep. So gbogbo ẹ̀ tẹ̀dẹ̀ ràn wá lọ́wọ́, a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín, àmọ́ lóore. But ẹ má ti jẹ́ kó sú wa, ẹ má ti jẹ́ kó rẹ̀ wá because àìtí débi tá à ń lọ ó kù díẹ̀. Ẹ bá mi pín ètò yìí. I expect now that ó yẹ ká ti wọ 500 lórí YouTube. Ó yẹ ká push ẹ̀, a máa push ẹ̀ ni, a máa pè àwọn èèyàn wọlé, ẹ máa comment. Tá a bá tẹ̀rí gbogbo comment yín kà. But at least a mọ̀ pé wà níbẹ̀. Àsìkò yóò kì í ṣe àsìkò tá a máa lọ sùn, àsìkò tí ṣá ti wà lójúṣẹ́ báyìí. Torí pé èèyàn tó fẹ́ lọ sùn, wọ́n ní olè máa dé lóru. Tó o bá dẹ̀ múra dáadáa, ó máa wọlé bí olè lóru ni. Ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation bàbá Tinubu máa wọlé bí olè lóru ni. Mo kí gbogbo àwọn medias wa pátá tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ round the clock. Láì yọ ẹnì kankan sílẹ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ bí wọ́n àìsí sọ́lẹ̀ nǹkan sí ká tó máa tẹ̀síwájú.
Please support our independent journal.
Please support our independent journalists.
At democracynow.org.
Democracynow.org. Bébí náà ṣe ní kẹ́ support mi, làwọn náà ní kẹ́ support àwọn. So I hope that is clear. Ẹ ṣé gan ni bàbá wa Waris Jinadu for the super chat. Àmọ́ lórí kò ní tán níbẹ̀ fún gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń náwó sí wa. Now tí mo ti ṣàlàyé funding, now mo lè wọnú ètò nísìn. Adé tún máa ṣàlàyé yẹn bí a ṣe ń lọ. Mo kí gbogbo àwọn èèyàn wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Let me stop the screen and then come with my own full screen. That's it. Now, mo fẹ́ ká wo screen yìí. Èyí tẹ́ wà lórí Facebook, ẹ lè má rí screen yẹn, tẹ́ bá lọ sórí YouTube, lẹ máa rí gbogbo tí mo fi ń wọ̀nyí. Ibi tá ti máa kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ ni in tí bàbá sọ. Kí ni alànà sọ? Ìyẹn Professor AdeBanji Akintoye. Bàbá sọ̀rọ̀ tó pọ̀ lálẹ́ yìí within 19 minutes. And I've not yet been able to take note of what Baba said. But gbogbo tí Baba sọ, èmi àti Ìṣọ́mà àjọ máa ṣe review ẹ̀ lálẹ́ yìí. Ó ṣe pàtàkì. Ẹ bá máa gbé wọlé share button yẹn, gbogbo group ṣe pátá. Èyí tẹ́ ní àgbọ̀n kankan mọ́, àgbọ̀n Baba ti sọ̀rọ̀ lálẹ́ yìí nísìn. Baba ò tí sọ pé jọba ní date fún mi o. But in tí Baba sọ ni mo fẹ́ ṣe analysis dé lórí. But Baba náà máa bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́la again ká lọ múra sílẹ̀. Bàbá ní a máa wọ white, èmi ti ní white tèmi. Kò ń ṣe dandan ni pé kò ṣe lọ ra white, o ní white nínú ilé, kò sẹ́ni tó jẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá láyé tó ní aṣọ kan tó jẹ́ white. Bàbá ti ní white la máa wọ̀. Kólúkálukú lọ gba white ẹ̀ kalẹ̀, bó jẹ́ ọmọ lọ́rán lèsì ni, bó jẹ́ àǹkárá ni, gbogbo white tó bá nílé lọ kó bọ́ta. Bàbá ti ní aṣọ funfun nẹ́nẹ́nẹ́, torí èèyàn funfun ni wá. Mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí bí ẹ ṣe ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa, ẹ bá mi gbé ọwọ́ lé share button lẹ́ẹ̀kan ṣiṣẹ́. Baba is talking about a special conference. Tó bá pè nǹkan ní special, á jẹ́ pé in tí ó fẹ́ mú nǹkan kan jáde. A special conference is going to take place tomorrow. A special conference. By now, mo expect pé ẹ kí Zoom YouTube yóò yẹ kí ti máa rí pé àti wà 500. Ẹlòmíì wà nísìn bá ṣe ń sọ pé kó share kò share. Ṣẹ́ni yẹn ló fẹ́ jáde fún rally. Ẹni tó lè share program, báwo lẹ ṣe fẹ́ yàtọ̀ sáwọn tí ó wà ní diaspora. Gbogbo àwa tá wà ní Africa country àtàwọn tó wà ní diaspora. Ẹni tó bá láǹfààní àti lè wálé tá bá ti jáde fún rally. Gbogbo yín gbọ́dọ̀ máa bọ̀ nílé. Ẹ má fi dídà àwa tá wà nílé nìkan. mo kí gbogbo yín, gbogbo comment yín ni mo rí. Ẹ má yẹ kí n máa dárúkọ torí iṣẹ́ tá wá ṣe lálẹ́ ni pé a kọ́kọ́ fẹ́ bá gbogbo wa sọ̀rọ̀ in tó ṣe pàtàkì tí bàbá sọ. In tí bàbá sọ kẹ̀rẹ́ bí ṣe sọ, a máa tún gbọ́ títí tó máa fi yé wa. So now tí mò ń show screen yìí, kí ló fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀? Kí ni bàbá sọ lórí ẹ̀? Bàbá ní ọ̀la on the 11th of June 2025, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, láṣẹ àwọn tó nílẹ̀ Yorùbá, àwọn ọba máa sọ̀rọ̀. Tí bàbá wa tó jẹ́ chairman, His Royal Majesty Ọba Gbọ́láhàn Timson, the Jagunmolu of Ṣómólú Bariga tìlú Èkó, kádé pẹ́ lórí o bàbá, kò sí fìlà forí adé o. Bàbá wa yìí ni chairman gbogbo àwọn ọba tó máa bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́la ní aago 12. Gbogbo wa náà la máa gbé transmission yẹn, Yoruba World Media, Yoruba TV and Radio, lórí YouTube, lórí Facebook, Independent Media àti Koiki Media. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹ ṣe gan ni, ìyàn kan náà ti share dànù, 25 groups ló ti share sí. A wà lórí gbogbo platform lálẹ́ yìí. Mo kí gbogbo wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Àṣeyọrí la máa ṣe, àníṣàṣetì. Ilẹ̀ Yorùbá máa dúró. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá wá ní kò ní dúró, àwọn tó ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá láṣẹ tàwọn ọba wọ́n máa mú wọn lọ. Torí pé kò sí any reason tá gbọ́dọ̀ wà nínú Nàìjíríà. Mo kí gbogbo wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. So bí mo ṣe ń sọ lọ, ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ti dúró. Ibi tó kù sí òun náà là ń báṣẹ́ lọ báyìí. Kò dẹ̀ ní sú ẹnì kankan nú wa, kò dẹ̀ ní rẹ̀ wá. Mo ní ọ̀la iṣẹ́ wọ́n ní àwọn ọba máa bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ tí chairman wọn jẹ́ His Royal Majesty Ọba Gbọ́láhàn Simpson. Bàbá wa tí wọ́n jẹ́ the Jagunmolu of Ṣómólú Bariga ti Lagos State. Àwọn wo ló tún máa wà nínú ìpàdé náà tí gbogbo wa ń retí lọ́la ní aago 12? A tún gbọ́ pé bàbá wa is emeritus professor AdeBanji Akintoye. Àwọn náà máa wà nínú ìpàdé ọ̀hún. Àwọn wo ló tún máa wà nínú ìpàdé ọ̀hún náà? Bàbá wa ẹni ọlá, ẹni iyì, ẹni tó ní Yorùbá passport lára, torí kò sẹ́ni tó ní Yorùbá passport, gbogbo wa a ní passport yẹn lọ́wọ́. Ẹnìkan tó ní passport yẹn, òun náà ni bàbá wa Olóyè Ọmọ Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho Òòṣà tí mo fi tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀ dárúkọ. Àwọn náà máa wà nínú ìpàdé yẹn lọ́la ní aago 12. Àwọn òtún ni a tún retí tó máa wà nínú ìpàdé náà, àwọn deputy méjèèjì tí a mọ̀ sí the Deputy National Leader of the Diaspora YSDM, George ti Diaspora, Káyọ̀dé Ẹ̀mọ̀ọ́lá láti United Kingdom, wọ́n máa darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Látara bẹ́ẹ̀ ká tún máa retí the Deputy National Leader Homeland YSDM, Architect George Akínọlá. Àwọn náà máa darapọ̀ mọ́ wa lọ́la. Látara bẹ́ẹ̀ ká tún máa retí the coordinator tí wọ́n gbé ètò yẹn kalẹ̀. Tá bá sọ fún àwọn èèyàn pé iṣẹ́ ń lọ lábẹ́lẹ̀, wọ́n á níṣẹ́ wo ló ń lọ lábẹ́lẹ̀. Àwọn iṣẹ́ kan wà, ó dìgbà tó bá gbé débi tó yẹ kó dé láṣẹ lè máa wá sọ fún yín. But unfortunately, our people are always in a haste. Ẹ fẹ́ mọ gbogbo tó ń lọ ní background. But sometimes, a gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe sùúrù. A gbọ́dọ̀ fi làákàyè sí kí a jẹ́ kó parí iṣẹ́ kó tó gbé wá bá wa. Ẹ ṣé gan ni ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Tony Ages. Ìwọ̀nba tó ní wọ́n ti fi ránṣẹ́ sí wa. Tó bá jẹ́ pé gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí ètò lálẹ́ ilẹ̀ bá tẹ̀ send 5,000 naira, ó níbi tó máa dé. Owó ṣe pàtàkì bí ṣe sọ. Without money, we cannot do much. Gbogbo àwọn ọmọ yín tí wọ́n fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ fún yín, wọ́n ti wà on standby. Tí bá pè wọ́n pé àárọ̀ lápá máa jí lọ síbí, bá wọ́n ń jí lọ síbẹ̀. Akí bàbá wa Reverend Paul Olúwalẹ́yẹ, mo kí wọn dáadáa. Àwa mọ rírì bàbá yìí, amọ̀ṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe lẹ́yìn. tá a bá sọ fún yín pé iṣẹ́ ń lọ lẹ́yìn ẹ má dispute ẹ̀ pé iṣẹ́ ò lọ lẹ́yìn torí pé iṣẹ́ ń lọ lẹ́yìn. Yes, without money this movement is going nowhere. Ẹ máa comment gbogbo ẹ̀ náà ni mo rí bọ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe máa tẹ̀tò yẹn lọ díẹ̀díẹ̀. Mo kí mass b mo kí gbogbo àwọn medias wa tó wà lórí ìjókòó àtàwọn tó ń wò quietly tó comment àtàwọn tí wọ́n wò mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ ọmọ ilẹ̀ Oòduà gbogbo wa pátá. Ẹ má dẹ̀ sọ pé àwọn kan lọ́mọ Odùduwà àwọn kan lọ́mọ Yorùbá. Bàbá sọ lórí Ọmọlúkà program lẹ́ni pé gbogbo wa pátá lọ́mọ Yorùbá kò ń ṣe ìlú Ọ̀yọ́ nìkan. Bàbá wa kò sẹ́ni tó lè sọ̀rọ̀ tí bàbá wa máa tún sọ pé nǹkan báyìí ni bẹ́ẹ̀ lórí ká tún máa wá dispute. Our father has spoken and he has spoken very well. Bàbá ti sọ pé kò sí kankan tó ń jẹ́ pé a kì í ṣe ọmọ Yorùbá ní gbogbo wa láti Èkìtì dé Oǹdó dé Kwara dé Kogi. Bàbá sọ lórí ètò Ọmọlúkà ìyẹn lẹ́ni náà ni this man is working round the clock. Àfi kí ọba Elédùmarè kó bá wa yìn bàbá kó bá wa dúpẹ́ fún. Kò sí nǹkan tá lè ṣe fún bàbá ìjú pé ká sọ fún Ọlọ́run pé kí bàbá ní kó bá wa ná àsíá ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tá à ń fẹ́ yìí. Ó dẹ̀ máa fẹ́ ni lẹ́lẹ́lẹ́lẹ́ ló máa fẹ́ kò dẹ̀ sẹ́ni kankan peacefully la máa gbà láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Nígbà táwọn bá wá bá ti dìde kí ló tún kù àwọn bá ní ó ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá àṣẹ tó bá dẹ̀ pa làwa máa tẹ̀lé lẹ́yìn. Kò sí ìbẹ̀rù kò sójó no retreat no surrender. Enough is enough. Kí ló dé kí la ṣe a náà ṣe Nàìjíríà mọ́ and there's no reason for us to be forced into Nigeria. And as we continue to ask that our right to self-determination will be respected by the government, the international community, the African Union. Gbogbo yín ni mò ń kí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń kí mi lórí Instagram. So ní ọ̀la yìí nígbà tó bá parí ìpàdé yìí bàbá tó wá náà máa padà wá tó wá bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ kan sọ̀rọ̀ tá a ti ń retí ni. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ní sùúrù kí bàbá wa sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ fún wa lọ́la. But èyí tí bàbá sọ lálẹ́ yìí ẹ jẹ́ kémi àti yín ká tún gbọ́ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí torí ẹlòmíì ó ṣẹ̀ ń darapọ̀ mọ́ program yẹn ni bóyá kò gbọ́ nígbà tí bàbá sọ̀rọ̀ so ẹ jẹ́ kí n lọ gbé ohun bàbá wa padà. Mo fẹ́ ká tún jọ gbọ́ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Bàbá wa emeritus professor, the leader of the Yoruba movement. Mo kí gbogbo ilẹ̀ kan sí lórúkọ Jésù Kristi ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ti dúró. Inshallah ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ti dúró. Ọlá gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá tó lọ sí Mecca tó lọ ṣe ìtàn pè ní lára ntí Ọlọ́run ní kí Mùsùlùmí ṣe. The indigenous people will exit because Britain ò gbàyè lọ́wọ́ wa àwọn bá dẹ̀ ní right láti gbára wọn padà kúrò lọ́wọ́ Britain pé no àwọn ọmọ wọn náà wọ́n ṣe Nàìjíríà mọ́ and we have had it and enough is enough and we are heading home. Where is the home? Ilẹ̀ wa tàwa náà ni. We going nowhere apart from pé orí ilẹ̀ tàwa yẹn náà ni and our right will be respected. Àfẹ́ ìjà bó tó bá gbé ìjà wá à defend ara wa pẹ̀lú gbogbo tá bá ní. We have the right to defend ourselves. It's our land, and nobody can threaten us on our indigenous land. Kò sẹ́ni kankan tó gbọ́dọ̀ threaten wa. If anybody threatens me, kò jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. So mo fẹ́ ká lọ gbọ́n tí bàbá sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Mo kí world media fún iṣẹ́ takuntakun tó ń ṣe látòrí chairman wa Lamid Yagboyaju lọ sọ́dọ̀ the deputy tí a mọ̀ sí Àṣàkẹ́ TV show. Bàbá fẹ́ bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ bàbá ti sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn a fẹ́ tún gbọ́ ní kíákíá torí pé tí bàbá sọ ó ṣe pàtàkì ó ṣe kókó bọ̀ kí tó lọ gbé ọ̀rọ̀ tí bàbá sọ wá mo ní mo fẹ́ gbé yín padà lọ sí kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ní London. There were few things that played out in London some few years back. Ìyẹn ní last year rather, not few years anyway. So I want us to quickly look into that before ká tó máa tẹ̀síwájú. Mo fẹ́ ká lọ wo. This was part of how the London rally started. After that, àwa mú tí bàbá sọ wá The rally was not just a rally, it was also a special birthday to Akoni Omo Yoruba. The British can't dictate the stake of the Yoruba race. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, ẹ má bínú mo fẹ́ máa pin ọ̀rọ̀ yín gbogbo ẹ̀ ní mo rí. Mo fẹ́ káwọn èèyàn kọ́kọ́ rí account number torí owó ṣe pàtàkì. Account yẹn ló wà lórí screen. Ẹ bá wa fi owó síbẹ̀ torí pé a máa fowó ṣe mobilization fún àwọn staff wa. Mo fẹ́ kájọ wo eléyìí tí mo fi síwájú nísìn. When Igboho came to London in October, we had a dinner for him. Tapeni dinner for Igboho. Nígbà tó dẹ̀ díjọ́ Saturday, gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá pátá tó ń bẹ ní UK wọ́n jáde. It has never been done before. Mo kí gbogbo ẹgbẹ́, mo kí Igboho committee tó ṣiṣẹ́ round the clock. Mo wá lọ bẹ́ẹ̀, mo kí àwọn ti Belfast, mo kí àwọn ti Manchester, mo lè kí àwọn ti Wales. City mẹ́rin ni Igboho lọ. Ó wá sí London, ó lọ sí Manchester, ó lọ sí Belfast, ó dẹ̀ lọ sí Wales. And that has never been done before. Akọni ọkùnrin ni ká dúpẹ́ fún. A celebrated. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni owó ni kẹ̀kẹ́ ìyìn rere. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Màmá kà àwọn kọ́mẹ̀ntì yẹn bí bá ṣe ń rí. Ẹ fún wa ní náírà, ó wà important. Ẹ fún wa ní pounds ká fi ṣe mobilization. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ after the October? Igboho wá sọ àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ kọ̀ọ̀kan fún wa níjọ́ náà lọ́hùn. A máa play àwọn fídíò yẹn fún yín láìpẹ́ yìí. But mo kọ́kọ́ lọ mú leaflet yẹn wá torí ẹlòmíì ti gbàgbé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan ní UK. Kí ni ìgbésẹ̀ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní UK? In tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé Igboho wá deliver letter on behalf of Professor AdeBanji Akintoye fún British government. Títí di bá ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí, èèyàn kan ò lè sọ pé òun mọ tó wà ní lẹ́tà yẹn. Letter to UK government. Letter to UK government by Yoruba nation. Letter yẹn dẹ́rù bà government. But government rò pé eré là ń ṣe ni. A sọ fún ìjọba Nàìjíríà pé ọ̀rọ̀ eré kọ́ leléyìí. Ó ti di dandan pé ká lọ deliver letter. Wọ́n ní wọ́n endorse Sunday Igboho's letter. Ta ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ fún yín? Ẹ jẹ́ kó máa tàn yín. Ẹ ṣé gan ni, mo rí àwọn àlá tó ń wọlé, ẹ jẹ́ kó túbọ̀ máa wọlé 1,000, 5,000, tá bá gba 1 million, 2 million kó pọ̀ jù. Iṣẹ́ tó wà níwájú wa ó tó bẹ́ẹ̀ jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Ẹ má dá wọn lóhùn, wọ́n ní UK didn't endorse Sunday Igboho's petition. Tó ò bá endorse àwọn balẹ̀ Yorùbá máa endorse kábíyèsí Elédùmarè. Nǹkan bọ̀, ó kù díẹ̀ ni. Wọ́n ní ẹni tó ń gbéyàwó bọ̀ wá bá òun gan-an òun lọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀. British High Commission ní Igboho petition to Downing Street is of little significance. Ó dá ìyẹn ní UK lórí ilẹ̀ wa ń kọ́ èyí tó ṣe fún wa fún 110 years will end. UK ni mo bá sọ̀rọ̀. Èyí tẹ́ ṣe lórí ilẹ̀ wa tó after 110 years. Àwọn ọba àtàwọn tó jẹ́ ọmọ wọn lẹ́yìn wọn náà ṣe Nàìjíríà mọ́. Àsìkò tó ilé tó lọ we going on. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá dẹ̀ fi dá dúró lọ́nà àwọn tó nílẹ̀ Yorùbá wá mú yín lọ. Ẹ lọ dúró dè wá lọ́hùn. Tí Britain bá sọ pé lẹ́tà yẹn wà significant, no problem. Bó wà significant, ilẹ̀ wa láti máa jẹ́ kó wà significant fún wọn. Bẹ́ẹ̀ dẹ̀ ló ṣe máa rí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ẹ ṣé gan ni bàbá mi Tokyo 778 wọ́n náà ti bá mi ṣu kékeré sínú account. Kò sówó tó kéré torí pé gbogbo náà la mọ condition tó wà nílé nísìn. A lè gbọ́dọ̀ mọ àwọn ọmọ wa torí pé preparation it seems is going very fast. Based on tí mo gbọ́ lẹ́nu bàbá lálẹ́, a máa tún gbọ́ àwájọ ṣe analysis ẹ̀. Ẹ ṣì máa pè wọlé ìbọn jẹ́ kí n ṣàlàyé tó pọ̀ sí. You have right to secession. Igboho reply federal government. Mo fẹ́ lọ gbé screen yẹn wá fún yín ká kọ́kọ́ máa wò ó. Mo kí olóyè Igboho ọmọdé yẹmọ. Kò sẹ́nì kankan tó gbọ́dọ̀ threaten wa. Ilẹ̀ wa la fẹ́ gbà, kò ń ṣe ilẹ̀ Ìgbò, kò ń ṣe ilẹ̀ Haúsá, àwa la ní ilẹ̀ wa, àṣeyọrí dẹ̀ ní gbogbo àjọ máa ṣe. Ẹ bá mi gbọ́ wọlé share button pa àwọn èèyàn wọlé. Eléyìí ò ń ṣe pé à ń bá gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì jà. Gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì kan ló ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Wọ́n join Nàìjíríà mọ́ wa ní. Nàìjíríà kẹ̀rí aláwọ̀ ṣe mọ́, enough is enough. In tó bá máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ní kó ṣẹlẹ̀. Kò sí tó ń bọ̀ lókè tílẹ̀ yóò gbà. Nàìjíríà kan ló máa jẹ́ country tó máa pín gbẹ̀yìn. Nàìjíríà jẹ́ ẹyọ kan tó fẹ́ pín náà ni. Many nations ló ń bẹ nínú Nàìjíríà. Enough is enough. Bí a kì í kọ́kọ́ prove ẹ̀ fún yín náà pé many nations ló ń bẹ nínú Nàìjíríà. Many nations ló ń bẹ nínú Nàìjíríà. gbogbo wọn ló mọ̀ ẹ ṣé gan ni 3,000 2,000 ẹ máa fi síbẹ̀ kò sówó tó kéré gbogbo yín pátápátá la dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ bí a kà kọ́kọ́ gbọ́n tí Jonathan sọ ìwọ tó ń bẹ̀rù ṣáti lọ sọ fún ọba ṣáti sọ fún jòyè in táwọn ọba máa sọ ẹ jẹ́ kí ó dọ̀la náà ká gbọ́n tó fi sọ èmi náà wọ́n tó máa sọ lọ́la bọ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ gbọ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́n tí Jonathan sọ ká tó máa tẹ̀síwájú mo kí gbogbo yín o ẹ bá ń gbọ́ lé share button.
About the unity of Nigeria. And I reflect back at some of the prominent statements made by some of our founding leaders. And I feel that probably this will help us to have a conversation on the Nigerian unity. I just brought four, not to bore you. First, and I quote, not my statement, Nigeria is not a nation. It's a mere geographical expression. There are no Nigerians in the same sense as there are English, Welsh, or French. The word Nigerian is merely a distinctive appellation to distinguish those who live within the boundaries of Nigeria from those who do not. This is accredited to Chief Obafemi Awolowo, the former Prime Minister of the Western region. The second one, and I quote, it is true that we politicians always delight in talking loosely about the unity of Nigeria. 60 years ago, there was no country called Nigeria. What is now Nigeria consisted of several large and small communities, all of which were different in their outlooks and beliefs. The advent of the British and that of Western education has not materially altered the situation, and the many and varied communities have not knit themselves into a composite unit. This is accredited to Sir Amadu Bello, former Premier of Northern Region. The third, and I quote, since 1914, the British government has been trying to make Nigeria into one country.
And this is why we will unbundle it. Since 1914, the British have been trying to make Nigeria into a one country, and it will be unbundled. Britain colony lewa. The land does not belong to Britain. The land belongs to the indigenous people. It will have to be unbundled peacefully. This is where the challenge between us and the federal government. That is not British land. It is not Nigerian land. It belongs to the indigenous people. And àwọn bá ti sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́la tán, then bàbá náà máa bá wa sọ̀rọ̀. Kí gbogbo tó lọ máa gbáradì. Professor Akintoye will be speaking to us again tomorrow. We will be communicating the time. Although kì í ṣe time tó máa ní ò sí available, because bàbá ti sọ tẹ́lẹ̀ pé gbogbo kíní máa dé bí olè lóru ni. Olúkálùkù lọ múra sílẹ̀. But bàbá ní white la máa wọ̀. Gbogbo tó bá fẹ́ wọ̀ white ni. Enough is enough. The end of Nigeria would happen in our lifetime. It will have to be dissolved. No negotiation. Kò sí negotiation kankan. Kò sí pé go and wait for 3 years. No, we are not going to wait for 2 years. We are not waiting for 1 year. We would go ahead as instructed by Baba Akintoye. Jonathan said it and quoted that it is only the British intention to keep Nigeria together, and Nigeria is not going to keep itself together anymore because the indigenous people have spoken. And we will go ahead and do exactly whatever is needed so that kí a lè gba ilẹ̀ yẹn padà kúrò lọ́wọ́ Britain to join in 1914 fraudulent amalgamation. That amalgamation must be destroyed away from Yoruba land. We are tired of this amalgamation. The British joining us together in this fraudulent amalgamation. Support Mori. The British amalgamation in 1914 must now come to an end peacefully. Please share this program. Afẹ́jẹ́ program yìí wọ 1,000 lálẹ́. Enough is enough. Everybody knows the truth, and only the truth will save that union called Nigeria now. If nobody is interested in the dissolution of Nigeria, then you are expecting Nigeria to go into another civil war that must be avoided at all costs. We cannot live with the Igbos as a country. We cannot live with the Hausa as a country. We cannot live with any other indigenous tribe, whatever you want to call them, ethnic groups. We can live together if they can come and live in our country under our own government, like many of us have lived outside Nigeria, even in the smallest African country, and you respect their government. Enough is enough. The end of Nigeria must happen, and it's going to happen not 10 years ago, not 20 years from now. It must happen as swiftly as possible so that we can start building a union that works for Yoruba people as a country. Nigeria did not work for us for 110 years. It is not a country, and it is time that the dissolution of Nigeria must happen very, very fast. Gbogbo diaspora, this is the time to rise up. Gbogbo èèyàn ọmọ Yorùbá pátápátá, àsìkò tó yẹ kí spirit yín dìde lélẹ̀ láti support Baba Akintoye, kíṣẹ́ ilé ṣe é ṣe fún wọn. This is the time to support this man, the leader of the Yoruba nation, Professor AdeBanji Akintoye. Everybody, this is a clarion call. Everybody must rise up. We are not asking for fight. We must rise up to defend Baba Akintoye for taking us out of Nigeria. I gotta defend the Baba. At 90 years old, we might not have somebody else that will do it again. Look, God did it. Baba Akintoye will unbundle it with the help of every one of us, including our kings and Baba Igboho and every one of us. We are getting to the final stage, and it's not going to come easy, but we must prepare our mind, our body, our soul, and every goddamn thing that we have. Jonathan said it. Let's take it back again to what Jonathan said.
Are historically different in their backgrounds, in their religious beliefs and customs, and do not show themselves any sign of willingness to unite.
If we are not showing any sign of willingness to unite, then we need to dissolve Nigeria. Enough is enough, Benny. We have never shown any sign of any form of unity within ourselves for 110 years. It has been one disaster. Igbo will abuse Yoruba, that you created the problem. Yoruba will abuse Igbo, you destroy regional. Okay, let everybody go their separate ways. That's enough. So that we will not have the situation where nobody's pointing finger. That is exactly what British want, so that we can continue to point finger among ourselves. Asikoyeto, and you must not be the obstacle to try to stop it. If you try, it's an elephant that will crush you. 60 million Yoruba people are speaking now, and they are saying enough is enough. Enough is enough is the hashtag Yoruba Nation going forward. If we have enough, we can also support some other little that we can support. But for now, we need to support the 25 staff that are ready to work for you. We have been working, we have been training. I am currently on the ground with them as well, and we are ready to go. Any day Baba announced, we will be heading out in full force and broadcasting and showing you everything that we need to show you. Jonathan says, and I quote, "Why should we save Nigeria when the unity is not there?" Maybe you think it's Jonathan.
The Nigerian unity is only a British intention for the country.
The Nigerian unity is only a British intention, and we are now telling the UK government, if they think that our letter that we sent to them is just a mere joke, let's remind the British government that they do not own us anymore. They can say that our letter to them in October means nothing. These are some of the headlines. Let me tell you some of the headlines. After Igboho traveled to London, they were telling us that those are not something that we can use. Eshegoni, no matter how small, if we support you, we are going to work for you and we will serve you. I am in Africa to support all my staff. And we will not stop working until our result comes. Let's remove Jonathan so that we can quickly give you some other screen. We're enjoying our StreamYard. It's a very beautiful platform. At some point, I will share the link. You can come in, but for now, let me deliver the message as much as I can. Let's bring some of the screen. How many of you remember all this headline after we went to London? These are some of the images from Igboho coming to London last year. How many of you remember? I have many videos I'll be reminding you. How many of you remember this particular image? Igboho traveling to London. But many people, okay, for a few minutes, can say, Yoruba Nation, no going back. Sunday Igboho petitioned the UK Prime Minister and urged support for Yoruba Nation. How many of you remember? 13th of October. The letter was delivered at exactly 2 p.m. local time in London, 1400 hours to number 10 Downing Street. In support of that letter was the leader of the Yoruba mega rally, the leader, Prophet Ologunoluwa, Elijah Adeyeye, Gbedu, Kentos, and Fatai Ogunribido, and to me there as well, Olayomi Koiki. We all took the letter on behalf of Baba Akintoye and deliver it. But after that letter, many people came out and say, oh, Igboho did not go inside. It was just a letter outside. Okay, Igboho doesn't have to go inside, but on our land, Igboho have the right to mandate everybody to say enough is enough. Yoruba people, we are going forward, and under the leadership of Baba Akintoye, we want our country. That is exactly what is going to happen. But that letter is a significant one. That letter has a big impact because the federal government reacted quickly. Because government to Mokwe, àwa lọmọ Yorùbá, tá máa fi ọgbọ́n, tá máa fi jáde kúrò ní Nigeria. And that's exactly what we're going to do. If you have just joined us and you're asking, ṣé bàbá ti ṣe announcement, ẹ máa ṣe sùúrù, kẹ́ tún gbọ́ fídíò yẹn padà. Ẹ bá dẹ̀ fẹ́ kánjú, ẹ lọ sórí World Media, ẹ lọ rí fídíò yẹn bẹ́ẹ̀, àbí kẹ́ lọ sórí àwọn platforms wa, 30 stream kékeré, ẹ bá níbẹ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ ká focus ní nǹkan tá a ṣe sọ níbí báyìí. So what you are looking right now is one out of the many articles that came out then. I'm sure many of you remember these images. Images that was coming from London. It has never been done in the history of United Kingdom that they can shut down a whole high street for Igboho and those that followed him as at the time. Now, the British government came out quickly and said, look, don't intimidate British envoy of, sorry. When that happened quickly, there was a lot of misinformation. UK, go accept the letter, blah, blah, blah. All manners of things started flying around on the social media. But nobody can tell us, Kini Baba Kosinu letter. Because Baba ni kan ló mọ tó kọ sínú lẹ́tà. Baba ni kan ló mọ tó ń kọ sínú lẹ́tà. And that letter is the one that has given the government concern that eventually the government started calling the British High Commissioner in Nigeria and asking questions. Now, let's do any support. I can see the credit coming through. UK government distance itself from Yoruba Nation petition. Okay, no problem. Distance yourself, but on our land, you would have to distance yourself from us because you have used the 1914 amalgamation to hold people that doesn't want to be together for 110 years. If Britain has held us together for 110 years, we don't need Britain to come and untangle it rather, we would have to untangle it ourselves under the instruction of Baba Akintoye. So look at some of the headlines. Sunday Igboho submit petition to the UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer for Yoruba Nation. Quickly, the next day, some of the headlines also came back and said, why we didn't endorse Sunday Igboho. Nobody, not even the British High Commissioner, can ever come out and say that the letter was not endorsed. He has no right to come and say that because he's not the Prime Minister. He's just a civil servant that represents the British government in Nigeria. And Nigeria is a fraudulent country because there was nothing called Nigeria. The British High Commissioner knows that more than myself. That the UK merged Nigeria together for selfish interest, not for our own interest. So when the British High Commissioner in Nigeria is talking nonsense, he probably doesn't know what he's talking about. But he knows very well that the country was merged together for one purpose, and that purpose has failed every one of us. And this is the purpose that it was merged together. Why Lord Lugard joined northern and southern Nigeria in 1914 fraudulent amalgamation. That is why we are saying that this amalgamation needs to be dissolved as quickly as possible without the bloodshed. But if anybody is thinking that we will back down, let Baba Akintoye give us what we are asking for, as then you will understand that we are moving forward. But tomorrow, there will be a special conference of the Yoruba Nation Concerned Obas under Odua Coalition of Traditional Rulers Conference against insecurity in Yoruba land, and there will be other announcements after that by Professor Akintoye. So if you go back to this, again, let's take you back to this. The British government were a little bit worried because what next? They were running helter and skelter, telling the Nigerian government everything is fine. Oh, we did not endorse Igboho and Baba Akintoye's letter. Okay, you don't have to endorse it, but we have delivered the letter. The content of the letter is well read by the British Prime Minister, Keir Starmer, and King Charles. King Charles is the one in charge of the United Kingdom. So Baba Akintoye has sent a message on behalf of 60 million Yoruba people to King Charles. Whether King Charles has now communicated with our kings on the ground, then we would have to wait. Let our kings come and tell us that I won't endorse Yoruba Nation, and let them come out. Kí gbogbo ọba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá jáde kó sọ pé àwọn ò fẹ́ Yorùbá Nation. Nígbà tí Baba Akintoye bá ti rí ká jáde, kí àwọn ọba jáde kó ní àwọn ò fẹ́ Yorùbá Nation o, a fẹ́ Odùduwà Republic o, Nàìjíríà la fẹ́. Àwa pàtàn fún àwọn ọba yẹn bí àwọn ọ̀ràn tí ìtàn bí Nàìjíríà ṣe exist. Bí àwọn gbàgbé, we would have to remind them. Any king in any part of Yoruba land that comes out against the right of the indigenous people, á jẹ́ pé ọba yẹn kò ní right láti jẹ́ ọba torí pé kò mọ tó jọba lé lórí. Á jẹ́ pé kábíyèsí yẹn ò mọ tó jọba lé lórí, because wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ mọ tó jọba lé lórí náà. Because in tó jọba lé lórí, òun náà ni pé kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá o tó fẹ́ Yorùbá Nation o kó fún wọn láyè o kó jẹ́ kó ṣe kíni. I'm not sure what has gone on there. Okay, my comment is back. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ darapọ̀ mọ́ wa, ẹ bá mi máa share program yìí. Very, very important. Ẹ bá mi ju account number yìí síta again kí n pin ẹ̀. Yoruba Nation, no retreat, no surrender. Mo fẹ́ fi Jonathan sílẹ̀ because Jonathan kọ́kọ́ ló sọ fún wa pé Nigeria was put together for a fraudulent purpose. But I want us to quickly read the letter. I mean, how the story and the article came out last year, October. And this is how it came out. They're working around the clock because it is important that none of them is sleeping tonight. Torí pé in tó ń bọ̀ a gbọ́dọ̀ máa gbáradì fún ní kíákíá. Mo kí gbogbo èèyàn wa. Mo fẹ́ ká padà sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́tà tí bàbá wa ọmọ Adéyẹmọ tí wọ́n lọ deliver on behalf of millions of Yoruba people to the UK government. Mumbo, I think my screen is not changing. For me, a few seconds. Let's stop it and let's add it again. Iṣẹ́ wa fúnlẹ̀ wa, forílẹ̀ ibi wa, kàgbéga, kàgbéga, kàgbéga fàlérí. Mo ní agbọ́dọ̀ ọ̀nà bàbá yìí lọ́wọ́. Yoruba on the march again. One people, one language, one culture. Bá ṣe ń bẹ tẹ́lẹ̀ nìyẹn for more than 14,000 years until Lugard decided to change everything. Lugard was not born. Wọ́n ti bí bàbá Lugard, wọ́n ti bí bàbá bàbá bẹ́ẹ̀ tílẹ̀ Yorùbá ti exist. So tó bá wá jáde, tá bá jáde fúnra lì, kí ọba kan sọ nínú state ẹ̀ pé òun fẹ́ Nàìjíríà, àwa sọ fún wọn pé ṣé wọ́n ọmọ tó ń pè nílẹ̀ Yorùbá tẹ́lẹ̀ ni tó fi fẹ́ Nàìjíríà? Kí ni àjọṣepọ̀ àwọn àti Nàìjíríà? Please share the program. We are not even up to 500. I don't know why. I will be speaking in English and I'll be speaking in Yoruba because we have many audience, especially those that do not understand the meaning of Nigeria. Nigeria is a fraudulent country that British created, and the indigenous people are now saying they've had enough. Elizabeth was the monarch of Nigeria in 1960-1963. Which Oba forgot this imposition? Eshegoni, Tebani stream about me just in the comment section. Let me pin that quickly. The late Elizabeth was the monarch of Nigeria from 1960 to 1963. Let me bring you another video from another angle, because so that many people are thinking, oh, maybe everybody wants to go, and we don't care how everybody will go. But what I'm just saying is that there's evidence that there are some people that wants to go, and that evidence is here by Dr. Ugo.
The country that the British Empire had imposed on us, which was this country of Nigeria, where they kind of took a bunch of independent nations who don't have anything to do with each other, don't even speak each other's language, don't relate. Many of them were even enemies and warring at the time.
They don't even speak the same language. We are still enemies. We are enemies, we can never unite. Ango Abdullahi said, and I quote, that the unity of Nigeria can never be found until everybody goes their separate ways. So if you are still a Nigerian and you are thinking that what we are saying is rubbish, well, you can tell because there's no unity. We don't have any problem with the Igbos, but we can't unite with them. We can't unite with Hausa people, not even the Fulanis that have decided that they will kill, maim, and take our land. And we cannot sit back and let them come and take our land, because that is the agenda of Usman Dan Fodio. And that agenda must be stopped as quickly as possible. Please share this program. This is not a program that you do not have to share. Let your friends, your enemy knows that the reason why Nigeria needs to break up is because we are not one and we can never be one. Let's go back to Dr. Ugo.
Smushed them all together and drew these arbitrary lines around them and called them countries and named those countries.
Right.
And then said, now y'all get along and do a country for us and be a...
And we can never get along. And we have never been getting along for the last 110 years. Apart from the criminal politicians from the Yoruba, the Middle Belt, the Hausa, the Igbo, the Fulanis that are deceiving millions of Nigerians that we are one. We can never be one. We can have a British passport. You can have a Biafra passport, an Hausa passport, a Yoruba passport, and a Job passport. There's nothing wrong in that. There are many countries that are not as big as Yoruba people. 60 million Yoruba people are saying that they've had enough, and enough is enough. We are moving out of Nigeria. Not even Britain can stop it, not even the United Nations. And our right to self-determination must be respected. And if anybody tries to disrespect it, we will ask them, have you ever disrespect when the British citizens said that they wanted to exit the European Union in 2016? And they were given the right to referendum. And maybe I should remind some of you that are Yorubas that wants to come and discredit Baba Akintoye. It's not about Dr. Ugo saying it. Baba Akintoye knows the history back and forth of the Yoruba people, and he has done it by producing the most fantastic book that you can ever think of, The Yoruba People. We would exit Nigeria peacefully. There will be borders. Our borders will be protected. A new border will be created. We will allow those that we want to be allowed to come in, just like not every one of you have the right to go to UK because you would have to apply for visa. Not everybody has the right to go to South Africa. Even as Africans, try as Nigeria to say you want to go to South Africa, you will not even be given a visa. So don't come and tell us that, oh, why do you want to break away from Nigeria? So that we can create a border that protects our life from the insecurity of what Britain created for the last 110 years. And if you don't know this, this is what Baba Akintoye wrote. The Yoruba people, Baba Akintoye knows that we have never been one and we can never be one. And in the interest of peace, rather than interest of war, we now need to go. Yes, you are right, Mr. Adewale. The fraudulent 1914 amalgamation expired in 2014. As the clause put it in place, the amalgamation that after 100 years, we can go our separate ways. Please share this program and invite everyone, including your enemies. My name is Olami Koiki, and the platform is Yoruba Self-Determination. Let's go back to Dr. Ugo quickly.
You know, contentious, bloody independence processes that never really yield any real independence. You're still part of a...
We didn't build any independence. We've been told lies by Britain that we are Commonwealth citizens. That is one of the biggest fraud of mankind. Nobody's a Commonwealth citizen because you can't have access to go to the UK. You need to apply for visa where you will pay 40,000 or 50,000 for visa, and that visa will not be guaranteed and no refund is given. We can have a Yoruba economy and we can decide to have cordial relationship with UK and we don't need a visa. Just like many British citizens travel around the world with a good passport. Nigeria is not a country. It has never been a country before the 1914 fraudulent amalgamation. And the end of Nigeria is what we are going to tell you as we continue to propagate the evangelism. This is not about 2027. We told you that. 2027 is not on the table. Share this program. Invite all the politicians to come and listen that the end of Nigeria has to happen.
Commonwealth afterwards.
True.
And you have the eternal meddling in your affairs and the eternal extraction of your resources.
The resources that have been taken out of Yoruba land has been more than enough to have looked after every 60 million Yoruba people. Ó jẹ́ kí gbogbo Yoruba kò jẹ́ ká má jìyà. Kò jẹ́ kí ìyà jẹ ọmọ Yorùbá kankan. Ìdí tí a ṣe ń jẹ yín òun ni pé Britain created a fraudulent country called Nigeria. And that country is going into dustbin. And the indigenous people will take back their land. Let's watch some of these videos. All right. Give me a few minutes because it seems that some of those videos must have crashed. I'll bring them back in. These are some images from London during the rally. But before we go back into that, there was a special announcement that came tonight, a very special one from Professor Akintoye. And some of you that have been asking, hey, which kind of rally be this? Listen, you follow the national leader as instructed. Baba ṣì máa bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́la further. But Baba ti bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ lálẹ́. Now that we have some numbers, some of you that have missed what Baba said, let me replay that quickly so that you can understand what Professor Akintoye told us tonight, some few hours ago. So let's go back and watch what Baba said so that we can... Okay, 1 minute, bear with me. It's quite a lot on the screen already. So let's see how quickly we can bring that back in. Moki Buguale Nkonsi, Anishe Lason. We're moving forward and we are not moving backwards. And we are still on the right track. And nothing stops us from moving forward, which is exactly what we are doing right now. Okay, I have it ready. And if you're ready with me, I want you now to sit back and let us watch how Baba spoke to us during that presentation tonight by telling every one of us to prepare for some announcement that he will be doing tomorrow as we wait patiently for such announcement. My name is Olami Koiki. This is Koiki Media, bringing the word closer to your doorstep. It is the 10th June 2025. It's coming up to just exactly 2200 hours, but right now it's still 21:49, which is just 9:49 p.m. local time from our studio as we continue to prepare 60 million Yoruba people to come out and demand their right to self-determination, to come out and end the Lugard and agenda. Ẹni tó bá ti jáde nígbà tó bá ní kẹ́ jáde, á jẹ́ pé ẹ fẹ́ràn Lugard ju ìran yín lọ. Anybody tó bá jáde nígbà tí ó bá ní ká jáde, á jẹ́ pé ẹni yẹn fẹ́ràn Lugard ju ilẹ̀ Yorùbá lọ nìyẹn. Lugard ló join it together. Bàbá Akintoye ló fẹ́ tú kalẹ̀ pẹ̀lú àṣẹ Ọlọ́run ni, àṣẹ Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ ni, àṣẹ Ọlọ́run ni, bàbá dẹ̀ ló máa tú lágbára àwọn tó láyé tó lọ́run. Inshallah, in Jesus' name. Let's watch how Baba spoke to us. My name is Olami Koiki. Don't go anywhere yet because the broadcast is going into a new dimension as we will be bringing some of you in by sending some link out, and you can join us or you can call in. Let's go straight into it. If you have never supported the media before, this is the time to support Koiki Media.
Ladies and gentlemen, national.
Okay, I'm just going to forward it because I want us to go straight into it so that Kamatu Magbo will just go straight to when Baba is about to start, and this exactly is it.
Mi ò mọ orúkọ tí wọ́n fi wọ.
Yorùbá lásìkò lọ́jọ́ èyí níjọ́ kẹwàá oṣù karùn-ún 2025 mo kí yín pẹ̀lú ìrẹ̀lẹ̀ níwájú Olódùmarè tó dá wa àti ọpẹ́ níwájú wọn pé àwọn ló dá àwa Yorùbá tá a fi yàtọ̀ bá ṣe yàtọ̀ láàárín ọmọ ènìyàn. Ọlọ́run fún wa nílẹ̀ lóde òní tó lè ṣe àwa fúnra wa láwọn ènìyàn tó mọ nǹkan ṣe lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀, tó ní làákàyè, tó sì ní intellect. A dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run lẹ́ni tí mò ń pè yín. It's a great day. It's a great day, and we must start by humbling ourselves before our God. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run, mo dẹ̀ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo wàhálà tẹ́ ti ń ṣe láti bí ọdún bíi 5-6 nípa ìlọsíwájú Yorùbá, nípa ìràpadà Yorùbá. Àwọn àṣìṣe kan nígbà tí àwọn òyìnbó dé, àjẹ́ kan ṣe wá bó ṣe wù wọ́n, kan gbé wá síbi tó wù wọ́n. Ṣùgbọ́n Ọlọ́run Olódùmarè ti promise àwa pé kò síjọ́ ká máa lọlẹ̀, a ní lọlẹ̀, a lè fẹ́ dìde padà síbi tí a belong to. Ìdí ẹ̀yìn ká fi kóra jọ lẹ́yìn. Iṣẹ́ rúbítìn tá a máa ń ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀ lélẹ̀. Announcement mo dẹ̀ fẹ́ make ni pé first of all, lọ́la àwọn ọba wa fẹ́ ṣèpàdé. Wọ́n fẹ́ àwọn ọba wa tó fẹ́ràn ọmọ Yorùbá, tó fẹ́ràn àwọn èèyàn wọn. Wọ́n fẹ́ ṣèpàdé. Àwọn ọba wa lọ́lọ́run gbé síwájú láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ayé wa pé ká máa ṣe olórí wa, ká máa lànà fún wa, ká máa tọ́ wa sọ́nà. Gbogbo nǹkan yí padà. Àwọn ọba wa ó dàbí pé wọ́n jẹ́ kán lẹ́nu mọ́, ṣùgbọ́n lágbára Olódùmarè nípa ìfẹ́ olùgbàlà Ọlọ́run wa, nípa ìfẹ́ Olódùmarè, àwọn ọba wa rẹ́dì láti wá sọ̀rọ̀ síta díẹ̀ báyìí. Wọ́n lè sọ̀rọ̀ láti gbọ́ ẹnìkan, wọ́n fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀. Wọ́n fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ bí ọba ṣe máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ náà ni. Ọba máa ń lead ni, ọba máa ń gbàdúrà fáwọn èèyàn ni. Nítorí náà lọ́la wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe ìpàdé. Ẹ má sọ pé àwa tá à ń pè ṣe self determination la kó àwọn ọba ọjọ́ rárá. Àwọn ọba wa fúnra wọn náà fẹ́ ṣètò ara wọn a sì dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run fún ìyẹn tó bá ní nǹkan mìíràn tá a fẹ́ ṣe àjẹ́ kó a bọ̀wọ̀ fún wọn kán ṣèpàdé wọn tán lọ́la tó bá di lálẹ́ ọ̀la àwa make another announcement bó ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn.
Let me quickly recap some of what Baba is saying there. Bàbá ní àwọn bá máa ṣèpàdé kan lọ́la ní aago 12 àti sọ̀rọ̀ ìpàdé náà tó jẹ́ fún yín. Bọ̀ bàbá wa ní tó bá di alẹ́ ọ̀la o, àwọn tó ń padà bọ̀ wá bá gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá sọ̀rọ̀ ká tó máa retí àwọn lọ́la kọ́nà kó ṣọ́ gbogbo àdọ̀la lágbára Ọlọ́run. Bàbá sọ̀rọ̀ yìí ní almost 2 hours ago precisely now, or probably yes, because aago 10 ti fẹ́ lù bí aago 8 about 7:30 to 8 ni bàbá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí sọ̀rọ̀. Adúpẹ́ fún bàbá wa Alànà, the emeritus professor, the leader that has now decided that 60 million Yoruba people ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ rí ògo yín lò. Britain ò fẹ́ jẹ́ ká rí ògo lò. Britain kò fẹ́ jẹ́ kí ẹ rí ògo lò. The United Kingdom does not want you to be a successful Yoruba sons and daughters. That is what Baba is challenging. And there will be many obstacles, and we have seen those obstacles for the last 5 years. And that is why when you look at some of what they have said against Igboho and Baba Akintoye in the last 5 years, you will understand why Britain is telling you. If you remember that David Lammy, how many of you remember that David Lammy came to Nigeria and said, Nigeria will be the 5th largest economy by 2075. Do you think that Baba Akintoye will still be alive in 50 years? Many of you will not be alive. Maybe I will be alive, I don't know, because I will be 97 years old as at that time, based on my age today. Shofedro de 50 years, Kotori Ogolu. United Kingdom knows that they're telling Nigerian lie that Nigeria will be the 5th largest economy. That is bullshit. Nigeria can never even be anything less than a breakup. So anybody, Eshegoni, Babawa Banki, that have supported us with 50,000 naira, we appreciate everyone that have contributed so far. Muki Babawa Tajuddin Ibrahim, this is the time to rise up. This is the time to tell the British Foreign Secretary David Lammy to stay away from the Yoruba land, because the Yoruba people have spoken that I want of area Yegwe, just like 60 million British citizens are also enjoying their life. And when you break it down, United Kingdom is not even up to 60 million. When you start breaking England, Wales, Scotland, and the rest. No unity from the amalgamation of a different region without similar culture, languages. British knew that we will always bring conflict and confusion. From that, they will siphon our God-given mineral resources for their own right. God Almighty has chosen the Yoruba indigenous people to exit now. We lose it now, that is the end of 60 million people, and Fulani will take your land. The agenda is real. Time Olola, make sure you have enough battery cell. Elo charge the phone what you know ma wole bi oli loru ni. But baba sọ̀rọ̀, baba ní àwọn tún padà bọ̀ wá bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́la o, àmọ́ kí gbogbo wa mọ̀ pé àsìkò tá à ń retí ó ti ń kanlẹ̀kùn bọ̀ díẹ̀díẹ̀. A dẹ̀ máa waṣọ funfun. But lọ́la àwọn bá máa kọ́kọ́ bá wa sọ̀rọ̀. We have had it, and Britain cannot stop it. British colony lewa, Yoruba land belongs to Yoruba people. It has been there for more than 14,000 years. Nigeria was only put together only in 1914. Nigeria is not even older than some of our grandparents that died at the age of 130, 135. When I went there so many years back, which is not too long, she was 135 years old. So that woman is older than Nigeria. Nigeria is a fraud, and it must now come to an end. Share this program and invite everybody from the Hausa to the Igbo to the Ijaw. Yoruba must leave, Biafra must go, Hausa must go, Ijaw must go. Nigerians need to understand that there will never be a peaceful union among us either on, we must all go and start preparing for another crisis, which we don't want. So, as we continue to give you exactly what the man said.
Ẹ̀bẹ̀ tí mo fẹ́ bẹ̀ gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ni pé ẹ máa retí lálẹ́ ọ̀la nígbà tá a bá ṣe announcement wa. Tí n bá ní láàárọ̀ ọ̀la nìyẹn lọ́la o. Tí n bá ní láàárọ̀ ọ̀la gbogbo wa ká jí síta ká máa dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run ká máa jó níwájú ilé wa nìkan ká máa travel pé òun lọ báyàn kankan ṣe rádì nígbà mìíràn ìlú ẹ̀ gangan ilé ètò ẹ̀ gangan tó ń gbé ibi tó bá wà níjọ́ yẹn níjọ́ tá a bá sọ pé kẹ́ jáde síta yẹn ibẹ̀ náà ló ti máa jáde síta.
Then ṣàlàyé tí bàbá ń sọ fún ẹ níbí báyìí tó bá di alẹ́ ọ̀la bàbá máa wá bá gbogbo wa sọ̀rọ̀ nígbà tó bá wá bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn in tí bàbá bá ti sọ ni kò ṣe in tó bá ní ká ṣe ni kẹ́ ṣe má ṣe nǹkan míì because it is important that we follow instructions. Mo kí mọ̀ sí mi dáadáa káàbọ̀. Instructions must be followed in details. Mo kí gbogbo èèyàn wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Enough is enough, and we must now come to the conclusion that Nigeria failed every one of us. It's not about your leaders. Britain wanted it to be like that. It has served them for 110 years, and we can quietly go and live separately, but we can still have others that can live with us. Just like the Igbos live in America, the Yoruba lives in America, the Hausa lives in America, and some people that are not even Nigerians live in America, and some of them are there for immigration purpose, and they become American citizens. If you are not a Yoruba person, doesn't mean that we're going to chase you away from our land, but you would have to follow a new Yoruba government after a Yoruba nation has been declared. It's as simple as that. And if you don't want that, you have the right to return back to your own village or your own land. Because Yoruba land belongs to Yoruba people. It does not belong to Igbo. It does not belong to Hausa. It does not belong to anybody. It belongs to us. So if you want to live with us, you are more than welcome to follow the immigration rules, just like many of your people have followed it, even in the smallest African country. Because if you go and live in South Africa, you dare not disobey the South African law. You might be sentenced or you might be deported. Yoruba are going home, and the time is now or never. Whether your kings that doesn't want it, but tomorrow, by God's grace, according to Professor Akintoye, I will be telling you more about that. We are not going yet. Share this program. I want us to reach 1,000 people because we need to start telling everybody to rise up. All the medias in Nigeria must follow the protocol of our government that might be coming and the time comes as well. But for now, Baba is saying enough is enough. Our rally is going to hold tomorrow. But when don't be time, you don't need to be asking me time. Get yourself ready tomorrow. There's no need everybody asking us time. Kill be the time for. You don't. Nobody's going anywhere. So whenever the time is, Baba is speaking to us, we will have to wait. I don't know the time. Baba now, it doesn't matter what the time. You will be the one to stay awake. It might be at any time. There's no point asking us time, and disturbing us with the time. Time for Baba. Waris, quickly say, how can any Yoruba approve the fraudulent 1914 Amalgamation Treaty? Who are the signatory, pen and English, subject to the secret treaty of amalgamation? My name is Olami Koike. Like I told you, we are now on a full scale of running 24 hours broadcast that will bring you closer to your doorstep. Let's go back to Baba Akintoye, Mukiyawa, Esther Wetuga, Yoruba nation not going back, Yoruba nation for life. Our governor cannot stop it, our deputy cannot stop it. The land belongs to 60 million people, not just to the 1% that have taken advantage of everything Yoruba land owns. Let's go back to Baba Akintoye quickly.
Torí náà jọ̀wọ́ máa ní rádìò ẹ̀fún wa ẹ jẹ́ ká fúnra wa láyè ká bọ̀wọ̀ fún àwọn ọba wa ká jẹ́ ká ṣe tiwọn ó tán lọ́la.
Bàbá ní ká fáwọn ọba wa láyè ká jẹ́ kó ṣe tiwọn lọ́la. Táwọn bàbá ti ṣe tiwọn lọ́la, àwọn tó ń béèrè time, bàbá náà ń padà bọ̀ lálẹ́ ọ̀la. So wọ́n lè máa sọ pé time wo tí bàbá bá ti wà ní life ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ wà pẹ̀lú wọn ni. Maybe we will know the time before tomorrow evening, I will be communicating that. But for tonight, Baba say, I won't bọ̀ lálẹ́ ọ̀la. So Toba na won't bọ̀ lálẹ́ ọ̀la. Alẹ́ náà ni 7 ti bẹ̀rẹ̀. So tálẹ́ bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni 7, ó lè jẹ́ 9, ó lè jẹ́ 8. But anytime Baba is live, Yoruba World Media will be live. All the media that are loyal to Igboho and Baba Akintoye will transmit it and will report it as I am doing tonight. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Because most of you are not following instructions. Baba náà ń bọ̀ lálẹ́ ọ̀la. Ṣé ọ̀sán ni wọ́n náà ń bọ̀ ni? Wọ́n náà ń bọ̀ lálẹ́ ọ̀la. Wọ́n náà máa ṣe ìpàdé àwọn ọba ní 12 noon. Why are we keep asking what time? As if that you have all the day tomorrow. To by the 12 noon, Koiki will be transmitting, World Media will be transmitting, Yoruba Nation Radio TV will be transmitting. The Awoba to Fesoro. Now, Baba de Sheti Wotoloson, Baba no Umbo Lale, Etumberi, what time? We keep asking what time, as if this question has to be something that is important now. What time is not the issue. Baba no Umbo Lale Ola. To the 7, il est issue. So it could be 7, it could be 8. Maybe Baba will now communicate the time and we will push it out quickly. So stop asking, all these, distraction questions. Let me quickly pick some of your comments as well. Nikki Jackson, so Nigeria will never work. We should all come together and exit that country before they introduce terrorism into our culture. It is risky game. Yoruba politicians are playing with the Northerners, and we all know that. Thank you so much. I'll be reading some of the comments, but I want us to go back and finish what Baba is saying, and we continue to do more analysis on it. Okay, there was a bit of Baba mic was off there, but Baba will come back on in just about a few minutes because I think his mic went off. So Baba audio will come back in just about a few minutes. Mokibu Walen can say, Yoruba nation, no retreat, no surrender, no going back. A very good evening to each and every one of us that are watching and listening. Baba audio will be back in a minute. His audio will be back in just a minute. Remember to follow us on all the platforms so that now that is very, very important. Baba ní aṣọ funfun ní kí gbogbo wa wọ̀ níjọ́ tó bá ti ní ká jáde. Kí ló ń pè láṣọ funfun? White. Tó bá wá ní white, it's fine. Koiki ní white yẹn là ṣe ní jáde. No. Into bá nínú kò wọ̀ wọ́lá. Tó bá láṣọ Yorùbá nation kankan wọ white tó wà nílé ẹ gbé fìlà sí. Tó bá dẹ̀ ní white wọ agbádá wọ fìlà. And this message is for not just people that are doing Yoruba nation. This message goes across everybody. Ìyẹlẹ́ran, mechanic, ẹ sọ fún gbogbo èèyàn yín, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní diaspora, ẹ má máa sọ fún wa pé wọ́n gbọ́ at this stage. By now tonight, ó jẹ́ kẹ́ máa send message sí gbogbo àwọn èèyàn yín pé Baba Akintoye máa sọ̀rọ̀ lálẹ́ ọ̀la o, ká lọ máa múra sílẹ̀ o, wọ́n dẹ̀ ti ní aṣọ funfun la máa wọ̀ o. Ẹ rí pé mi náà white mi mo lọ mú jáde lénìí, white Koiki Media, adẹ̀dẹ́fìlà white. So gbogbo ẹni tó ní abetí ajá white ẹ wọ̀, ẹ̀yin ìyá wa tẹ́ bá ní gèlè white ẹ ro ìpele yín white. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin ìyá pátá tí gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì ti fìyà jẹ, gbogbo ẹ̀yin ìyá tí gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì ti sọ yín di in tí kò jẹ́ kẹ́ di tó sanwó pension fún, gbogbo yín pátá la máa jọ jáde nígbà tí bàbá wa alànà bá ti ní ká jáde. Everybody will come out, not just one person. And that's what Baba is explaining here. Gbogbo wa pátá la gbọ́dọ̀ jáde. And like somebody said, time is not matter. All that matter is just listen to the announcement and take action. Gaskia, they can be the time. Asking time to distract us here. Movement, they can be the time. I don't understand. I want to tell you, say to take my followers, don't go anything. Or be the time. Movement, then be the time. And I'm sure some of you have not even shared the program. This is the time to share the program. This is the time to go and call everybody and tell them that tomorrow Baba is going to speak to us, and also we are going to be doing 24 hours broadcast. mo kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Let's go back to listen to Professor Akintoye. Akí bàbá wa lóyè ọmọdé yẹmọ Ìgbòho ṣá.
Ọ̀tọ̀ ládàá máa sọ fún yín ìjọ tá máa jáde.
Bàbá ní ọ̀la làwọn máa sọ fún yín ìjọ tẹ́ máa jáde. I'm going to rewind that part again. Tomorrow, Baba says he will be telling us when we will be coming out. That is the final from the leader. It is not me. Not quote me. No. Bàbá ní tó bá di ọ̀la òun máa ṣàlàyé fún wa, àwọn máa ṣàlàyé fún wa ìgbà tá a máa jáde, because we are very sensitive people. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, on Professor Anoloye Igboho and the rest of the media we stand. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Mo kí ẹ Ọ̀gbẹ́ni Bobby Igboho ṣá. Èèyàn ti bàbá Akintoye ẹ jọ̀ọ́, mo mọ̀ pé ti ṣe news ìtàlẹ̀ ìkọjá. Ó wà very important pé bí ẹ máa bá wa ṣe quick announcement lórí platform yìí, short video gbogbo ẹ̀yin media pé bàbá Akintoye máa bá gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá sọ̀rọ̀ lálẹ́ ọ̀la. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin medias wa àrùn yín ṣe ìjọ Ọ̀gbẹ́ni Bobby, I cite you. Thank you so much, please, because everybody has different platform. Àwọn tó ń wà nísìnyí wọ́n lè máa wà ní bíbá lálẹ́ gbé gbọ́dọ̀ yín lọ ti máa rí news ẹ̀mú rẹ̀ pẹ́ ti ṣe 10 o'clock news yín lálẹ́. Bọ̀ bàbá náà máa bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́la yẹn ni òun máa wá làwọn máa wá sọjọ́ ta máa jáde o. Let me rewind it again ká tó gbọ́. Okay, ó dà pé bàbá ibi tó ti tún lọ ní voice ẹ̀ díẹ̀ lélẹ̀.
A dẹ̀ ti sọ fún yín, a ti ṣàlàyé ẹ̀ láéláé wípé.
So gbogbo ẹni tó bá fẹ́ lọ wo fídíò yìí ẹ lọ sórí Yorùbá World Media. It's only 19 minutes. Ẹ lọ farabalẹ̀ gbọ́. Èmi kàn ṣe expansion and analysis ẹ̀ lórí ni. Èmi kọ́ ni mo máa mọ́jọ́. Èmi kọ́ ni mo ń decide, because I don't want you to quote me. I am going to say what Baba say. I am not adding to it and I will not remove to it. Torí pé gbà yín lọ́ máa ní Koiki ló náà máa wọ white o. Wọ́n ní sọ pé Baba Akintoye ló náà máa wọ white. Wọ́n ní pé Baba Akintoye ló náà máa jáde ní àwọn máa wá sọ̀gbà tá máa jáde fún wa lọ́la. Wọ́n ní Koiki tí náà máa jáde lọ́la. Because I know what our people are. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Because I am trying to be very careful, because I know what people will say. And Koiki ló sọ̀rọ̀. Koiki, yes, this is what everybody should be doing. We should be analyzing what Baba say. And that's exactly what I'm doing tonight. Because Baba yóò lè sọ̀rọ̀. Tábà náà fẹ́ kí Baba ìgbé wa débẹ̀ lérí. We must work for him. We must work round the clock to make this thing achievable. Báwo ṣé Lugard la máa dúró lé lórí ni? Lugard join us together. Let Baba, dissolve it. Simple as that. With the help of Igboho and the rest of the 60 million Yoruba people that are following them. Tí Baba bá ti sọ̀rọ̀, tí Igboho bá ti sọ̀rọ̀, tí YZ yẹn bá ti sọ̀rọ̀, kí ló tún kù? Gbogbo groups gbọ́dọ̀ jáde, gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá gbọ́dọ̀ jáde. Ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀ yìí, ó kan nílé, ó kan àlejò. Kò kàn mí, no, ó kàn ẹ́, because ọmọ Yorùbá ni ẹ́. Ó kàn ẹ́. Mo kí bàbá mi Olúwọlé Ọ̀ṣọ́. Mo kí bàbá Matthew, gbogbo yín ni mo kí láìfẹ́ ní kọ́kàn sílẹ̀. Ẹ má dẹ̀ gbàgbé, ẹ support wa, a need owó. Mo kí bàbá mi Akin. Gbogbo yín náà lẹ máa ráyè pè wọlé. Ṣé yẹ ká gbọ́ bàbá tán nísìn kí wá fi àyè díẹ̀ sílẹ̀. Ó dẹ̀ sí láwọn fídíò kọ̀ọ̀kan fún
Aṣọ funfun ni kí gbogbo wa wọ̀ já.
Aṣọ funfun ni kí gbogbo wa wọ̀. Ẹnu bàbá lẹ ti ń gbọ́. Bàbá wa alànà, emeritus professor. Need a professor kankan láti UK kó wá sọ fún wa pé ká keep in Nigeria. No. David Lamy doesn't have to come and tell us to stay in Nigeria, because David Lamy is not older than Baba Akintoye. Níjọ́ wo ló bí David Lamy tó wá sọ fún wa pé ká dúró de 2075 that Nigeria will be we don't want Nigeria to be great, because Nigeria is not part of us. Mo kí Bishop Adesina. Nothing is stopping us. Nothing is holding us back. We are moving forward. Mo kí bàbá wa Oyetola Peter, Amos Omotunde. God bless Professor AdeBanji Akintoye, Igboho Osha. God bless you, Olayomi Koiki, and Yoruba Nation not going back. Mo kí ẹlẹ́ǹkan sí Ọ̀gbẹ́ni Bobby. So if everybody is following Baba Akintoye, gbogbo our media pátá instruction bàbá ilé ẹ̀ka máa gbé ẹnu lé nísìn títí tí bàbá máa fi wá bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́la. Àwọn oníṣòwò kankan mọ́ lórí platform wa. Bàbá ń bọ̀ wá bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́la, àwọn ọba máa bá wa sọ̀rọ̀. That is all. Fúlàní pa wá yẹn gbogbo yẹn ká gbé sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ nísìn. Gbogbo focus gbogbo ẹni tó bá náà ń ṣe followership Baba Akintoye àti Igboho. This should be our conversation This should be our dialogue. Program in the next 12 hours. 12 hours from now will be 10 o'clock. So at 12 hours from now. So 12, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. In 24 hours, check Yoruba gbọ́ pé bàbá ti sọ̀rọ̀ lánàá o, bàbá ti sọ̀rọ̀ o, bàbá ti sọ̀rọ̀ o, bàbá dẹ̀ tún bọ̀ wá sọ̀rọ̀ o. Mo kí ẹ máa bí lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Mo kí bàbá wa Cornelius. Gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n ti sùn, ẹ sọ fún wọn tílẹ̀ bá ti mọ̀ pé bàbá Akintoye ti sọ̀rọ̀ ní on the 10th of June 2025 ní around 8 o'clock. Bàbá ní àwọn máa padà wá bá gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá sọ̀rọ̀ ní on the 11th of June. Táwọn ọdẹ máa sọ ọjọ́ tí gbogbo wa máa jáde. Kò ń ṣe pé kó lọ sọ pé Koiki níjọba ìlọ́nà máa jáde. Má lọ sọ yẹn níta, ò ti bá gbọ́ yẹn níta, má bẹ́ẹ̀ já o.
Níjọ́ yẹn, ìjọ́ tá bá máa jáde yẹn.
Ìjọ́ tá bá máa jáde, bàbá gan ò tí sọjọ́ náà, wọ́n kàn náà máa wá sọjọ́ fún wa ní lọ́la. So máì tí kò ti bàbá pé bàbá náà máa jáde lọ́la. No, bàbá náà máa wá sọjọ́ tá máa jáde. Ìjọ́ tá máa jáde gangan bàbá nìkan ló ní lọ́wọ́. Àwọn nìkan ni kọ́kọ́rọ́ ẹ̀ wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀, kò sí lọ́wọ́ anybody. Bàbá ní on the 11th day of the month of June, he will be coming out again in the evening. What time, I don't know. What is he going to tell us? He'll be telling us why we should be preparing on a day like this. I don't know what day is going to be. Tama jáde, ìjáde wo ni, ìjáde tí gbogbo wa ti ń dúró dè. And if I take you back to what Igboho said in London, which is what I was already preparing before we had that crash. Some of what Igboho said, I want us to listen to it right now. Please share the program. I can cite you there. We are also on the Mix LR. Mix LR is like a radio station. It is cheaper for you to listen. And it is also available for many of you that are struggling to, let me stop the sharing and let's come back to my full screen. Now, I want us to listen to some of these videos that I said I prepared earlier. My name is Olami Koiki. As I say all the time, David Lamy cannot tell us what we're going to do. Well, to 20 years old, only by 50 years from now, in Nigeria, that means 70 years old. Yes, if you, I'm breaking it now like the youngest person. Thank you so much. About 400 people watching us now. We can push it up more. Share it, thumbs up. Many of you are watching, but you are not thumbsing up. We are not making money on this video. It's not about the money we're making. We're not making money on this video. We are telling millions of people that are not Yoruba why they must also prepare to exit Nigeria. Forget about what anybody's telling you about 2027. Nigeria does not need any 2027 right now. What we need is to finalize the dissolution of Nigeria. Final, peaceful. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing. 239 people are watching, but unfortunately, only 129 people have thumbs up. It doesn't help the algorithm to bring more people in. The more you also thumbs up, the more it recommends the video to somebody else. And you will still have the opportunity to phone in and join because I'm using the StreamYard. I will send the link out. But I want us to watch some of this video. This is Igboho in London when he came for the mega rally.
Nigeria ni àwa yìí ẹ má jẹ́ kẹ́ni kankan mọ̀ dúró last president eléyìí tá a ṣe yìí láfta àti bíbá yìí à ń lọ lu Nàìjíríà yìí gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọ̀bẹ̀rẹ̀ tá a ṣe last president.
Ẹ̀gbọ́n tó sọ mẹ́yẹn ó ní after àti bíbá yìí tá a bá parí mega rally ti London à ń bọ̀ ní Nàìjíríà. But yes, a lot of things has happened before then. One of the biggest things that happened was we lost the wife of Baba Akintoye in December. That means that a lot of things had to be put back. Rally, the national leader, possible. Colon Fano Ke, Iyawa, Julius, Olubusola, Akintoye, Colon Bawa Protibu, Momo, at our Motobi, at our grandchildren rather. So, what I'm trying to explain to us is that when Igboho came to London in October, part of what he said, I was able to catch this video back. And this video is good to be able to now tell us that Igboho sọ, Baba Akintoye sọ, 60 million Yoruba people are preparing for it. Kò ṣe pé ṣe máa wá ní mo ò tí ì gbọ́. Ẹni tó bá tún wá sọ nísìnyí fáwọn ò tí ì gbọ́ pé a fẹ́ kúrò ní Nàìjíríà. Kò ṣọ̀rọ̀ rally, a fẹ́ kúrò ní Nàìjíríà. Á jẹ́ pé ẹni yẹn bí another planet ló wà. Ìjọba ta ló mú kí ẹ. Má tún wá sọ nísìnyí pé o ò tí ì gbọ́. Because by now, you know, I know that Nigeria was never meant to be one country. It is a collection of many countries, many nations. But the fraudulent British government and the British Empire decided to keep it going, and Baba Akintoye wants it to end. But there have been many obstacles. Lẹ́gbọ́n kan tí Igboho sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí bíbá.
Nàìjíríà ni àwa yìí ẹ má jẹ́ ká nìkan ká mọ dúnkokò eléyìí tá a ṣe yìí láfta àti bíbá yìí à ń lọ ọdún Nàìjíríà yìí gẹ́gẹ́ lọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ nípa àṣẹ tá a bá dé yẹn a máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ padà láti dẹ̀ tí nǹkan kan dẹ̀ ní ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹ̀yìn Nàìjíríà náà la wà yìí gbogbo àìsàn mọ̀ pé Nàìjíríà ò lè wọ́ọ̀kù mọ́ kò sí nǹkan kan bẹ̀ mọ́ ohun tó kù náà fẹ́ pọ́nlá tọ́wọ́dà ti pọ́nlá tán wọ́n máa ṣe kí ni o ohun tó kù bẹ̀ náà fẹ́ pọ́nlá tọ́wọ́dà ti pọ́nlá tán wọ́n máa break so ní ìṣẹ́jú kan ẹ jẹ́ kí a ṣàdúrà fún àwọn ọmọ wa àti àwọn brother.
That was Igboho himself in London telling us that the end of Nigeria is where we are right now. Mokia brother, my building George. When Igboho came to London for that beautiful mega rally, he was giving police protection. We expect the same thing from the Nigerian government to give us every protection. And I assume and I believe they will do so. But my instinct is telling me that they are not going to do so. Because we've seen it before. Peaceful mega rally has become blood. But one thing is that we will not be scared. And we will not be intimidated. Mukiawa, Kemi Bilo, Ganelo Ide, good evening. We will not be scared and we will not be intimidated. 60 million people cannot be killed. It's possible. There might be attack on us, but we would not relent on our quest and our right to self-determination. What we are asking for is exactly what the indigenous people have been prior before the British decided to switch everything for their own selfish gain. The right to self-determination will be respected and must be respected. It's not begging. We are not begging for our freedom. We are not begging for this freedom. We will take this freedom even with our last blood. Nobody's begging for it. Freedom, you know. We will take it. And if they're not going to give it to us peacefully, we would have to still take it. We will take it. Because according to the United Nations, under the self-determination, Article 3, indigenous people, the Yorubas, and the rest of those have the right to self-determination. So our coming out is under the right to self-determination. And we do not expect the federal government or the Nigerian military to attack any indigenous people because the land doesn't belong to them. It belongs to the 60 million people. If otherwise, if we were able to conduct a peaceful rally, we are not coming out for protest. We're not protesting for anything. We are rallying, and our rally is for one thing, our demand for Yoruba country. Nothing less, nothing short. Tó bá wọn àwọn ọba kó support, tó bá wọn kó má support, ọba tó bá ti support, that means pé ọba yẹn ó wà in endorsement. Ọba tó bá support, as for reason tó ṣe support, bóyá àwọn bàbá ńlá wọn sọ fún wọn pé Nàìjíríà ni ó ṣẹlẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ rí ni àbílẹ̀ Yorùbá, wá gbọ́ ìtàn fún wa, wá láti sọ̀tàn yẹn fún wa. Gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tó bá wà against rally yẹn, ọba yẹn gbọ́dọ̀ ṣàlàyé fún wa ìdí tó ṣe wà against it. And I don't want to believe that they will be against it. Gbogbo palaces yìí la máa sùn, la máa jí, a máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí dáná níwájú gbogbo palaces yìí. We will live in your palace because it belongs to us. Ẹ̀yin lẹni palace, àwa náà làwa náà ní. kólúkálukú lọ múra sílẹ̀ ẹ lọ mú ìró kẹ mú ìgbálẹ̀ kẹ mú iná kẹ mú ẹní kẹ mú àgé gbogbo tẹ máa fi kírun à ń lọ gbé níwájú ilé àwọn ọba ilé pálásì la máa kó wá sí pálásì yìí gbogbo pálásì la máa wà níta pálásì nobody is going anywhere. Enough is enough. Ọba tó bá sọ fún wa pé òun ò ṣe Yorùbá nation o Nàìjíríà lòun ṣe o á jẹ́ pé ọba yẹn kò gbọ́ ìtàn iwájú pálásì yìí àwa máa ṣàlàyé Yorùbá nation fún yín ẹ lè gbọ́ dáadáa kò sí ìjà níbẹ̀. Nigeria has come to a full stop. Yoruba nation will be coming. If you like, Manyemu, but Tinubu ti fọwọ́ sí. Tinubu was not born before Yoruba land has been in existence. And Tinubu will still go, Yoruba land will still be in existence. The end láwa yìí. So gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní diaspora, ẹ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí send message sáwọn èèyàn yín nílé. Pé bàbá Akintoye máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́la bàbá ti sọ̀rọ̀ lálẹ́ pé kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá máa múra fún ìtàwọn máa bá wa sọ lọ́la tó máa mú ọjọ́ jáde àìtí mọ ọjọ́ lóòótọ́ bọ̀ bàbá máa sọjọ́ fún wa. We will not be scared. Ìyá mi Nikki Johnson, we will not be intimidated and we will not be defeated. Yoruba has never been defeated in the history of mankind. Kò sẹ́ni tó defeat wa rí láyé. Ẹ lọ béèrè Fúlàní ò defeat wa rí. Igbo defeat Wari, Hausa defeat Wari. Even Britain never defeated us. Kolukaluku lọ sọ fáwọn yẹn. Don't be scared and don't fear anybody. Ọlọ́run wà lẹ́yìn wa, èèyàn ń bẹ lẹ́yìn wa, Ọlọ́run ń bẹ lẹ́yìn wa. Ìgbòho ń bẹ lẹ́yìn wa, Bàbá Akintoye ń bẹ lẹ́yìn wa, gbogbo àwọn leaders wa ń bẹ lẹ́yìn wa, Ìyá Ajagun ń bẹ lẹ́yìn wa, gbogbo àwọn mothers pátá, gbogbo àwọn abiyamọ ní wà worried nítorí pé gbogbo àwọn ìyá tó wà ní abroad yẹn gbogbo ọlọ́mọ sùn síwájú embassy ní London lamẹ́ríkà ní Canada ríran wò wọn ní rírọ ẹ̀rí. The embassy in the United Kingdom in America belongs to every one of us. We will come and start living inside it. Bó bá jẹ́ pé bí ẹ̀ la máa gbé ta máa sùn. Gbogbo èyí tẹ́ wà ní diaspora kẹ́ lọ múra sílẹ̀ dáadáa. If you are the nearest African country, start preparing to come back home and join the biggest exit of Yoruba people out of Nigeria. Gbogbo bí tẹ́ bá wà ní Africa pátá ẹ fi ìyàwó àtọmọ sílẹ̀ kẹ́yìn máa bọ̀ nílé ẹ fi iṣẹ́ sílẹ̀ iṣẹ́ ń pọ̀ nílé tá a máa ṣe fún yín iṣẹ́ pọ̀ nílé dáadáa mo ń ṣiṣẹ́ lẹ́yìn Africa mo ṣe no come back home and come and add to it as well. Mo kí gbogbo ẹni tẹ́ wà ní Yewa ní Badagry Lẹ́pẹ́ ní Mushin ní Ojú Ẹlẹ́gba gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ni including Lagos State Sanwó-Olú kọ́ ló ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ẹ sọ pé mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. So self-determination under Article 3, indigenous people have the right to self-determination, but the virtue of that right, they are freely determine their political status, not APC, not PDP, not LP, criminals, politicians. Mukiyami Olajire Koka. A very good evening and welcome once again. Mukiyawa Elizabeth Adesonya, Yawa Olajire Koka Namaki. We love this StreamYard. It has given us exactly what we want. Unfortunately, we couldn't start our Twitter space. Maybe I should try it again. We are restricted to any Amoto Shele, and we have run almost 2 hours. Let me give it a shot, a go again. Let's listen to another part of what Igboho says during his London event.
Take salute. No. Thank you. Move now. Salute, salute. Prison, salute. Monster. On behalf of our Brigadier General, Bishop Odeshino, I, Brigadier Commander Sanusi, today present this day, 12th October 2024, to you, Dr. Adeniyi Sunday Adeyemi CYL, Commander of Order of Yoruba Land, a token as iconic representation of Yoruba Nation sovereignty to self-determination. View justified under our father and leader, Professor Emeritus AdeBanji Akintoye, JCYL,
Grand Commander of Yoruba land. May your days be long. Amen. On earth given to you as heritage by your ancestors, sir. After this, a submission, and I present to you today this flag. Hip, hip, hip. Hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray!
Moki Bishop Adesina, it was the brain behind what you've just watched. Maybe we never told you before. I will not tell you how much it cost him. Baba send owó wá láti Nigeria nílẹ̀ Yorùbá sí London for this particular people that you saw that came to give Igboho the salute on behalf of Baba Akintoye. Ìyẹn mo ṣe ní gbogbo wa la ní role tá à ń play. So thank you so much, Bishop Adesina, the Yoruba man, the financial advisor for the Yoruba nation. We are grateful. He did this without even telling anybody. All I just told was, some people are going to call you Mr. Koiki. Just direct them how and what you want them to do. I have given them all the instruction. I'm about video and see. Tonight, maybe some of you are hearing it for the very first time. Konse àwọn Yoruba nation team kankan ló sanwó fún Bishop Adesina. Bishop Adesina, I know how much he spent, but I will leave that out of the broadcast tonight. But think about it. For somebody to transfer equivalent of pound sterling from Yoruba land, I know how much they charge him because I want them to be lower. I'm not surprised. Musalo, Bishop Adesina, whatever the price, he will make the payment, and he did as he said. Bishop Adesina, yes, that man to man pé tí mo pàdé ní Africa láìpẹ́ tèmi àti wọ́n jọ ṣe interview. Àwọn ló sanwó fún àwọn arákùnrin tó wà yìí. Àwọn tó wà yìí, they are more than 10. Emma, imagine, and they came as far from Manchester. I will leave it like that. Gbogbo wa là ń play role wa, má wá play role kó fẹ́ fi bàtà ayé tẹlòmíì jẹ́ nínú movement yìí torí o mọ̀pá tó ń kọ́ ní background. Mo kí Gbẹ̀du, mo kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá, mo kí àwọn Ìgbòho committee tó tún travel lọ sí Germany, mo kí àwọn tó wà ní Belfast, mo kí àwọn tó wà ní Manchester olórí Èkó, mo kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá, mo kí Alhaji, mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wá náà láti outside Dublin, gbogbo ibikíbi tẹ́ ti wá. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Bishop Adesina. Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ fídíò yẹn lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí.
What should cover on to take salute?
No. Move now. That's it. Salute, salute. Prison, salute. Monster. On behalf of our Brigadier General, Bishop Adesina, I, Brigadier Commander Sanusi, today present this day, 12th October 2024, to you, Dr. Adeniyi Sunday Adeyemi CYL, Commander of Order of Yoruba land, a token as iconic representation of Yoruba nation sovereignty to self-determination. View justified under our father and leader, Professor Emeritus AdeBanji Akintoye, JCYL, Grand Commander of Yoruba land. May your days be long. Amen. On earth given to you as heritage by your ancestors, sir. After this, a submission, and I present to you today this flag. Hip, hip, hip. Hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray!
So once again, that is a part of what took place in London. Thank you so much. And to for 4,000 naira. Now let's watch another video. Couple of more videos. Then Please share the program and invite Mokiwa back and Timwa. This is how Igboho led the rally. One of the most peaceful rally that any African, not to talk about Nigeria, Benny, because we did what many Africans have not done before. We are grateful to all the committees that work around the clock, especially one committee that called Igboho Committee. There are many of them inside that committee. I can't name every one of them, but we are grateful for everybody. And everybody that played all the role. This is how Igboho started leading us out of the BBC headquarters straight to number 10 Downing Street, where we delivered the letter.
Deliver our document to Prime Minister of England and the United Nations, because we are ready to leave Nigeria. So after this rally, we are going back to Nigeria. Yes. After this rally, I promise you, my people in Nigeria, my Yoruba people in Nigeria, I am the Sunday Adeni.
Osha! Osha! What do you say?
I fear only God. Yes. If you go here, nobody can say no. Yeah. After this, my document delivered to this country, I'm coming back to my land. Yes.
In good. After I delivered this letter, I sent TV Mokia brother Midada. Welcome to the program. I just show on Nibaje. Ejo Lola Araba ma tètè sọ bí bàbá tó máa bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ lálẹ́ ọ̀la ẹ bá wa ṣe short video lé lórí bí bàbá máa ṣe video pẹ̀lú wa lọ́la another program máa wá lálẹ́ ọ̀la àìtí mọ time nínú ẹ̀ ni bàbá máa wá sọjọ́ tí gbogbo wa máa jáde bàbá dẹ̀ ní ká wọ aṣọ funfun I'm sure pé iná ti gbọ́ ohun bàbá lálẹ́ eléyìí tá à ń sọ nígbà tó lóye wá sí London. But ele tẹ̀kọ́ ni mo kọ́kọ́ fẹ́ play ele mo kọ́kọ́ fẹ́ ká play ká wá play ele tí mo play lọ́wọ́ nísìn. This is how Igboho led the rally in London. Ká tún gbọ́ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí i. And that is how Igboho led that. Mo kí ẹ̀yin tí ẹ wà ní Kútọ́nù, mo kí ẹ̀yin tí ẹ wà ní France, Mokiva Senior Evangelist John, Mokiwa ni Kwara, Kogi, Mokiwa, Mofoluke, Eshigoni, Onanki, Baba Bishop Additional. I sent TV in or Moki Olakunle, Moki Bubomo Yoruba, Moki Eyiti, Ekishamo Yoruba, Moki Bubeyawa, Mokiamo Igbo Iron Lady. We lost one of our sister, a mother. She died in Lagos yesterday. Last night, I was told, somewhere in Bariga. Àti fi details yẹn síta tabarẹ tó fi support wọn máa gbé body yẹn lọ sí Èkìtì lọ́la lágbára Ọlọ́run ẹ pè mí ká fún yín ní nọ́mbà àwọn tó jẹ́ planning committee bí body yẹn ṣe máa move láti Èkó lọ sí Èkìtì Ọlọ́run kó bá foríjì wọn kó tẹ́ wọn sáfẹ́fẹ́ rẹ̀. We are still on the self-determination and the end of Lugard on Fula, Nigeria. Mo kí àwa Kẹ́mi Bello, mo fi tọ̀tọ̀ mo fi dárúkọ yín. Mo kí bàbá wa Jelili, mo kí bàbá Tajudeen, long live Chief Sunday Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho, mo kí gbogbo yín pátápátá náà ni mo rí comment yìí. A máa gbé yín wọlé lẹ́yìn kankan ní méjì nísìn. But let's listen to the last video and a ṣì máa tún gbọ́ analysis bàbá before the end of the program so that abárẹ̀ tó ní nǹkan tó fẹ́ sọ.
To let our people Yoruba know that they are ready to go. That's it. Yes. This time is not first time. I swear. This time is not last time. Yes. Because only God can kill us. Nigeria government can kill all Yoruba. No. There are more than 80 people in that nation.
Nigerian government cannot Muki Babami IB face for real. Greetings to you, Eshegoni Lori Instagram. If I didn't mention your name, Emma Fishibino, Muki Lion, Alagbara, Amzat, on Ekweto, Ile Yoruba, or not going back. Muki Baba Remelekun Akinwumi. You had the go there. How possible? 60 million Yoruba people cannot be killed. Benny, Baba Midowuni, time doesn't matter. All we need is the declaration. And I agree with you as well. I seen TV, Noni, Eshegoni, Babawa. So I'm going to bring a link out. All you have to do is follow that link, and then you can come in and
80 million. 80
We are
million.
under 80 million people. We are under 80 million people in Nigeria. So then, I know myself as a Yoruba man. 100% Yoruba. Like all my brother, all my people. So today, it's not a joking day. Because we are ready to deliver this document. Yes. Then I know.
And we have delivered that letter, and everybody doesn't know what is in that letter. But that letter is part of the end of Nigeria. So I've sent a link out. Our telephone number, link and sit that phone if you join link. If you join the link, you don't have to put on your camera if you don't want to. But at least it's important. So that gives us the opportunity to also, have your views, what you want to say, your advice, your feedback, but most importantly, the Yoruba people, 60 million, are now deciding their fate. At 12 noon, àwọn bá wa máa bá wa sọ̀rọ̀, ní kí àwa comfort Òtítọ́jú, mo kí àwa comfort Ológunjà, mo kí àwa Gbémilékè, mo kí Ṣẹ́gun Honorable, mo kí gbogbo bàbá mi Lukman Ọláìdé, mo kí Miracle Oyèkẹ́mi, mo kí yín, Táyé Ọláìwọlá, mo kí yín, Àkàndé Túnmiṣe, mo kí yín, mo kí bàbá wa Dègún, ẹni kí ni time, well, ẹ jẹ́ ká ní sùúrù fún bàbá kó wá bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́la. So if you want to join now, this is where you can come in. It has been a special announcement from Baba Akintoye, and now it is for you now to also come and join the studio. Click the link here. That links bring you into the studio. I will then have you on. You can add your own input, your own message, your own voice. Moki Bugwale and Moki on back end team, they're working around the clock. It hasn't been easy with the little resources that we have. A support to Ifuani, your financial support so that we can do it. Also remember to support all the groups and most importantly the YSDM as well. Tabari and Tofi Darapomawa, a click lori link in Agbewa, and I can add you straight into it. What we are fighting for is under the Article 3 of the indigenous people. Am I coming to nígbà tí Britain fi wá gbalẹ̀ mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́, wọ́n sọ pé ọ̀nà báyìí ní ká gbà o. Wọ́n sọ pé ọ̀nà báyìí la máa gbà. They've just decided to join us together without any proper consultation. We have done what they call a full consultation for 3 to 5 years. Ẹ ṣe gan gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń support wa, kò sówó tó kéré, ẹ fún wa ní pounds, ẹ fún wa ní whatever you can give us. I need the pounds, no, I need the naira, so that we can be able to do as many things. Most of them London, but between now, so that Mali arrange it with our team me to one in London, while me connect I did a mistake. I should have made this announcement some few weeks back. I have some London. I need different sizes. But extra luggage. So, but I extra luggage. But apparently, I didn't do extra luggage. So, but on flag shiwa, flag one away. Shakiru Aziz Muki. So, Muki Bugwale can say. And to back the telephone number to the studio is I'm a pin number. I'm pin our comments so that I can only telephone number here. So that and to back kẹwàá bá wa dá sí ìntàtí sọ̀bọ̀ látàárọ̀ àti pé ìntẹ́ gbọ́ lẹ́nu bàbá kí lẹ́yìn ṣe rí sí kí lẹ gbọ́ gangan bí tèmi dẹ̀ sọ yàtọ̀ sí tẹ̀yin gbọ́ ẹ mọ̀ pé ẹni tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ ó yàtọ̀ sí ẹni tó ń gbọ́ kí lẹ́yìn gbọ́ tí bàbá sọ ẹ wá bá wa sọ ẹ wá fi àsìkò yìí sílẹ̀ kí a jọ gbé yẹ̀wò ní kíákíá so nọ́mbà tẹ máa pè studio number ni má try láti pè direct because mo sí ní London débi pé ó máa pè mí direct so kò dẹ̀ sẹ́ni reason tó tún máa pè mí ní video call +44 74 0440 5917 a máa pin nọ́mbà yẹn nísìnyí fẹ́yìn tẹ́ bá fi pé má gbàgbé tó bá nídìí any coordinator ní any of the state ẹ pè wá ká fún yín ní àwọn nọ́mbà àwọn coordinator yẹn mo rí yín bẹ̀ ìyá mi Comfort Ológunjà Ọlọ́run á jẹ́ ká rí yín pẹ́ mo kí gbogbo ìyá wa I cannot start mentioning it mo kí gbogbo àwọn alásàlá too even those of you that disagree with Yoruba Nation movement I'm sure pé intẹ́ máa wù yín náà ni pé kílẹ̀ Yorùbá kó dá dúró àbáyọ̀ kankan jà o mo kí Ṣẹ́gun Honorable ẹ tó bá fẹ́ pè wọlé nọ́mbà tẹ máa fi bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ òun ló ti wà lójú òpó yẹn bóyá intẹ́ gbọ́ lẹ́nu bàbá àbí nǹkan tẹ fi add mọ́ this is the time to come and share your own view if otherwise I will end the broadcast at exactly 3 hours. I think I have somebody that have joined us on the Zoom. Kagbeni yẹn wọlé ní kíákíá. Mo fẹ́ kẹ́yìn yẹn wá máa wo in tó wà lórí screen. Ẹ má wo ẹni tó wà lórí screen pẹ̀lú mi. Self-determination kò ń ṣe offence, kò ń ṣe afẹ́ lọ pààyàn. Ẹ ṣé gidi for the super chat. À ń béèrè ẹ̀tọ́ wa ni, right wa dẹ̀ ni. Ẹgbọ́n sókè Mr. Adeniyi Fẹ́mi wọ́n ti darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Kí lẹ fẹ́ bá wa sọ àti pé kí lẹ fẹ́ bá wa dá sí lálẹ́ ìsà?
Ẹ kálẹ́ o mo kí gbogbo ilé o mi lè kí Mr. Koiki kú iṣẹ́ takuntakun Ọlọ́run á wà pẹ̀lú yín mo lè fi àsìkò yìí náà kí bàbá wa Professor AdeBanji Akintoye àti Mr. Adeniyi Adeyemo Igbohoòṣà Ọlọ́run á gbé wa dílẹ̀ lérí. Lórí rally tí mega rate tó ń bọ̀ lọ́nà ni mo fẹ́ sọ lórí ẹ̀ Ọlọ́run á ṣe kìíní àmọ́jọ́rò nígbà bá ti mú ọjọ́ náà níyẹ̀ gbogbo nǹkan tí ó bá dẹ́kù tí ó yẹ ká ṣe mo mọ̀ pé pẹ̀lú ìrànlọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run àti Mr. Koiki àti gbogbo àwọn mídíà tó kù Ọlọ́run á ràn án lọ́wọ́ so báyé bó ṣe máa jẹ́ ó wà lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run so kò jẹ́ bóyá jẹ́ so àgùdọ̀ mo kò fẹ́ rọ àsìkò yìí náà rọ gbogbo àwa ọmọ Yorùbá tá jẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá takuntakun kò ń ṣe àwọn tí wọ́n miss o kò sí irú àwa ní sáwọn ń ṣe miss lọ́mọ mo ṣì lè ní so but I'm from Ìjẹ̀bú Ìpara so mo ṣe náà bí wá sí bẹ́ẹ̀ mo dàgbà sí so mo wá fi àsìkò yìí rọ gbogbo wa ní pé kí ni àdénísìwà tó ti jí lọ tipẹ́tipẹ́ ìgbà tó wá dásìkò tí àwọn ọkọ̀ wa ta wá jí mo expect yẹ pé everybody ṣe kí ni ká wake up ká dẹ̀ ṣe kí ni ká gba àdénísìwà padà lọ́wọ́ wọn kò ń ṣe pé àsìkò yìí ò ń ṣe pé èèyàn kan ló wà ń bẹ̀ mọ́ àsìkò yìí ti dásìkò ṣe pé kí ni a fẹ́ gbẹ̀tọ́ wa ni ká ṣe orílẹ̀-èdè wa bó ṣe ń ṣe níbi tá a wà irú àwa ń sìn àwa ní France àmọ́ bá wọ́n ń ṣètò ń bì nǹkan ló létò mo rọ gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá nílé lóko ká jọ ká support pẹ̀lú nǹkan tá a bá ní pẹ̀lú ara pẹ̀lú ẹ̀mí pẹ̀lú anything ká support kí rally yẹn kó lè ṣe kí ni kó lè wá sí ìmúṣẹ àní ká lè dé ilẹ̀ lérí wa Ọlọ́run tó wà lókè tó dá òun àti ayé á ràn ọgbọ wa lọ́wọ́ Mr. Koiki ẹ̀dẹ̀kú iṣẹ́ takuntakun Ọlọ́run á wà pẹ̀lú yín àti Igbohoòṣà bàbá àti bàbá wa Akintoye Ọlọ́run á mẹ́mí gùn ẹ̀kọ́ wa délẹ̀ lérí o gbogbo ẹ̀yin ṣíṣà tó kù ẹ̀yin mídíà náà tó kù náà must be mo kí yín o ìyá madam tó wà ní Germany what they call Yeye Dara and tó wà ní America or Canada Yoruba Wuyi Ọlọ́run á wà pẹ̀lú gbogbo wa pátápátá Ọlọ́run á wà pẹ̀lú àgọ́ àjọ délẹ̀ lérí because like we can't wait láti jẹ́ kí Yoruba nation yẹn kó come to reality kárí wọ́n máa sọ lẹ́yìn wa because we guys be tired retire rẹ̀ kò ń ṣe nǹkan tí a gbọ́dọ̀ máa mí ìlànà máa sọ ọ̀rọ̀ púpọ̀ ní tá bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí máa sọ̀rọ̀ jù irọ́ ló máa mú wá. So a lot of things have happened and which I tèmi dé believe pé yes àsìkò ó tó fún ọmọ Yorùbá ká ṣe kí ni gbogbo wípé dáàdì wípé mọ́mì wípé yẹn ayé ta wà ń sìn ayé kò ń ṣàyè believe mọ́ believe ò sí ń bẹ̀ mọ́ ayé ta wà ń sìn see and believe ni ayé ìmọ̀ ni ayé tẹ́ ìbò lọ́ọ́ ṣe kí n láti lọ wá knowledge ni kò ń ṣe pé wọn ni dáàdì mi sọ pé mọ́mì mi sọ pé rọ́ ìyẹn ló gbà wá débi tá a wà yìí. Mo rọ gbogbo ẹni tó bá ń gbọ́ wa àbẹ tó ṣe kí n tí ò tí gbọ́ tó bá gbọ́ létà mo fọlọ́run bẹ̀ gbogbo wa ká ṣe kí ni ká put more effort ká kúrò nínú oko ẹrú làwà oko ẹrú gidi àwa táwa ń bí náà kò ṣe pé àwọn mẹ́rin mo bí sí ibà and life tá à ń live yìí kò ń ṣe life ó ti wà náà ká náà ti lọ́lé àmọ́ ti kúrò Nigerian sí láti 1999 àmà sí mo ṣì wà ní ibà ẹ jọ kọlọ́run á rọ gbogbo àwa ọmọ Yorùbá tó kù lọ́wọ́ ẹ ṣe gọmísà Kóìkì.
Thank you very much.
Èmi Ọláyín Àgùsà.
Àmì Jésù Kristi. That is our first joining the studio. I like ilé ìtàtúnṣe àwọn èèyàn máa ráyè wọlé. Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ sọ́dọ̀ Mr. Ọlákúnlé ká tó wá máa gbé bàbá wa Ọlámilékan wọlé. Mr. Ọlákúnlé ẹ jẹ́ agbọ́ látọ̀dọ̀ yín. Mo kíyàwó Sàká mo rí yín lẹ́ẹ̀kan bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ kí Mr. Adéwálé Venture mo kí wà látà lórí ẹbí mo kíyàwó ọmọ Bọ́láńlé Sàká ẹ bá ń kí gbogbo àwọn ìyá lọ́jà ẹ bá wa máa sọ fún wọn pé àsìkò yẹn náà ti ń súnmọ́ bọ̀ o Yorùbá nation no going back ẹ bá gbọ́n sókè Mr. Ọlákúnlé.
Ní àkọ́kọ́ mo kí bàbá wa alànà Professor Banji Akintoye Ọlọ́run ọba aláàánú jùlọ a máa fi ìṣọ́ àtàbò ẹ̀ a máa fi ìṣọ́ wọn lágbára Ọlọ́run. Mo dẹ̀ kí bàbá wa náà olóyè Adéyẹmọ Sunday Igboho Òòṣà Ọlọ́run a máa fún wọn lókun àtagbára wọ́n máa gbé wa dé ilẹ̀ rí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Mo dẹ̀ yàbọ̀rà mo kí Mr. Ọláyọmí Kóìkì náà fún iṣẹ́ takuntakun tí ẹ̀ ń ṣe àlàáfíà ara yín ò ní di fíafíà lágbára Ọlọ́run gbogbo àná la máa délẹ̀ lérí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ọ̀rọ̀ mi ò ní pọ̀ mo kàn fẹ́ bá àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá sọ ọ̀rọ̀ kékeré ni. Ṣé rí àsìkò tá a wà yìí kò kí ń ṣe àsìkò tí a máa bẹ̀rù rárá kò sí bẹ̀rù kankan nítorí ìlú tí à ń sọ yìí náà ìlú yẹn ó ti ṣe jàǹbá fún wa púpọ̀ àwọn ọmọ aládé ni wọ́n ń pè wá àwọn ọmọ aládé gan àwa gan ti wá ń di àlìmájìrì lọ díẹ̀díẹ̀ tẹ́ bá rí àwọn èèyàn wá ń lé àánú á ṣe yín kódà oúnjẹ méjì gan a lè jẹ dépòdépò oúnjẹ mẹ́ta lójúmọ́ kò ń ṣe irúgbésí ayé tá a fẹ́ máa gbé lọ nìyẹn. A dẹ̀ dúpẹ́ ní ọwọ́ Ọlọ́run pé Ọlọ́run ọba láàánú jùlọ ó fún wa láǹfààní láti fún bàbá wa bàbá Alànà tí wọ́n jẹ́ aṣíwájú wa nínú ìrìn àjò yìí. Ṣé rí ẹ má jẹ́ ká rẹ̀wẹ̀sì ẹ rí tí bàbá wa tó bá ti jáde tí wọ́n bá ti sọ pé bàbá ìlà ń jáde ẹ jẹ́ kí gbogbo wa níbikíbi tá a bá wà gẹ́gẹ́ bó ṣe sọ ẹ jẹ́ ká jáde ọmọ Yorùbá ò kì í ṣojú o bẹ́ẹ̀ ni aṣíwájú dẹ̀ ni wá ẹ jẹ́ ká gbé ògo adúláwọ̀ yẹn tó wà nínú anthem wa ẹ jẹ́ ká gbé yọ kò sí nǹkan táwọn pípọ̀ yìí fẹ́ ṣe fún wa èèyàn náà ni wọ́n èèyàn ẹlẹ́ran ara bíi tiwa náà ni wọ́n so ẹ jẹ́ ká má fòyà ẹ̀tọ́ wa ni a mọ nǹkan tí wọ́n lè ṣe ṣùgbọ́n ẹ jẹ́ kí wọ́n bá wa náà lákọ tó yẹ yín Ọlọ́run ọba láàánú jùlọ á dẹ̀ mú wa dé ilẹ̀ lérí àti délẹ̀ lérí already tó yẹ yín Ọlọ́run ọba á bá wa á dé ládé lágbára Ọlọ́run ẹnì kọ̀ọ̀kan nú wa dẹ̀kẹ̀rẹ̀ wọn lè fi ṣàwátì láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ọ̀rọ̀ mi ò jù bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ ṣé.
mo dúpẹ́ mo kí bàbá wa Ṣẹ́gun Honorable wọ́n fi nǹkan ńláńlá wọ́n fi ránṣẹ́ sí ọ wọ́n ní ká fi kún owó iṣẹ́ tá à ń ṣe lọ nínú iléeṣẹ́ wa bẹ́ẹ̀ ni gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ti ṣe àtẹ̀yìntẹ́ ti ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀ àtẹ̀yìntẹ́ ti ṣe rí gbogbo iná ni mò ń dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ jẹ́ lọ sọ́dọ̀ brọ́dà mi Ọlámilékan ká gbé àwọn náà wọlé káwọn náà wá bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ mo kí bàbá wa tó bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ tán bàbá wa Ọlákúnlé brọ́dà mi Ọlámilékan ẹ ti wọlé sà ẹ jẹ́ agbọ́ látọ̀dọ̀ yín. Ẹ gbé máìkì yín síta ó rà kó ṣì wà muted àgbọ́yé kò jáde kò tí jáde ṣé laptop lẹ́ ń lò àbí fóònù? Ok, bí ẹ wá tún padà wọlé, ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ gbé Mr. Àmọ̀fẹ́. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Abániṣe, ẹgbọ́n sókè,
yes, sir. Ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́. Onílé mi ò kọ́kọ́ fi wọlé ẹ̀gbẹ́ mi.
Mo gbọ́ yín, sà.
Onílé ní òkùnkùn bíríbírí kí lẹ̀ ń wí ná, ọmọ Yorùbá. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ o tó ṣùpá bá ti ràn? Oòrùn ayọ̀, ìmọ́lẹ̀ àtàn, ojú àtúnrarí. A ó ríra wa, ó yọ mọ́ra wa. Kí àǹfààní onísọjí tí ó lè ṣèsọjí? Ibikíbi tá a bá ti rọ ọmọ ọba, ògo ọba, àṣẹ ọba, àmì ọba, ọlá àti ọlá ọba gbọ́dọ̀ farahàn lára ọmọ ọba. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi, mo believe pé ẹtìmẹ tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ sà.
Mo fẹ́ rìkọ́dẹ̀ ni bọ̀ fọ́pọ̀ kan lọ sáré wọlé, ẹ bá mi tukọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan ṣe jọ torí pé mo fẹ́ rìkọ́dẹ̀, mo ń gbádùn ẹ̀ ni mo ti mẹ́ tó ń sọ̀rọ̀, ẹ bá mi tukọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí.
Ó ní lẹ́yìn òkùnkùn bíríbírí kí lẹ̀ ń wí ná, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ o tó ṣùpá bá ti ràn? Oòrùn ayọ̀, ìmọ́lẹ̀ àtàn, ojú àtúnrarí. A ò ríra wa, ó yọ mọ́ra wa. Kí láǹfààní onísọjí tí ó lè ṣèsọjí? Ibikíbi tí a bá ti rọmọ ọba, ògo ọba, àmì ọba, ọlá àti ọlá ọba gbọ́dọ̀ farahàn lára ọmọọba.
Yorùbá nation no going back.
No going back. Inú mi dùn jù sà. Tẹ́ bá rí egungun tó ń mì ní ara mi ní àṣálẹ́ yìí. In fact,
ara mi gbọ̀n látàárọ̀. Ẹ̀rí tí broadcast lálẹ́ ó fẹ́ mẹ́hẹ̀, Ọlọ́run ló yọ mí. Mo dẹ̀ ti sáré prepare bó ṣe sọ fún mi báyìí, but adúpẹ́ fọ́lọ́run pé aṣáre gbogbo ẹ̀ ṣe. Èmi gan ṣe gbogbo ara mi ṣéèkì báyìí, ẹ̀bà tí mo jẹ gan kò tí digest.
Kò tẹ̀ digest inú mi, ojú mi dá kórókóró bí mo ṣe ń bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ ní báyìí sà. Gbogbo àwọn tí mo ti pè ládùúgbò mi, gbogbo àwọn tí mo ti yángù, gbogbo ibi tí mo ti yọjú sí, tí mo ti jẹ́ kán mọ̀ pé láìpẹ́ láì jìnnà, gbogbo àwọn tó ti sọ pé kò sí ọ̀nà tí Ọlọ́run padà ti lànà, gbogbo àwọn tọ́lọ́run ti bá mi shame, gbogbo àwọn tọ́lọ́run ti bá mi dójú tì, inú mi dùn, èmi ni inú mi dùn jù lé ní ayọ̀ mi kún. Ẹ̀wọ̀n ẹ̀kejì ni pé mo láwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n tó ń bẹ nílùú òkè òkun ní Canada, gbogbo wọn sunkún ni wípé òun ti sú àwọn fẹ́ wálé, ṣùgbọ́n wọn ò lè wálé torí n tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi, ọkàn mi balẹ̀, inú mi kàn dùn. Ṣùgbọ́n tó wá yà mí lẹ́nu ní sà, ìgbà tó di ìjẹta, ìran tí mo rí mọ́jú ni wípé mo ṣàkàn rí pé àkànwọ́ ní Yorùbá nation. Inú mi dùn, ayọ̀ mi kún pé mo sùn lálẹ́ àná, mo dẹ̀ nípa jí láàárọ̀ ọjọ́ kejì àti wọ Yorùbá nation. Inú mi dẹ̀ ń dùn, ayọ̀ mi kún, mo kàn bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní fò sókè, mo kàn ń fò sókè. Mo sọ fún ìyàwó mi, mo sọ fáwọn ọmọ mi pé a máa ti wọ Yorùbá nation. Mo ní ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ yìí ti ṣẹlẹ̀, ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ti ṣẹlẹ̀. Àṣewẹ́rẹ́ báyìí ni, àṣewẹ́rẹ́ ni iṣẹ́ Olúwa. Ọba tí mo pè tó ń jẹ́ pé àṣewẹ́rẹ́ ni iṣẹ́ Olúwa. Ọba tí mo pè tó ń jẹ́. Ó ti mú àgbàgbé o, ìbànújẹ́ ìgbà kan. Gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ gbóhùn lẹ́nu yìí o. Èmi náà ni mo ń kọrin, mo forúkọ mi pamọ́ torí àwọn ènìyàn ẹni bí. Ó ti mú wa gbàgbé gbogbo rẹ̀ o, ìbànújẹ́ ìgbà kan. Àṣewẹ́rẹ́ níṣẹ́ Olúwa. Ọba tí Yorùbá pè tó ń jẹ́. Àṣewẹ́rẹ́ níṣẹ́ Olúwa. Ọba tí a
jẹ́.
Ẹ ṣé
Yorùbá nation.
No going back.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
No going back.
Yes, sir.
No going back. Tó a fi bàbá wa yẹn pamọ́ torí àwọn oníṣẹ́ ibi pọ̀ ń lé. Ẹ̀yin má wọ́rì, tí rálì bá ti dé tán nísìn, ohun oríṣiríṣi á máa jáde, music oríṣiríṣi á máa jáde. Gbogbo ẹ̀ tẹ́ fẹ́ pè, ẹ má bínú tí ẹ ti ń try láti pè wá látẹ̀ǹkan. Torí àwọn brọ́dà wa tó ń kọrin lẹ́nu méjì, ẹ jẹ́ kí n sáré pè yín padà. Mo kí ìyàwó Ajé Olókun, bàbá wa báńkì ọlá ni mo kí yẹn ṣe gan ni. Gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá náà ni à ń kí. Ẹ̀sìnkò tẹ́yìn náà lè wá pè wọlé. Studio number yẹn láti pin yẹn, tá bá tún ní ká máa yọ léraléra, a máa mísì àwọn tó bá fẹ́ pè torí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá. Ó dàbí pé èyí tá ti ń retí. ó ń súnmọ́ bọ̀ díẹ̀díẹ̀ àsìkò láì tí mọ̀ bọ̀ ń súnmọ́ bọ̀ ẹ bá gbóhùn sókè bàbá wa Adams. Ẹ kálẹ́ sà.
Ọpẹ́ pàtàkì fún Ọlọ́run lókè.
Àdúpẹ́.
Ọpẹ́ pàtàkì fún Olódùmarè. Ọpẹ́ mi wá lọ sí ọ̀dọ̀ bàbá wa àlà Professor AdeBanji Akintoye.
Bàbá káfàtà.
Mo tún wá dúpẹ́ náà fún bàbá wa, ẹ̀mí wa lórí àwọn ẹ̀mí wa. Sunday Adéyẹmọ
Òòṣà.
Mo dúpẹ́ pàtàkì fún wọn pé wọ́n dúró tì mí. Ìmọ́lẹ̀ tí wọ́n lédè ọmọ Yorùbá paradà.
Kábíyèsí.
Ìmọ́lẹ̀ ti dé.
Òkùnkùn paradà.
Ibi tí ìmọ́lẹ̀ bá dé sí, wọ́n paradà.
Kábíyèsí.
Òkùnkùn ní ìlú Nàìjíríà. Bàbá wa Professor AdeBanji Akintoye, Chief Sunday Adéyẹmọ, pẹ̀lú gbogbo àwọn àgbà pátápátá ìmọ́lẹ̀ sí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ìwọ dáàbò sì wà lẹ́yìn. Kì í ṣe eré o. Kì í ṣàṣìkò tẹ́ máa bèrè fún káàkiri lóyún. Tó bá lè tẹ́kì ẹ̀ láti kẹ́tì. Tó bá lè tẹ́kì ẹ̀ owó ẹ̀ kò sí. Kì í ṣàṣìkò ojú láwa yìí o. Láti èmi lọ, ọmọ Akin tó ń pè wá yẹn, kò yẹ ká mẹ́wàá ní Yorùbá yìí. Kò sí kan tó ń bọ̀ tí yóò kú.
Kábíyèsí.
Gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tá a bá tún sọ lẹ́ni lọ́la sí kan tó lè jí padà. Pé ká ló ń para. Kò sí ẹ̀kọ́ méjì kan tá a fẹ́ fúnra wa mọ́. Kò sí ọ̀rọ̀ tá a tún fẹ́ sàlàyé fúnra wa mọ́. Ká ló ń para jẹ.
Dúpẹ́ fọlọ́run.
Ẹ lọ sọ fún àwọn èèyàn yìí. Tó wà níbi iṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá. Ẹ sọ fún àwọn èèyàn yìí tó wà ní kọ́ńtọ̀. Ẹ sọ fún àwọn èèyàn yìí tó wà ní immigration. Wọ́n sọ ara wọn kìtì. Ó wà yẹ pé àti bọ́dà làwọn ti máa lò wá. Wọ́n sọ ara wọn, àwọn Yorùbá fẹ́ wọlé o.
Kábíyèsí.
Àwọn Yorùbá fẹ́ wọlé o. Ẹ sọ fún wọn kìtì. Ọba Akíyò ajá pẹ́ lórí.
Àmín.
Bàtà pẹ́ lẹ́sẹ̀. Ìdí tẹ̀ fi jẹ́ ọba. Tàwa gbé lórí àṣì gbé àpẹẹlẹ yẹn á sì ń pọ̀ nídè. Ẹ ní tẹ̀lé o. Ó bá lẹ Yorùbá pátá ẹ̀ ní tẹ̀lé ẹ̀lẹ́ o.
Àmín o.
Tó bá tó ọ̀rọ̀ tá a fi sọ sí yín, ẹ dáríjì wá. Ara ló ń ta wá tó yẹ ká máa sọ. Àsìkò ní tẹ́ ẹ máa fẹnu parapọ̀ kẹ́ ẹ sọ̀pọ̀tì bàbá yìí. Ọ̀rọ̀ tó náà tún sọ fún yín, à ń fi omi tútù sọ fún yín. Ẹnu wọn bá díẹ̀ tó kù yìí, ẹnu ìṣẹ́jú díẹ̀ tó kù yìí. Ẹ sì lè rí ìdáríjì gbà. Ẹ sì lè rí àánú ọmọ Yorùbá. Ẹ sì lè rí ojú rere wa gbà. Ẹ sì ẹ̀tọ́ yìí. Ẹ ṣe nǹkan tó yẹ kẹ́ ṣe ẹ mọ́. Àgbàlagbà nìyí. Ẹ tẹ̀ lójú mú. Ẹ tún lóye ju àwa yìí lọ. Ẹ ṣe ẹ̀tọ́ yìí. Tẹ̀ bá wá ṣe é, a máa kàbùkù kàn yín o. Àmọ́ a nígbà kọ̀ọ̀kan máa ṣe. Ẹ sì lè yí ọ̀pọ̀ yín padà. Ọmọ Yorùbá fẹ́ wọlé o. àmàwọlé o.
Ṣèdùmarè.
Adúpẹ́ fún bàbá wa.
Adúpẹ́.
Wọ́n máa fún wa jẹ pé.
Àmín. Àmín o. Àmín. Ẹ ṣé. Tó a ṣe ń kí gbogbo èèyàn ọmọ Yorùbá káàkiri gbogbo ibi tẹ́ ti ń gbọ́ wa tẹ́ ti ń wò wá. Àjọṣe wa kò ní bàjẹ́. Àjọmọdélẹ̀ lérí ni ẹ jẹ́ ká tún lọ báyìí ká tún gbọ́n tí bàbá wa sọ níbí báyìí.
God is already listening to us. We are here today to come and deliver our document to Prime Minister of England and the United Nations because we are ready to leave Nigeria. So after this rally, we are going back to Nigeria. Yes! After this rally, I promise you, my people in Nigeria, my Yoruba people in Nigeria, I am Sunday Adeni.
Osha! Osha!
What do you say?
I
fear only God. Yes. If you can say yes, nobody can say no. Yeah. After this, my document delivered to this country, I'm coming back to my land. Yes. In good health. To let our people Yoruba know that we are ready to go.
Yes.
This time is not first time. I swear, this time is not last time. Because only God can kill us. Nigerian government can kill all Yoruba. We are more than 80 people in that.
80 million.
We are under 80 million people. We are under 80 million people in Nigeria. So then, I know myself as a Yoruba man. 100% Yoruba. All my body, all my blood. Today.
Wow, as we are still going forward, I want us to listen to today's. I'm coming back in a minute. I'm not been at a few minutes. Mo kí wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ track tí Àgàgà ṣe fún wa yìí. This is another powerful one as everybody is using their talent and whatever they have to help and promote the cause of the Yoruba nation. We are almost 3 hours and we're gonna wind down, but for now, ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ ilé mú bọ̀. No, that is not it. No. That is not the one I'm looking for. No. Let's just listen to this. I'm coming in 1 minute.
Good afternoon.
ilé mi fẹ́ ká gbọ́ ń bọ̀. Mokiwa, we will wind down just in a minute. Eshegoni for the super chat, comrade Shegun Honorable. Mokiwale Konsekale, as we are just 3 hours to the dots, I would like to appreciate everyone. Let's use this to wind down the program. And one thing is that we have already defeated the enemies, but we must not sleep with the 2 eyes. We must still open our eyes. It's coming up to 11 p.m. and that means that after this music, and I'll close the broadcast. Thank you everyone that have joined us on this particular special broadcast, special announcement rather, from Professor Akintoye. I believe it will be almost the same time like tonight, which was about 7 p.m. But I'm going to communicate as quickly as possible. But most importantly, at 12 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, there will be a special conference of the Yoruba Nation Concerned Obas under the chairman, His Royal Majesty Oba Bolawon Timson, His Emeritus Professor Akintoye, Chief Sunday Gbowo, Architect Akinola, Kayode Mola, and the coordinator, Reverend Paul Oluwaleye. All this is going to be happening tomorrow. As I say, thank you so much for everyone, for your contribution, for your support to the Koiki Media. But for now, let's listen to Agaga.
We are fighting for referendum, just to get our freedom. We are fighting for referendum, just to get our freedom. Yoruba nation la fẹ́. A fẹ́ máa lọ sílùú tí wàrà tó yí wá o. Yoruba nation la fẹ́. Ìlú tó máa fún wa lábùdó pé Yoruba nation la fẹ́. Ìlú tó ti ṣètò ẹ̀kọ́ ọ̀fẹ́ sílẹ̀ fún wa. Yoruba nation la fẹ́. Àníṣe máa wà lọ́pọ̀ yanturu. Ìmọ́lẹ̀ máa dé, a máa kúrò nínú òkùnkùn. Ìwòsàn tó péye ọ̀fẹ́ lábàdé. Àǹfààní tó yàgbá ń bẹ fún orílẹ̀-èdè wa. Pọ̀ lóní jàbúrà. Tí ò fi ní sí pé ebi ń pa wá mọ́. Táwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wa tán bá ṣe kàwé tán, ẹsẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ la máa fún wọn níṣẹ́. Ẹ já kára wa sílẹ̀ o, sátẹ̀tì yọra wa níbẹ̀ o. Ká kára wa sílẹ̀ o, Yorùbá nation ní solution. Ká kúrò lókùnkùn lẹ́jà, ká bọ́ sínú mọ́lẹ̀ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá wa. Ká kúrò lókùnkùn, ká bọ́ sínú mọ́lẹ̀ ká lè gbòmìnira. Oko ẹrú là ń gbé, oko ẹrú là wà. Oko ẹrú là ń gbé.
Mo kí gbogbo wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí pé ẹ ṣé gan ni tí ẹ darapọ̀ mọ́ wa lórí ìkànnì wa lálẹ́ yìí níbi tí bàbá wa ti láǹfààní àti bá gbogbo wa sọ̀rọ̀. Mo fẹ́ kí a tún ka èyí tí bàbá sọ ní ìgbà tó pè sórí ètò wa ní Koiki Media. Gbogbo wa rántí pé bàbá pè àwa ti gbé lọ sínú article. Sahara Reporter náà ti lò ó àtàwọn mídíà tó kù. Mò ń bọ̀.
Oko ẹrú ní Nàìjíríà, ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ jẹ́ á yọra wa. Ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ ṣe gbogbo wa adúláwọ̀. Kápá ọ̀pọ̀ ká jọ ṣe ọmọ Odùduwà. Àdàlú ní Nàìjíríà, ọmọ Yorùbá má jẹ́ ká gbọ́ra wa. Wọ́n ní ẹ máa
America Gorawa, there's nothing called Nigeria. The end of Nigeria needs to happen. Maka Intibaba Sofua, it is important get Telewa Lori Koiki Media International News.com. Legbe Etiri Yoruba people. You click on that, you can download the good news path to prosperity. Debatilo sorry, Koiki Media International News.com. Right there, you can see the section Yoruba people where you can download that manifesto. Nibe not Latin so many news, but the Itape Soro Leluri, some of the news are very, very saddening. Let's look at this. Many people fear death as the suspected herdsmen strike Benue community. What if among the victims was Sunday, a native of Odejo, a younger brother to a former chairman of Agatu local government. He was reportedly by along Odugbeho Ogbelo Road. Sunday had been displaced in the earlier attack and was taking refuge. Chenoti brother Watimoni war attack ni Igbojaye. One fún mi ní information lálẹ́ yìí ẹ jẹ́ sáré mú picture wọn wá pé ọlọ́pàá ti detain ẹ̀ after tí wọ́n náà attack Fúlàní tó fi pa lórí oko ẹ̀. I'm sure some of you remember this brother. Let me take out some of the stuff here quickly. I was shocked to my bone marrow nígbà tí wọ́n pè mí ní Canada. Let me stop the screen and then bring that quickly in. Wọ́n ní brother yẹn pé ọlọ́pàá ti detain ẹ̀ wọ́n náà gbọ́dọ̀ san 2 million naira for the fact that pé wọ́n nítorí bó ṣe ṣá Fúlàní yẹn. That is his picture. I'm sure some of you remember him. Okay, I think I'm still struggling. Let me take some stuff out. I think I've got too many stuff here. Hey, wàhálà ṣẹlẹ̀ lé o. How can somebody come and attack you on your farm and you defend yourself and you will have to see prison? This is the brother. How many of you remember him? As I speak to you right now, he's been detained on it cost on 2 million. And that is the message I got from Canada. I want to get community in Igbojaye. I'm sure some of you remember. Let me see if I can find that video. I'm sure some of you remember it because it's just, I don't understand. We can't continue like this. So the best bet is please do not hesitate. You just have to come out. We need to come out. Arákùnrin tẹ́ ń rí tẹ́ bá rántí pé mo gbé fídíò ẹ̀ wá mo fẹ́ òbí àlè sáré rí fídíò yẹn bọ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ká máa gbọ́ àgàgà lọ bọ̀.
Ká má máa tanra wa pé tá bá fi gbalẹ̀ Yorùbá wọ́n máa gbẹ̀sìn wa lọ́wọ́ wa a ò torí ẹ̀sìn dálẹ̀ Yorùbá sílẹ̀ ṣe nítorí pé ká lè kúrò lóko ẹrú tá bá fẹ́ kúrò lóko ẹrú.
Èyí tẹ́ ń gbọ́ mi tẹ́ ń fẹ́ support movement www.ysdm.org or tẹ́ wà ní UK tẹ́ ti darapọ̀ mọ́ the YSDM Europe. I am also in Mr. Malo or Mr. Kayode Emola tó jẹ́ the deputy. Tẹ́ bá ti darapọ̀ mọ́ wa náà níbẹ̀ gbogbo information tẹ́ ká mọ̀ a máa mọ̀ ní kíákíá. Kayode Emola is the one that is the deputy for the diaspora of the YSDM because Mori sister wa kan mi kan nisin ton ni how do I support and make payment to the Yoruba movement as well. So even though the report is sending support from platform to now, as I get that video, like I said, these are part of the problem. Self-defense is not a crime, only in Nigeria. I was upset. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ darapọ̀ mọ́ bàbá Akintoye àti àwa ìrànmọ́ aládé lálẹ́ yìí. Èmi kọ́ lẹ̀ ń ṣe fún ọ, olúkálukú ń ṣe fún ìran ẹ̀yàn, èmi náà ń ṣe fún ìran tèmi pé kọ́ má bàa parẹ́ láyé. A máa lọ sùn nísìnyí pé mo fẹ́ kó dé 11:30 but ó wà important kí n wá fídíò yẹn kákọ̀ gbọ́. Arákùnrin ní Fúlàní 4 ló wá bá òun lórí oko tó fi pa òun tóun dẹ̀ dìfẹ́ǹdà rẹ̀. Wọ́n wá ní bó ṣe ṣá Fúlàní tí ó ṣá yẹn wọ́n ló ti ṣá jù pé so for that reason wọ́n detain ẹ̀. Kódà àwọn ọmọ ìlú ń bínú sọ́ba lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí. Mo sọ fún yín pé àwọn ọba yẹn àwọn gangan ni problem wa.
Yorùbá nation la fẹ́, a fẹ́ máa lọ sí ìlú ara tó yí wá o. Yorùbá nation la fẹ́, òun nìkan la fẹ́ o. Ìlú tó máa fún wa láàbò tó péye. Yorùbá nation la fẹ́, ìlú tó ti ṣètò ẹ̀kọ́ ọ̀fẹ́ sílẹ̀ fún wa. Yorùbá nation la fẹ́, òun la fẹ́.
We have too many collections of videos, but I'm quickly trying to see if I can find this particular one. If otherwise, Team Barry, I can't show the video of the Fulani to shine what is sent see me, but and to shine to buy work banko, she woman detain the body as a prison. I don't understand. What I'm paying. She gonna intend for any credit. But the video time one again started download it for our Casari go.
Àdéhùn wa kò nílé yẹ̀ lórí ètò ìdájẹ́ fórílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá látòrí ààbò tó péye. Ètò ẹ̀kọ́ ọ̀fẹ́ máa máa ṣe, ètò ìlera ọ̀fẹ́ máa ṣe, omi ẹ̀rọ tó kárí ìlú, títì tó lọ gbèrègbè, ọ̀rọ̀ tó péye, ètò ọ̀sìn tó dára, iṣẹ́ fún àwọn ọ̀dọ́, ìtọ́jú fáwọn arúgbó wa àti ìfọ̀kànbalẹ̀.
Okay, mo ti rí fídíò yẹn, mo fẹ́ ká jọ gbọ́ fídíò yìí. Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Àgàgà, gbogbo aláwọ̀n ti arákùnrin náà. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n lọ mú fídíò yẹn gangan wá, ká gbọ́ fídíò yẹn gangan. Then àwa end broadcast so that kí gbogbo wa lè lọ fẹ̀gbẹ́ lélẹ̀. Mi náà ti tired báyìí, ilẹ̀ dẹ̀ ti fẹ́ mọ́, ká tún lè láǹfààní àti padà wá lọ́la. So mo fẹ́ ká jọ gbọ́ fídíò yìí. Àwọn tó contact mi láti Canada, you know, they were very angry, they were bitter pé ọba Igbójayé yẹn wọ́n allow pé kó detain arákùnrin sínú prison. Wọ́n wá ní kó wá message yẹn lélẹ̀. Mo ti rí fídíò yẹn, ẹ jẹ́ kí n kọ́kọ́ gbé arákùnrin yẹn wá. Message yẹn wá báyìí. Good morning, brother mi. Could you believe that lẹ́yẹ lárákùnrin ẹ̀ má bínú ẹ̀ tẹ́ wà mí báyìí. This is the video of the person we're talking about. Arákùnrin Lanso. I'm sure some of you remember him when I actually showed us the last time. Leye Lonje. Good morning, my brother. Brother me. Could you believe that Leye was arrested by the Seriki Fulani? Seriki Fulani Nicolo arrested. This is the reason why we need to understand Benny Yami Comfortologunja Pele. Those police are Fulani terrorists. Right, Loto. Tabati Jade Patapata gbogbo àwọn kan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn la máa mọ̀ tí ó máa ṣẹlẹ̀. Irú àwọn police station bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Wọ́n ní Seriki Fulani ní kó lọ arrest Leye lẹ́ ń wò yìí. Èyí tí ẹ̀ ń follow mi lórí software. Seriki Fulani ní pé kó lọ arrest ẹ̀. Now, going forward, he sent police from Iseyin local government to another local government to make the arrest. Please give us the account number of World Media. Ṣé World, kí lẹ mean by World Media? Ṣé Koiki Media be World Media? Mo understand ìyàwó Remilekun ẹ bá mi tún comment yẹn kọ padà ẹ jọ̀ọ́. Leye ni arákùnrin jẹ́. He was detained for 3 days and they demanded 2 million naira for not allowing Fulani to kill him. Wọ́n fi gba 2 million lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Ẹ bá rán fídíò ẹ̀ máa play fún yín o. Fulani 4 ló attack ẹ̀ tó ń fi ráyè attack ẹyọ kan padà. Video yẹn àti picture wọ́n ní kí n má release ẹ̀ síta, but wọ́n ti send ti èyí tó ń fi ṣe jàǹbá fún Fúlàní yẹn padà. But ìyẹn kọ́ là ń sọ. The fact that he was almost killed, he defended himself ni, ó defend ara ẹ̀ ni. Kò ṣe kó ló attack, ṣe bórí fámẹ̀ ló wà. Wọ́n wá bá lórí fámẹ̀ ni. Ẹni tó send message wá ní, I became angry. I cried for Yoruba land. We have been captured on our land of our ancestor by this Fulani with the help of the bastard we call leaders and traditional rulers. Lẹ́yẹ lẹ́ wò yẹn. Lẹ́yẹ ni ẹ̀ wò yìí. Wọ́n ṣá lórí. Wọ́n fẹ́ gun lọ, wọ́n fẹ́ gé orí ẹ̀ bọ́lẹ̀. Ọlọ́run ló ní kó jẹ àjẹsára. Wọ́n pin ẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀. This is reason why tí bàbá bá ti ní ká gbéra ńlẹ̀. Má sọ pé torí kò kún ẹ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ ká wá gbọ́ fídíò yẹn and then màá wá wind down program mi ká lè lọ sùn because I'm tired as well now.
Nàìjíríà, orúkọ mi ni Ògúndíyà Lẹ́yẹ Matthew, ọmọ Ọ̀yọ́ state ni mí, ní area Òkè Ògùn ní Tẹ̀síwájú local government nílùú Gbójáyè. Inú oko mi ni mo wà ó tí mo ní mo wá wòko lábẹ́ gímbì igi tó dúró yìí. Níbẹ̀ ni àwọn bòròró ni wọ́n wá sápamọ́ àwọn mẹ́rin bí mo ṣe ní mò ń wọnú oko bọ̀ ibi tí wọ́n ti wá àtáàkì mi ni.
Àwọn mẹ́rin wọ́n sápamọ́ wọ́n wá àtáàkì ẹ̀ mọ́rí oko ẹ̀.
Wọ́n ṣá mi ládàá ní gbogbo orí. Nígbà tó ṣá mi ládàá tí mò ń dráàgì àdá, ó ń nà mí ní kùmọ̀ ní gbogbo ọwọ́ yìí tó bà ọwọ́ yìí jẹ́.
Ẹ ṣe gan ni ìyàwó rẹ̀ lẹ́kùn.
Mo gba kùmọ̀ ló ṣe wá yọ ọ̀bẹ, ó gún mi lọ́bẹ nínú níbí báyìí. Òun ló gún mi lọ́bẹ inú yìí.
Wọ́n gún lọ́bẹ, ọ̀bẹ yẹn wọlé.
Kò wọlé. Ó gún mi lọ́bẹ látẹ̀lé ọwọ́, kò wọlé. So gbogbo ọmọ Nàìjíríà ẹ gbà mí o, má jẹ́ kí ìyà ọjẹ́ mi gbé.
But Nàìjíríà ló fẹ́ fìyà jẹ nísìn brother mi Lẹ́yẹ. Ọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà kọ́ nílé ìmọ̀ nísìn ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ni. Wọ́n ní kó wá san 2 million. Wọ́n ní Sẹ́ríkì gbé ọlọ́pàá wá láti Ìṣẹ̀yìn kó wá mẹ́wàá ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nílé. Wàláì. Ẹ ṣáà kí n ara dé mọ́bẹ̀. Gbogbo ala ti gbọ́ adẹ̀tí rí fídíò yẹn so a ní láti gbọ́ tán. Ìtò important bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé bí bọ́ ṣe wá sọ fún mi lálẹ́ wọ́n ní Lẹ́yẹ ńkọ́ o. Ọlọ́pàá detain Lẹ́yẹ wọ́n wá ní kó san 2 million. Èmi ò bèrè bí wọ́n ti san 2 million yẹn bí Lẹ́yẹ ṣì wà ń bẹ̀ o because inú tẹ̀tí bí mi gan débi pé mo tẹ̀mọ́ tí mo fẹ́ sọ. Mo kí gbogbo èèyàn wa from everywhere in the world that you have joined us. Thank you so much. Our father, the emeritus Professor AdeBanji Akintoye, have spoken tonight. Today being the 10th June 2025 at about 8 p.m. Our father has told us that tomorrow there will be some special announcement in the evening, and that special announcement will give us the next stage. Okay, let's pick this call because even though we are still live, but at the film and law, they are only about Kia. Hello, caller. Hello.
Hello, yeah, I'm here. Shebeki, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, ma.
Okay. Mr. Koiki,
everything
that you say, God bless you. And Allah, I didn't do it to Allah.
Amen.
And beside this, straight to the point. I want to bank Bobby, you know, but my fair share, but I'm more your Number one is this. We pay me, in Nigeria, including our politicians and our leaders when it comes to kingship and all that. In Nigeria, fún àwọn Boko Haram ní ìgbọ́rí terrorists wọ́n máa lọ pààyàn ẹ máa sọ pé ẹ fún wọn ní kí náà tẹ̀ máa fi ṣe amnesty àbí kí náà wá pè ní kíní ẹ fún wọn lẹ̀ ẹ máa jẹ́ kó máa bá àwọn èèyàn gidi gbé. There is no consequences for killing in Nigeria. What a lawless country. So this is the same country tí self-defense tó jẹ́ ẹ̀ṣẹ̀. This is not the first time. This is not the second time. This is not the third time. They're going to defend direct. Government now are against the money. Now, what is really the definition of Nigeria right now? And the government in Nigeria are trying to kill everybody in the country. What is the purpose of this law? Why? They know don't get it. One time when Nigeria she was in the country, Kenya and game there. And never been only question to February or everybody to bank because I know that if people can talk is cheap. We can complain from January to December, but if I feel the same people don't complain about Nigeria, if I want they will still do the same to town people in shit. Now, more February question on politicians when it came to bank. Why are you scared to leave Nigeria? Have anybody asked themselves this question? Why are Yoruba politicians? Why are they so scared to leave Nigeria? Is it that God has not blessed us enough? I need omi, I need epo, I need natural resources, I need gold. Why are we so scared? Ṣé mo kọ́ tó ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ Mr. Koiki? Ẹ má bínú bí ẹjọ́ mi ti pọ̀ jù. Ṣé mo kọ́ tó ń ṣe àwọn politicians wípé tó ń bá wọn ni wípé táwọn bá pín Nàìjíríà, àwọn owó tí wọ́n kó jẹ yẹn, àwọn owó ọ̀fẹ́ tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún yẹn, wọ́n bí tó máa stop. And the question is, yes, ó máa stop. But would it stop? Because most of you are wealthy enough. You can create a country that will work for everybody.
Yes.
For everybody. And when you only like to Yankee, they don't have to go to Germany. You know that I have to go to Nigeria because I first survive. It's a snap. You have no shame. And you politicians like your jokes in our money family, you have to go to a white man country before you make it. It's a shame. If you create a country,
enabling environment.
Okay.
Money, the enabling environment from Bubowa.
The enabling environment for everybody to strive. What is wrong with us? It's vanity. It is really, really sad. Okay, Rumba is saying, okay, develop the Nigeria. When you want to do something, do it differently. When we want to go into business, we want to do anything, because we are very, very intellectual people. We think that we're smart. Our outside, all go everywhere, all by everybody, and they are doing it and they are getting away with it. But why they in Nigeria? He got issue of tower. And I begin to ask, me, we all look for an and the reason I think they also see the party, live life. Everybody want to think they are okay in Nigeria. Sometimes I go to social media, look command any Mr. Koiki. Timothy post anything on social media because it's your more Nigeria man. You will never see comments. How many Nigeria man money and yet you post the picture of this fashionista. I'm a pretty girl, beautiful lady. The thing is, can you prioritize it or they can prioritize? They are superficial, empty brains. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but they will come back. And say, if you found mommy, if you get to comment back, if you find me or government or anything, can't create awareness, social media. They will not leave a comment. And you want to leave Nigeria, and you want Nigeria to work. Yeah, I am really, really angry. I'm going to be avoiding something. I was watching a program. I want more people come post that. I want to be regular people on the street. I don't want to use the word. Okay. But the people guy go sort of pay. I want you guys to come fair. In Daila Arawa, if they should be government, should be Yoruba president. What I prefer for what if I will pay everybody. And I don't want to talk about tribe right now because I want to face my people. We are Ottawa. Who are in danger?
Ẹ bá rí tó fojú mi rí àwọn Igbo èmi lè dárúkọ wọn kíní kàn mí pẹ̀lú wọn ẹ bá rí tó fojú mi rí lórí comment section gbogbo ẹ rí pé ẹ bá rí Facebook mi láàárọ̀ yìí ọmọ wa àtàkùn abẹ́ bí àtẹ́pà wà ní problem wọn.
Mr. Koiki ẹ mọ̀ kó tó ń ṣe wọ́n ni wípé mo wá farabalẹ̀ mo jẹ́ ọ̀gọ́ tẹ́fà mo náà wọ́n rí kókò ní Amẹ́ríkà mi báyìí mo ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wá rí pé lè bá àwọn people ṣe.
No, kò possible àlè bá wọn ṣe.
I'm sad to say this kò lè fi sọ Igbo man kan ó pa ìtì àǹtí mi ti wí ọkọ̀ wọn kú ní last year lórí fún ọ̀rọ̀ owó ilé ọ̀fẹ́ tó owó ilé lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ because àwọn ọmọ ìfúnra ó dẹ̀ kò ṣáàtì ó dẹ̀ gba ìtì àǹtí ní orí ilé ó pa ìtì láńlẹ́dì ẹ̀ àti bí àwọn tẹ́kọ̀ọ́ kò kì í sọ̀rọ̀ ó jẹ́ kò tí kò lápọ̀ kò ń jà kò ń bínú ẹ̀mọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn jẹ́ 2%. Ọ̀tí tó ń ṣe pé Yes. Ìkan tí mo sọ yìí directly àbúrò mo sí mi lẹni tí ó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí o. Àǹtí mi pè mí, àǹtí mi yẹ kó tẹ́ pé kò kí ń sọ̀rọ̀. Mo ní àǹtí mi Ibo pé ọmọ ẹ̀ ṣe wá lọ fi ọlọ́pàá gbé bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn. Ibo ò tí ì di president. So ẹ jẹ́ ká understand pé Yorùbá ò ní ọ̀rẹ́ o.
àlejò gbé no. Wọ́n lè wá gbé nílùú wa o lórí òfin wa wọ́n dẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ kọ́ Yorùbá torí àwọn náà máa ń kọ́ èdè tó bá lọ síbi tó ti sọ English. Tẹ bá rí tó fojú mi rí látàárọ̀ ẹni tó bá lọ wo Facebook mi mo bá wọn jà gidi láàárọ̀ yìí. I don't have problem with Biafra but àwọn Igbo yẹn ẹ̀dẹ̀mọ́ tó dẹ̀ fa ni pé tẹ bá lọ wo Sahara Reporter tẹ mọ̀ pé wọ́n blog Ìgbòho lánàá pé Ìgbòho ṣì wà under problem. Mo wá béèrè pé ta ló ṣàwàlà mú Nnamdi Kanu ní ṣàwàlà sọ pé Nnamdi Kanu gbé ebe iná lẹ́ka Nnamdi Kanu. Why are you attacking us? Kí láì wá ṣe fẹ́ yín?
Mr. Koiki, inú mi dùn pé Igbo wọ́n ní ṣègbè àwọn jáde.
No.
Ever trust. Nígbà tí mo gbọ́ rìn lásán fún wọn gba etí àǹtí mi, wọ́n dẹ̀ pé bí àwọn bá nǹkan mọ́ mi lórí. Ọlọ́run pé kí n má sí Nàìjíríà, kí n má
we just have to go. We have to go our separate ways. No, we have to go our separate ways.
So, Igbo tí di president Nigeria o. Ṣé gbogbo kan tí mo sọ lẹ́nu mi ò fi bá Igbo jẹ ṣùgbọ́n ẹ̀ka ìpàdé kan mọ̀ kọ́ta ṣe pé ní ọ̀rẹ́ o.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, àárín anime là ń gbé. Gbogbo wọn àti òyìnbó àti Amẹ́ríkà àti Japan àti ẹwà àwọn Chinese tó ń mọ̀ pé lálẹ́ ìmórí lórí EFCC American Embassy tẹ̀ ló gbé jáde gbàtí wọ́n á click lórí ẹ wá gbé mi lọ sọ́dọ̀ EFCC. Àwọn Chinese méjì dẹ̀ wọ́n wá mineral resources láàrin Èkó. Èmi gan tí mo jẹ́ ọmọ Èkó gan mo rí wa. Chinese alẹ́ ìmúṣẹ post yẹn lálẹ́. So we can't live together. We are within the enemies. Enemies ti pọ̀ jù.
Mr. Koiki, kí bàbá ìkó olórí kó ṣe é tiẹ̀ sí ẹ̀. Kí Igbo dé àbí Hausa dé it will never. And the one thing tí Yorùbá ò kí ń notice pé tí president kan bá ti kúrò tí mi bá ti wọ̀ ni wọ́n tún pariwo ìgbà ayé lágbájá ṣì bẹ́tà ju ayé ìgbà iná o tí ẹ bá tún ti lọ. Tí Tinubu bá tún ṣe é tiẹ̀ sí ẹ̀ pé ó kúrò wọ́n tún pariwo ìgbà ayé Tinubu ẹ jẹ́ ká má máa tanra wa. Nigeria cannot work.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, bí àṣà brother mi bẹ́ẹ̀ ó ní our patience has come to an end. A ti ṣe sùúrù tó. No, a ti ṣe sùúrù tó. A ti ṣe sùúrù tó.
And the funniest thing pé àwọn tó ń jẹyà àdúgbò they don't talk. They don't. Ìgbà tí wọ́n ti dé kí ìyá mú àwọn èèyàn wá ládé wípé no.
Àwọn tó wà nù fọ́ọ̀sì gan sef tá lè máa fún wa ní gbogbo details tó bá ń bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí wọ́n náà ẹ̀gbọ́n Koiki wọ́n ní kò sí ọ̀kan. Ṣé mọ̀ pé yàn kan sọ pé mi lánàá 23 years in service. Wọ́n ọ̀dẹ̀ san pension fún ọbẹ̀ ṣe ń bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí. Kódà wọ́n ní wọ́n fẹ́ lọ blọ́ọ̀kì Eagle Square. Bọ̀ wọ́n náà tún ti gbé wọn mọ́ra àwọn tó jẹ́ bí ẹ̀mọ̀pá àwọn kọ́mítì tó máa gbé síwájú. Wọ́n náà fẹ́ lọ àwọn pensioner àti military mo sọ yìí o. Wọ́n pè mí láti báràkì ni o. Ẹni kò sí train ó ní Mr. Koiki bàbá ni wọ́n ní sí o. Wọ́n ní kò sí training tí Nigerian government ò ráwọn lọ ṣe níta. Wọ́n ní pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ náà. Mo á rántí pé Tolúlọpọ̀ Arótilé was trained to be the best helicopter combat pilot. What the pack? So Nigeria train Yoruba people, but they don't give them the opportunity to move forward. Wọ́n máa rán wọn fún training. Ẹni ní Mr. Koiki ó ní kò sílùú tó wọ́n ti lọ ṣe training. America, Italy, Britain, everywhere. Only but right now,
Mr. Koiki, mo fẹ́ káwọn tó bá ń gbọ́ mi ẹ má bínú bí amóye sọ bí ẹlòmí ò ní láìpẹ́ lọ. Ó tọrọ máa ń kọrò. Ṣẹ́rí Lọ́kànà. They cannot bring anything good to Nigeria. Kì í ṣe pé bí a ti ń fún number one, tẹ́ bá notice a typical Northerner tí wọ́n bá ti kàwé gbogbo máìkì wọn ni pé wọ́n fẹ́ run fún position ní Nigeria. Mo meet one Northerner l'America mi báyìí ó ṣiṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú Google. Èmi àti ẹjọ́ chat lórí LinkedIn gbà kan. Nǹkan tó ń tẹnumọ́ ni pé òun fẹ́ padà lọ sílùú. Ó wá ṣọ̀ wọn project tó ṣe fún òun ìgbẹ́ ní kí ló ṣe. Ó lọ ń gbẹ́ kíní bọ́ọ̀ bí a bọ́ọ̀ méjì fún street mẹ́ta. Èèyàn tó kàwé l'America ni mo sọ fún yín o. So ìyá ó ti mú ṣe rí a normal Northerner wọ́n believe wípé àwọn làwọn control Nigeria and fight yẹn ló fi ń bá wa live wọ́n máa ń ṣẹ̀wọ̀n kan máa ṣe pé àwọn ò lè ṣe pé one then number two ṣe rí a typical Northerner tó bá kàwé kò sí bó ṣe lè kàwé tó they prioritize religion more than humanity and that is gonna be a very big problem. A Northern guy kan jáde recently ó rí dis mo pé bí èyí náà ti máa rí bídẹ̀ tó kó bára tó sọ pé òun kò sí kó tó ń ṣe
bẹ́ẹ̀ni mori.
ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn èèyàn tó bá ní ọgbọ́n àwọn ọ̀sán ó ní pé Nàìjíríà ló fọ́
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni you have to cut out.
Because ìgbà mi mo máa wò pé ṣe báwọn ọmọ kan máa ká òkè àwọn ọmọ wa sórí channels ní Nàìjíríà wọ́n máa rújọ́ pẹ́tẹ́pẹ́tẹ́ wọ́n máa sọ̀rọ̀ sí Tinubu wọ́n máa sọ bí but again the question is the power has been with you for many years. What have you done with it?
Nothing.
You've done nothing. A Northerners do not, they only know how to grab power. They don't know what to do with that power. Let's be realistic. These people are not intelligent at all. The only thing someone needs to come up by them, I want continue to be a terrorist. That's a kékeré. Mr. Koiki, ẹ̀rù bà mí o, ẹ̀rù tó dẹ̀ ń bà mí ni wípé tí yóò bá ọ̀bà tètè kúrò ní Nàìjíríà, ọlọ́run jẹ́ kí àwọn ọmọ abẹ̀sí máa tọ́pì àwọn Northern. Because mo fẹ́ everybody pay attention to the way our politicians are treating us. Our politicians are a little bit tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀. But this one thing come in Northern wípé ẹgbẹ́ ká gbé kí ìyá máa jẹ àwọn èèyàn wa. Wọ́n ti weaponize poverty in Southwest to be able to control the masses. And the reason they can't control like the Northern is pé àwọn èèyàn wa ṣì kàwé díẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ wa. So the more tá bá ṣe pé what àwọn people yìí. The future is not there for us. So.
There's no future, yeah.
It's not there. Oh, my Koba and Owa. Oh, when you keep on me, oh, my Koba Wow.
Oh, that's Koba already. What's the Koba already? What's the Koba already? Wow.
Because before I go, I just want to round this up. Koba Yoruba everywhere in the world. Me mo bi o ṣe go America mi ba mo fẹ́ jáde. Me mo bi o ní ibi tí àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá tó yẹ kó ti jáde ní America. I will go there.
Oh yeah, gbogbo my information my jáde. Our mega rally, everything is being planned. As soon as people are about to make announcement, everything will go forward. Gbogbo information ẹ máa jáde fún gbogbo wa ní gbogbo state tá wà l'America àtàwọn tó wà ní UK. Gbogbo iṣẹ́ táwọn máa ṣe tẹ́ ẹjẹ́ tí bàbá bá ti announce ní sí àkóso ọ̀run fáwọn mọ́ ariwo gbàgbàgbà òní. Gbogbo ẹ̀ ní gbogbo ẹ máa gbọ́. Ẹ ṣé gan ni o. Thank you very much. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Thank you very much. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Thank you very much. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Wow. Ẹ wò yá wa bó ṣe gbé ọ̀rọ̀ kalẹ̀. Mo kí ya mi comfort ológun jà. Wọ́n ní gbogbo agbọ́dọ̀ pariwo lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ti lẹ́yẹ èèyàn. Wọ́n ṣe send message yẹn sí mi lálẹ́ yìí ni. Well, I mean, ọwọ́ ọ̀sán ìwé kan bí 4 o'clock. Ìyá wa tó send message yẹn mo ní sọ wọ́n wà lórí platform báyìí nísìn. Nígbà tí mo á reply wọn mo ní what? This country must collapse soon. I thought you wanted no face on. So I am angry now. That was about 5 o'clock, and at that time, you know, I didn't prepare for broadcast Baba, but Allah jẹ́ kí Lord lálágbára Ọlọ́run àmọ́ bá ṣe máa túbá àwọn sister wa ìsọ̀rọ̀ bí wá fún mi ní update bí wá padà san 2 million yẹn o, but wọ́n ní Sẹ́ríkì Fúlàní gbé ọlọ́pàá wá láti local government ní kó wá arrest arákùnrin yìí ni ẹ bá ṣe kíákíá torí orúkọ ti fẹ́ máa pè mí gan báyìí gbé òun sókè yà wá. Ẹ ti wọlé ẹgbọ́n sókè network ẹ jẹ́ ká òyà wa ìwọlé kí wọ́n bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ ká tó máa wá tẹ̀síwájú. Mo kí safety domain for the super chat ẹgbọ́n sókè yà wá.
Yes, mo ní kí sáré dá pẹ́tò ní kí n tó sùn ẹ̀kọ́ ètò. So àbúrò mi lóòótọ́ ló bìlífù pé kí Nàìjíríà pé ṣe ti gẹ̀ẹ́dù. So bó ṣe wá dalẹ̀ wọ́n sọ pé táyé wọn á ní pé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ wọ́n ní àwọn aláǹpariwo Yorùbá nation ní pé kò sẹ́nìbọ̀dì tó pariwo Yorùbá nation ní kò sẹ́nìbọ̀dì tó mọ kò sẹ́nìbọ̀dì tó gbọ́ nípa Yorùbá nation.
Mo kí àwa Ìyábọ̀dé Sunday ẹ ṣé gan ni mo ti rí mẹ́sẹ̀gì yín fún support yín ẹgbọ́n sókè yà wá. Mo ń gbọ́ yín.
So wọ́n ní àpé àwọn èèyàn gbọ́ nípa Yorùbá nation wọ́n ní àwọn èèyàn gbọ́ pé níbi àbí tí wọ́n wà.
Alright, àwọn tó bá náwọn gbọ́ yẹn ṣẹ́rí gbogbo yẹn ti late nísìn ẹni tó bá náwọn gbọ́ tá bá ti jáde tí situation ṣẹ́rí gbogbo àwọn tó bá náwọn gbọ́ yẹn ẹ má yẹ káwọn yẹn distract wa ní time tàwa nísìn ẹni tó bá gbọ́ nígbà tá bá ti jáde síta Oríyọmí Hamzat gan máa bá wa gbé agbára gbé information tó nígbà tí gbogbo nǹkan bá di tó di pé gbogbo èèyàn jáde wá gbà sọ lórí Oríyọmí wá sọ lórí Àgídìgbò wá sọ lórí Cool FM Kìnìkan FM so gbogbo pé wọ́n gbọ́ yẹn that stage now àti kọjá stage yẹn. Àníyàn má ṣẹ́rí gbogbo pé wọ́n gbọ́ yẹn ẹ̀yẹn má wọ́rí NTA gan máa sọ̀rọ̀ táwa ti jáde ní NTA gan máa sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀yẹn má wọ́rí nípa wọ́n gbọ́ yẹn so ẹ jẹ́ ká má dára wa láàmú ẹni tó bá náà wọ́n gbọ́ NTA bá ti sọ̀rọ̀ kó má jáde ńgbà yẹn so all these àwọn ọ̀gbọ́ yẹn ìyà tó ń jẹ wọ́n yẹn ó ti mọ́ wọn lára ni ní tó fà á nìyẹn ó yẹ yín nísìn sẹ̀má ẹ̀ka wọ́rí ara wa àṣẹ Èdùmàrè àṣẹ àmì lágbára Ọlọ́run ó rán yàrá máa sùn ó dàbọ̀ all right. Mo kíyà wa Ìyábọ̀dé Sunday ẹ ṣé gan ni ìyá mi tó pè tán lẹ́ẹ̀kan yẹn mo mọ̀ yín torí mo ti save number yín àti sọ̀rọ̀ rí is a powerful message ní ẹ fún wa mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin yẹn wa mo kí mọ̀ sí mi dáadáa wọ́n ní máa kí mo kí bàbá wa Alànà mo kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá I'll be out again tomorrow because mo ní láti lọ ṣe meeting kan nísìnyí náà pẹ̀lú àwọn team mi náà as well. Because it seems things are going to be moving very fast at a very fast pace. Thank you so much. If you have never joined us before, if you are skeptical that this is not going to happen, it doesn't matter. We're not talking to you, but it does. What matter is that the Yoruba people have made up their mind and we are exiting Nigeria. And that is the fact. It doesn't matter how you feel about Nigeria. Tinubu doesn't own Yoruba land, neither all the politicians owns Yoruba land. Yoruba land belongs to 60 million people and they are ready to exit Nigeria. And on that note, let's wait for tomorrow, which is just countdown from now. Tomorrow, as we've been told, this is coming up, and after that, Baba will come up again and make another announcement. That announcement would also lead to some other announcement. I will leave it like that. So thank you so much. Contribute. Your comment was fantastic. We were able to move the broadcast to at least 400 on the YouTube, and many people will still watch it later on. Thank you so much. Good night from our studio in London. Good night from our studio in Africa, because we've connected all our studio together. If I didn't mention your name and you're like, Koikimu, the comment that then comes there, Kimirara, Emma Binu, Omawa Ben, Babatunde Adeyemi. Thank you, everyone. I'm very grateful. Until I have a country that's called Yoruba land, that is when I will be demanding something from every one of you. But for now, let us keep the message going. Let us pray that our Father raised that flag. That is my own dream. We keep Baba Akintoye raise flag here for. If Baba Akintoye raise the flag, then at least we will then continue to pray for him for long life, because we know that Olorun lo di Baba mu titi dasiko yi. 90 is not a joke. So if you are still in your 20s, 30s, 40s, you're disputing with a 90-years-old man, Nigeria mother, forget it, it is too late. Koiki Media, good night. God bless. Gbogbo yín tẹ́ wà lórí Facebook. Gbogbo yín pátá bàbá mi Kúnlé Ṣítà Bísẹ̀dé. Mo kí àwọn family mi. Masbi kó àdúró ti Bàbá Akintoye. Mo kí Bíyẹmí náà. Mo kí gbogbo àwọn staff, àwọn tó ń ṣoúnjẹ. Mo kí gbogbo àwọn tó jẹ́ back end team Bàbá Akintoye. Bàbá Akintoye náà àwọn kan tó ń pè ní back end team, looking after his welfare. They don't want me to be mentioning their name on the social media. They are working around the clock. Good night from my studio in Africa and London, because we've joined the Africa and the London studio. You might not know, but London and Africa is working simultaneously. Our staff are ready to work, and they will serve you and the world media and all other independent media. Any media, though, but Baba Solenu missing, and forget what Yoruba Nation. Any media bá ti sọ̀rọ̀ nípa tí bàbá sọ, mo ní ẹ forget what ti kúrò náà ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation. Oran Yola máa sùn.
síwájú láti. wa nípa ìfẹ́ Olódùmarè àwọn ọba wa rẹ́dì láti wá sọ̀rọ̀ síta díẹ̀ báyìí. Wọ́n lè sọ̀rọ̀ láti gbọ́ ẹnìkan, wọ́n fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀, wọ́n fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ bí ọba ṣe máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ náà ni. Ọba máa ń léèdì ni, ọba máa ń gbàdúrà fáwọn ènìyàn ni. Nítorí náà lọ́la wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe ìpàdé. Ẹ má sọ pé àwa tá à ń ṣe nation la kó àwọn ọba ọjọ́ rárá àwọn ọba wa fúnra wọn. Tó bá ní nǹkan mìíràn tá a fẹ́ ṣe àjẹ́ kó bọ̀wọ̀ fún wọn kán ṣèpàdé wọn tán lọ́la. Tó bá di lálẹ́ ọ̀la àwa make another announcement. Bó ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn. Ẹ̀bẹ̀ tí mo fẹ́ bẹ̀ gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ni pé ẹ máa retí lálẹ́ ọ̀la nígbà tá a bá ṣe announcement wa. Tí n bá ní láàárọ̀ ọ̀la nìyẹn lọ́la o. Tí n bá ní láàárọ̀ ọ̀la gbogbo wa ká jí síta ká máa dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run ká máa jó níwájú ilé wa nìkan ká má travel fóun lọ báyàn kankan. Ṣèrà gangan ilé ètò ẹ gangan tó ń gbé ibi tó bá wà níjọ́ yẹn níjọ́ tá a bá sọ pé kẹ́ jáde síta yẹn ibẹ̀ náà ló ti máa jáde síta. Kò sí pé a lọ ń kó mọ́tò sọ́nà à ń ṣe gbìrìgbìrì lọ sí Ìbàdàn àbí lọ sí Èkó eléyìí yàtọ̀ láti eléyìí yàtọ̀. Torí náà jọ̀wọ́ máa ní rádìò ẹ fún wa ẹ jẹ́ ká fúnra wa láyè ká bọ̀wọ̀ fún àwọn ọba wa ká jẹ́ ká ṣe tiwọn kó tán lọ́la. Tó bá dìbò yìí lọ́la tàbá rí pé àwọn ọba wa ti lọ. Láíláí wípé aṣọ funfun ni kí gbogbo àwọ̀ jáde níjọ́ yẹn jọ́ta bá máa jáde yẹn bọ̀tọ̀ láńdá máa sọ fún yín jọ́ta máa jáde. Mo kí gbogbo yín o ẹ máa múra sílẹ̀ o ẹ máa ṣètò tó dáa sílẹ̀ kí ìrìn wa náà kó bá lè lọ dáadáa. Gbogbo nǹkan tá a máa ṣe ní rálì yẹn màá máa sọ fún yín légbòóyè ọ̀la lágbára Olódùmarè kí kálukú lọ múra o. Ẹ ṣé o mo kí yín o mo bá yín yọ̀ ọmọ Oòduà mo bá yín yọ̀ àsìkò náà ti tó mo bá yín yọ̀. Èèyàn lè ṣubú èèyàn ọmọ èèyàn a lè ṣubú bí abẹ́ individual kọ̀ọ̀kan lára wa ló lè ṣubú agbo ilé lè ṣubú odidi ẹ̀yà lè ṣubú ṣùgbọ́n kì í ṣe bá ṣe ṣubú yẹn ló ṣe pàtàkì jù bá ṣe dìde padà yẹn ló ṣe pàtàkì bá ṣe dìde padà àwa Yorùbá rẹ́dì láti dìde padà bá a ti ṣubú for more than 100 years àwa dìde báyìí a fẹ́ dìde báyìí mo lè bá gbogbo Yorùbá yọ̀ mo bá níyọ̀ ẹ má bẹ̀rù ẹnì kankan má bẹ̀rù kankan kò sí nǹkan kan tí ẹnì kankan máa fi ṣe wá àwa ò bá ẹnikẹ́ni jà àwa ò bá ẹnikẹ́ni jà àbá ẹnìkankan jà àwa ò kì í ṣe oníjàgídíjàgan ẹ̀sọ̀ pẹ̀lẹ́ lọ̀rọ̀ tí wá kéjọ fi ń mọ́ gbé agbọ́n àwa ò kì í ṣe oníjà àwa ò kó ìbọn dání kó ọ̀bẹ dání kó kùmọ̀ dání rárá o ṣùgbọ́n tó bá di lọ́la ẹ máa gbọ́ detail gbogbo nǹkan tá a máa ṣe èyí lè ṣe pé a sọ pé ọ̀sẹ̀ tó ń bọ̀ lọ́la yẹn kẹ̀tì rẹ̀ tó dàtí nígbà tí bá máa sọ fún yín lálẹ́ ìwò ìlàlá wípé time báyìí ní gbogbo wa máa bọ́ síta ìkálukú ti rẹ́dì mo kí yín ẹ̀kú ìní agbára yọ̀ fún àti à ń sọ̀rọ̀ síra wa bí eléyìí lèmi ọjọ́ ayọ̀ lèmi yọ̀ olùpẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run mo sì